What's going on? What's going on, gentlemen? I say gentlemen because I only expect, mainly dudes to be watching boxing. So if there are ladies here, salute to you, but I usually don't see ladies on YouTube listening to boxing streams. I'm not saying there isn't any. I've heard a few, but for the most part, they don't. So salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to boxing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Salute to boxing. Salute to all the bullshit and all the good fights. And yeah, sometimes boxing is great. Sometimes boxing is boring. It's corrupt. It's all that. Let me give a quick shout out to the chat and say salute to my brother Jet Cow, Manny Packroyd. Salute my man Jason Bourne, Jerson Medina. Salute to you. My boy Durden. I haven't seen Durden in a while. Salute to you. Salute to Francesco Berlusconi. I think that's how you say it. Or Berlusconi. One of the two. Your boy Jack Wes. Salute, brother. That's right. All glory to God, my brothers. Facts, man. We got Pink Panther. We got Official. My boy Official, who does excellent breakdowns on his channel. You should go check him out. He's dope. Generic Villa fan. Fake females. Yeah, exactly. Orchid salute. We got Slugger Sam. Salute Rec. We got Steven Schneider. Salute to Steven Schneider, the king of Nash. Salute to Canelo for becoming the king of Nashville. Yeah. Then we got Super Anderson, Aldo. Kenny Smile Harder, congratulating Bud. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. He was a little. He definitely was a little happy, right? And I'll start off with that fight. I'll start off with the fight on Saturday night between uh, Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter. I thought the fight was, it was all right. It was decent. It was a pretty decent fight. I thought Sean Porter really held his own and was clearly winning the fight in the first 6 rounds of that fight, the first half of the fight. I think I had him up somewhere like 4-2, maybe 5-1, but more like 4-2. And then the second half of the fight seems like Porter started slowing down. And Porter was not himself in that fight throughout the whole, not just the stoppage, but throughout the whole fight. I thought that, he was a little hesitant coming in. Maybe that has a lot to do with Terrence Crawford, but I thought there was some missed opportunities there on his part. I thought round 7, 8, and 9 started to get really difficult for Sean Porter. It was more like Sean Porter was making it difficult for himself a lot of times. And obviously, you got to give credit to Bud. And then the 10th round came and he drops him twice. And then his dad stops the fight. And I thought that was a strange stoppage. Okay. Strange. That doesn't make me a hater. All right. I mean, if that's what you're going to call me, then whatever. That's fine. But that was a strange stoppage. Now, I'm not in these people's heads to tell you 100% for sure what's going on there. I'm willing to be open minded that, maybe he really was concerned for his son. But I'm also not going to ignore that this whole fight was built on nobody ever stopped Terrence Sean Porter. Nobody's ever stopped him. All his fights were questionable. Terrence Crawford going to ESPN. He's going to a different promotional outfit and a different network, right? He's getting the biggest payday of his career. And they were selling it how, this would be Bud's biggest test. I'm paraphrasing, obviously, right? It's more like, well, Bud's resumes in question. This is the fight that would really tell how great he is and how he compares to other welterweights. And he got the stoppage because his foe's corner, which would be Sean Porter's dad, Kenny Porter, stops the fight. In a situation where I didn't think they should have stopped the fight. And I think most people thought the same thing too. Whether you think he was eventually going to get knocked out, that's not the point. That's not even an argument, really. A lot of things could happen. There's guys that have been down twice and got up and survived the fight, and even in certain scenarios, it amped them up and at times even came back to win a fight. And yes, I get it. The fight was late. There was a lot of stuff to consider in the fight. But I'm telling you, when I watched it and his father jumped in and stopped the fight, at first I wasn't sure what happened. It looked like the ref stopped the fight, but then it was Kenny Porter or some big dude like waving, trying to get the referee's attention that the fight has been stopped. So very suspicious, in my opinion. Again, that does not make me a hater. Those who call people names usually are projecting. They're talking about themselves. But, I would never say with a certainty that this fight was 100% stopped. I didn't like the stoppage, though. The stoppage was very suspect. And, like I said, man, they were building this whole fight. Sean Porter has never been stopped. Sean Porter has never been stopped. And then he gets stopped, but not by the referee. Yes, Crawford dropped him. His dad jumped in the ring. And this happened before. Plenty of corners have jumped in and stopped fights, of, I guess, some legit concerns for their their fighter. But, Sean Porter was very conscious. He was punching the floor. He was punching the floor. Usually when you're hurt and you're out of it, you don't have time to do all that. You're kind of wobbly. Got up. He looked angry. And he looked confused when the fight was stopped. And Crawford gets that victory that he's been looking for, especially at welterweight. And everything works out perfect, right? So that's what you got there. That's what I thought about that fight. It was good. It was entertaining in a lot of spots. It was boring at times. I thought Porter fought relatively well until, he got stopped. His dad stopped him. And so we also got Porter, we got Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos finally happening this Saturday. Hopefully the fight's going to go through. And we can also talk about that as the show goes along. We could talk about, hopefully this fight happens. Nothing transpires that gets this fight postponed. And, we could see where Teofimo is at. Can he get rid of Kambosos, who most people think is what's going to happen? Let's see if he can do it. Kambosos is listed somewhere 5'9", 5'10", somewhere around there. So he's a little taller than and then Teofimo, not that much taller. Where basically Lopez has complained that he didn't want to fight taller fighters after Nakatani. But a guy, about an inch taller than him. A guy who doesn't have great knockout power, but he comes and he fights hard every fight, from what I've seen, and there's all that history that he has with Manny Pacquiao in sparring and sparring. Manny Pacquiao has spoke well of him as a sparring partner, and who knows, maybe Teofimo's too distracted, but I don't expect him. I don't expect him to win. Teofimo will win. Of course. He'll win this fight. That's the way it's supposed to go down. He's supposed to beat these type of fighters. And we'll see what he does after that. Anyway, I see that I got quite a few people in the chat, so I will drop a link. Salute Fight Scout. I got your message, man. If if anything changes later, you could definitely jump on. And there's the link if anybody wants to jump on. Give me, whoever wants to jump on, give me your honest opinion of what you thought about the fight on Saturday night. What do you think about this fight coming Saturday night with Teofimo and Kambosos? Also, whatever else you want to talk about, whatever else you want to talk about with boxing.
Hey, what up, brother? It's been a while since I jumped in.
I know. I haven't seen you in a while. What's going on?
I've been fucking passing out whenever you're live and stuff, but wide awake tonight, man, and it's good to catch your live streams.
Well, you've been sleeping early, right? Because West Coast, you guys are 3 hours behind.
Yeah, I don't. You know what it was too? Like sometimes I'm on. I don't know if you know who Norvin is. My boy OV and those guys.
What's his name?
Sometimes like OV and those dudes. Like I'll be on a live. I'll be on a live stream with them sometimes, and you go live, and I'll be too deep in the conversation. By the time I jump on, it's already late. Like you guys already got a full house and everything. So
definitely, man. I understand. Did you catch the fight Saturday night?
Oh yeah. We watched it. MXPC guys got together, watched it with L Dog and the boys, and yeah, even a lot of them. They didn't like the stoppage, man, and they might even thought it was a little bit fixed, but I don't think it was fixed. I just think the dad, I don't know, it was being too overprotective of his son or something.
Yeah, I just thought
I don't really know, man. I don't know why his dad stopped it, but I thought Crawford was gonna win. I literally bet the 10th round that fucking Crawford would win. So it was a W for me. But at the same time, it wasn't really like a legit W. You know what I mean?
Right.
I called a knockout, but I didn't see it like that.
You see his dad stopping the fight for him. Stopping the fight.
I thought maybe the ref would do like one of them fucking city stoppages. Like a little. They jumped the gun a little bit.
Yep.
Maybe
that's
like
what I thought
even.
At first. That's what I thought at first when the fight was being waved off. Then I saw Kenny on the up on the apron with the black shirt on and everything. I was like, oh shit, did Kenny just fucking call this fight?
Yeah, and his words didn't make much sense. He said, what made you think that? He said, well, he didn't prepare right the way I wanted him to. But then people were like, well, you're his trainer, so what the fuck you talking about?
Exactly.
You're the one that trained him. What do you mean he didn't prepare? Like, you did a bad job as his trainer? And he looked in phenomenal shape. He looked like he was in better shape than Terrence. I thought he was moving more. He was putting more action on it. I think, Crawford, the way that he is, fucking gets amped up by that shit. And he's a wrestler himself, and he's got his big-ass wife that he wrestles with every night. So he's fucking, he's got strength and shit. So, he likes it, he likes it rough, he likes it rough. So
Salute
I
to
mean, I
Rare
thought it was
Breed.
getting good, but
Salute
yeah,
to Official, man. Yeah,
yeah.
it
Look, guys,
was strange, man. Rare Breed, what
Crawford,
do you thought about the fight, bro?
I thought it was a good fight. I mean, I guess the stoppage was kind of iffy, but that's his son. He's gonna if he feels like his son's gonna get hurt, he's gonna stop the fight. So that's my thoughts on it. But
Official. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rare Breed. If you wasn't done, go ahead, bro.
yeah, yeah, man, Crawford is who I thought he was, man. He's the guy in the welterweight division, in my opinion.
We'll find out soon, man. Official, what do you thought about the fight?
Yeah, hello, Recognize. Thank you for having me on, and big up to Rare Breed and Durden. Yeah, I
salute,
mean,
salute,
go on.
Go ahead, Official.
salute, salute.
They were saying salute back.
Oh, okay, thanks. Yeah, so the fight, man, Crawford's performance was disappointing. I thought I was expecting him to perform better. Now I know that Porter could give him problems, but oh, in fact, out of these two fights that he had against Spence and Crawford, it kind of went the similar way. Even his fight against Spence, I had it 6-0 in the first 6 rounds. I had it the same way against Crawford, and yeah, so he started to get hit too much, but the stoppage was very weird, man. Looked really early, but at the same time, yeah, he was getting hit. But I cannot blame anyone who doubts the result. The only thing is, uh, I don't think that Porter was on the fix. He was clearly complaining about what happened.
Okay. We got, I believe this precise. What's going on, precise?
Hello.
All right. I saw daddy issues. I wasn't sure.
Yo,
What's going on?
Chilling,
What's up?
man. Thanks for stopping by. What's going
Hey,
on?
what's up, bro?
Uh, what's up? What's up? Yeah, this is early for you, I guess.
Well, this is my usual time, 12:30, man.
Oh, is
So
it? All right.
yeah. Well, you thought
Yeah,
about the
man.
fight. I saw some of your videos, but
I mean, Porter was exposing Crawford, but at the same time, if I am to say that the fight was suspect, then I kind of have to ask myself, well, was Crawford really trying? You know what I mean? But let's just assume, let's take it at face value, right? Or fuck it. Let's just assume it was a real fight, right? I mean, Porter was beating him up. The guy couldn't adjust. The punches weren't doing anything to Porter. Like the power wasn't there. He didn't know what to do with the guy on the inside. He didn't know what to do with him on the outside. Like Porter was just dictating, switching it up, making him look like an average fighter. And then he got knocked out.
just like that, yeah.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
mean,
Does Porter have a history of that, like getting finished late
No,
not
in
really,
fights?
man. I
he's
mean, he
never
gets a
got
little
finished.
tired late sometimes. That happens, but
This is his
not.
he
first time getting
finishes
knocked.
strong.
Yeah, he for the most part
Always.
he finishes strong a fight.
He does get caught late, like Spence put him down and Bronner put him down. I think that was late in the fights, but
yeah.
you know, he always gets up and finishes the fight. Like, I don't
I
know.
just
He
I
probably would
disagree.
have too if his dad didn't call it.
I disagree with one thing Precise said. Um, I thought Crawford's punches were having an effect on Porter because if you watch the Porter Spence fight, he was relentless going after Spence. Nothing was stopping him from coming forward. With Crawford, he was definitely more careful. Let's just say that. Like, I think Crawford's punches were hurting him, especially that body that I think was in the what was it the eighth round.
Well, okay, that's what I
Right.
found strange about the fight.
Yeah,
I'm like, wait a second, why are you not bulldozing in spots where Crawford is basically just
he can
standing there?
crack.
Yeah,
He cracked.
but I'm saying to myself, yeah. No, I agree. I'm like, damn, maybe
Yeah.
does he not feel strong enough to do his usual fight, gets in your chest. Saw a lot of waiting. I mean, I've seen him do it in other fights too. I'm not gonna say he's never done it, right?
Yeah.
There's times where he's careful about how he comes in, and sometimes he even tries to do it in some type of angles or feints. But I
Yeah.
thought that he was doing it a little too much, than his usual fights.
Look at
But
how he
yeah, that's just
fought.
my
Look at how he fought Ugas. Like Ugas got no punching power. And look at how he fought Ugas. He was on the outside pecking.
yep.
He,
Yeah.
I mean, the guy fucking retired, man. So he's probably been thinking about, just taking it easy or whatever, not preserving himself. I don't know. I mean, I didn't see Crawford's punches rocking him once. I didn't see like later on in the fight when Crawford started going to the body. Yeah, it stopped Porter in his tracks a little bit, but up
Hmm.
until that point, it was just Porter dictating the pace. Crawford wasn't. That's what I saw. Crawford wasn't doing anything to him. I mean, Porter would just fight on the inside, and then he go right back out. He was just switching it up on him, and to me, it had nothing to do with what Crawford was doing because Porter was the one dictating. But neither guy really. I don't know if you guys noticed, but they were like wearing these fucking pillows, and they landed a good amount of shots on each other, but no one was really marked up. That was another
Besides
weird thing I
the
thought.
cuts from the headbutts, yeah,
Headbutt, yeah,
face
that's it.
were
Just headbutts.
their face was pretty clean. What's up, Slugger Sam? What's going on, man?
Yo, what's good, Rick? What's good, panel? Shout out to everybody.
Once again, your microphone is
I
like horrible, bro. I hate to tell you that.
oh, is it? Am
I
I
can
low or am
understand
I
him.
high?
I can understand him, but it's just a little shaky.
Yeah, it's a little shaky.
Am I like low or am I too high or
I
some
mean,
shit?
No, it's just like a
Rattling.
little. It's a little
sound like a
popping
bad
sound.
dream. Like when you
Little
get
popping sound in the background.
Hold on. Let me try something. How about now? Is that better?
no.
I still hear
Is
the
that better,
popping, but
folks?
sound different. But
Huh?
You know what you do?
Is that
Jump
better?
off. Jump. Do it again.
I,
Say.
we can understand him
Oh,
though.
I
It's
can
not
hear
that
you
bad.
now. I can hear you now. Recognize. I
All
can
right.
hear you now.
Listen.
Recognize. Yeah, I was just gonna
Yeah.
say something real quick. Anyways, I'm not gonna stay on longer. I just need a minute. So, I just want to give my recap on the fight. First of all, I really think it was a good fight. I really liked it. It almost reminded me a lot. Um, both of them like just really being careful most of the fight and actually respecting each other's power. I mean, I kind of like that. It almost seemed in a way like they were being as cautious as Broner is being cautious. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. But I thought it was a little strange, and I'm not trying to get into conspiracies, but I thought it was a little strange that Bomac or whoever tells Terrence, you're down, and then he gets all a little upset. He's like, I'm up, and then right away he goes, and it's like a light uppercut that drops Sean Porter. So I'm not trying to get into all
Oh, it's
conspiracies,
okay. It's
man.
okay on this channel.
Obviously, I don't agree. Huh?
It's okay to bring up something that you find weird. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, because what I'm saying is like I get what Kenny Porter was doing. Again, I'm just trying to be logical here. I'm just trying to break down his thought process. Now, I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I'm saying he's probably saying my son's gonna get knocked out in the 11th or the 12th round. Why let him take more punishment when I could just stop the fight now? But again, when a guy gets knocked down to the ground and he starts punching the ring, that clearly means he's not hurt. That clearly means he's pissed off. And he's like, I want more. You know what I mean? And I want to prove myself. So I just really didn't understand why Kenny did that.
That
So it
wasn't
was
even a
suspect.
knockdown. That wasn't a
Like
knockdown. That was not a knockdown. A knockdown is when
no,
someone hits you and you go
no,
go down from the punch. Real quick. Crawford hit him, and then Porter responded, and then Crawford missed like four punches and pushed him down to the canvas, and that wasn't even a knockdown. So, like, of course he
no,
wasn't
but
hurt.
technically, no, but you know how there's technicalities to knockdown. Like if you remember, if you go back to the Zab Judah and Floyd Mayweather, technically Zab Judah knocked down Floyd.
because he hit him.
a little bit of his
Because he
Yeah,
hit
but
right
him.
glove
he hit
touched
him.
the
Yeah,
canvas.
yeah.
You
He hit
gotta
him.
hit
Listen,
somebody to knock him
Yeah,
down.
yeah, yeah.
it's a judgment
If I hit
call
you
on
No,
the.
that's what I'm saying.
if I hit you in the first round and you go down in the third from nothing, that don't mean that's not a knockdown. Yeah, I gotta hit you and then you gotta go down from the punch. He didn't go down
Porter
from a
did
punch.
look. I mean, I agree with you, precise, but Porter did get kind of fucked up a little bit from that right hand. But he didn't go down right away. But he
But
was
He
yeah,
was
but
throwing he was
the,
throwing the combination after he got hit. So how do you get fucked up?
because he fell on the ground and he was
no,
punching
but
the
he did.
ground.
The thing is though, he did get knocked down though. He did. Like he did hit the ground, right? It was the first knockdown
He got
and the
pushed
second
down.
knockdown.
He got pushed down.
No, but he still got on the ground though. He
Well, yeah,
still got knocked down to the ground.
but
Still a
technically you
knockdown.
gotta hit someone and they gotta go down. He didn't get hit when you went down. He got hit like
I still think even if he
he
pushed him down, he would have got up and would have been still hurt from the punch.
I do think that he got hit with the right hook from Crawford, and then it was kind of delayed reaction. Yeah, afterwards, Crawford threw 3, 4 more hooks, lefts and rights, but they missed. Effect,
But
indeed.
they didn't look that hard, right? It didn't
he
look
didn't
like
look
holy
hurt.
shit. Yeah, like
I thought Porter could continue myself. Yeah,
yeah. Porter,
He's
look, maybe
pounding
I mean,
the canvas, bro.
he looked shocked, but not that he couldn't continue.
Bro, he hit the canvas harder than he fucking hit Crawford in the fucking fight, man. He was pounding the canvas like much harder than he ever hit Crawford. So I mean, he was not hurt. He was not hurt.
Yeah. I
you know
mean,
who
that's
did
a
the
good
same
point.
thing? Berlanga.
De
Remember
La Hoya.
Berlanga's last fight? De La Hoya. Yep, that's the most obvious one. But
Yep.
Berlanga, okay, his last fight against the Argentinian kid, the one that almost fucking beat the shit out of Billy Joe Saunders. I just forget his name. So that kid
Coceres.
dropped. Well, what was it? What was his name?
Coceres.
Coceres, yeah. So he drops Berlanga. Berlanga is banging the fucking the canvas because he's embarrassed, all right, but he wasn't hurt, right? You never saw his corner even come close to say, hey, we're gonna stop the fight. He gets back up, he's angry, he's pissed off. So that's what I'm saying. Like, there are examples of guys that got dropped, they look angry and they finish fights. They mostly finish fights. So again, not saying that was going to be the same situation, and also that was late with the Concedes and Berlanga. That was late in I believe an 8-round fight or whatever. And so, and take Berlanga's history of like every fight ends in a fucking first round knockout, at least the first 16. You didn't see his corner saying maybe it's time for us to stop the fight. So what I'm trying to get at, that I can't blame people when they say, you've been building this fight. Crawford never been knocked out. Every fight was tough. This and this and that. That's all they kept telling us. And how Terrence Crawford has never fought a guy like Sean Porter. Is he as good as the other welterweights, or maybe even a bit better?
Nope.
And
Not
then
even
bam,
close.
what happens? He gets the stoppage. It's like,
But you know what that was? Him pounding the canvas? That was theatrics, man. That's what that was. It was just theater. It was like, what's the point of that? Why are you doing that? You're selling. Because in my opinion,
I don't think it was that. No,
in
I
my
don't think it
opinion,
was that. I don't think it was that. I
yeah, but I don't care what you think,
I
Slugger
don't think
Sam.
it was
I'm
that.
talking right now.
genuinely.
But Slugger Sam,
Slugger,
hey,
you-
dude,
No, because
I don't really care what you think. I just want to say my piece. So if you could let me finish, that would be great. Thank you. In my opinion, like, he knew his dad. Whether it's because his dad told him, if I see you getting hit, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. If I see you getting hit with clean shots, I'm gonna stop the fight. Maybe he communicated that to him, and Porter knew that his dad was likely to stop the fight. That's why he pounded the canvas. But I mean, that was just so dramatic and theatrical. I just have a hard time buying that as any, because it really reminded me of De La Hoya B-Hop, and a lot of people thought that shit was fake as fuck.
I got a theory, man. I think Al Heyman be pimping his bitches.
No, but that's just being pissed, though. That's just.
Wait, yeah, okay, Slugger Sam.
I think
Al
I think
Heyman be
that's
pimping
being
his
pissed
bitches, bro. He's pimping his hoes right now to get that money. He's sacrificing his bitches.
Slugger Sam, listen to me. You have to drop out and then try to come back on. Your microphone is terrible, bro. It's really hard, bro. And I'm not just saying that because I fuck with you sometimes, but I'm serious. I mean,
Sounds like it's in a bag of chips or
Is it
something.
really that bad? All right.
yeah, drop off and come back on.
All right.
If you have a hard time, I'll drop you a link. What's up, Gerson?
My mic good? What's up, guys?
Your mic is fine, brother.
All right,
What's
great
going
to
on?
know. Been chilling, bro. Honestly, I think Porter was in there to win, but I think Kenny was just throwing the fight.
It could be. Well, I mean, just look at
Look at the way he
Porter's
spoke after the
face.
fight.
Yeah, look at Porter. Porter said something. This is what I look at. Porter's face when the fight was stopped, right? Even before he realized that his father had threw the fight, you could just see him like telling the referee, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then the post-fight interview in the ring, he says, "Quitting or stopping the fight was never a discussion. You know, me and my father never had that discussion." Then his father's like, "Oh, I didn't like what I saw in training. He didn't prepare the way I want him to." Bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. Like,
That
that's
doesn't
your
mean
fucking
anything.
son.
That doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean. It's like, what do you mean he wasn't prepared the way you want him to?
So
And
you're telling me
yeah.
a ill-prepared Sean Porter that was much smaller than Terence Crawford went in there and arguably took 7 out of the first 8 rounds of Mr. Pound for Pound #1? How'd that happen? Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Bro, he was
Something's got to
horrible
give, I
Crawford.
think.
I don't want that talk of Sean Porter being feather fisted because every time he fought someone from the top welterweights, he would always hurt them.
Yeah, he had his moments in that fight too, where he caught Porter, especially on the ropes. I forget what round, and Sean Porter looked like
would you guys
Crawford.
In
feel
the early
different?
going.
Would you guys feel any different if Porter? Do you think it's suspect that Porter was immediately like praising fucking Crawford's skills after the fight? He was trying to use big words.
He's
And,
always been
Kenny,
nice.
yeah. Kenny ran over to the, like, right off the bat, instead of consoling his son, he ran over to Crawford to fucking hug his ass. Like, what the fuck, dude? You just fucked over your son, and now you kissing up to Crawford? What the fuck for?
That's another
Like,
reason why I think it was more of Kenny than Sean. Because I really do think Sean was going in there to win, but what I saw from Kenny afterwards, I did not like at all.
so do you think he fires his dad or what?
No,
He's retired.
he's
Why is he
retired.
going to come back?
Porter's
No,
retired?
but he wouldn't do that. I see him, and they have the same relationship that Trinidad and his dad had. You know what I'm saying? Whatever his father says goes.
Porter does not want to be what do you call those guys? Gatekeeper. He's not. He's not trying to be fed to. He's not trying to be fed to the wolves of Virgil Ortiz and Jerron Ennis.
Well, Rebri, you know something? He was being used, believe it or not, by PBC as sort of a gatekeeper, depending who he fought. When it came to Thurman,
The PBC pimps their fucking fighters, dude. Like, when
they fucked him, man. They fucked him over multiple times, man.
But to champions, though, at least he's getting paid fighting Earl Spence and Crawford. He's not gonna get paid fighting Virgil Ortiz and Jerron Ennis. You're getting an ass whooping with no pay. So fuck that. Retire.
Bro, Virgil's going to take over that division, even if he has to do it the hard way.
He probably will. He probably will.
No, he won't. Jerron Ennis.
Those guys probably grow out of that weight class too.
I don't even know who that other guy is, man.
You don't know who Jerron Ennis is?
No, but I know who Virgil Ortiz is.
Okay, that's okay. You gonna know soon.
Oh, I'm gonna know. I'm gonna know.
Ennis
I'm gonna
got
know
hit
soon,
with
huh?
4 overhand rights in a row.
Yeah, all right, bro.
What do you think Virgil Ortiz is going to do with that quick 1-2? Tell me.
Virgil Ortiz is a basic fighter. He comes forward, he punches hard, and he's got fast hands. We've seen that before. Jerron Ennis has more variety in his game.
No, he does
Boots
not.
Ennis?
He just throws.
Boots doesn't fight anybody, bro.
He just throws hooks and uppercuts and has.
Didn't you just say you don't know who he is?
No, now I know who he is. The guy they call Boots.
But nothing.
The black guy they call Boots.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know who that guy is. He hardly fights anybody. I'm not impressed with that guy.
Durden. Wait, who was the one who was talking about Ennis right now?
Rare Breed and Durden.
All right, Rare Breed. Were you the one hyping up Ennis?
Yes. He's the future
All
of
right,
147.
listen, having a Philly show and spamming uppercuts and hooks does not make you a top prospect. All right? And his resume is garbage, and he got hit with 4 overhand rights in a row by Lipinets. What do you think Virgil's going to do?
But to be fair,
everybody gets hit.
in a way, to be fair, they're both right now kind of hype jobs, and that's not a it's not a bad thing.
I
It's just
know,
that
but I just think
they still got time. Now, I do think there's more confidence in Virgil Ortiz. You know, that's what I see. They're putting him in their Cavaluskas.
I see Boots as a like Floyd Mayweather type of guy. He ain't gonna challenge himself.
You know what I think? I view it as it's kind of like Crawford. Crawford, you could tell he's the visually the eye test. He's the better fighter out of everybody, but he has a hard time getting fights. Remember Triple G when he was coming up? He
yeah.
was just knocking. He was destroying everybody. Nobody wanted to fight him, but you couldn't tell me just by watching him that he wasn't the real deal. That's the same thing I feel about Jerron Ennis.
You might
I
be
don't
right.
know.
We'll find out.
Yeah,
You might be right. I mean, listen, I think
But-
right now he still needs to step up in competition, and I think,
Yeah,
like any young fighter, he makes a lot of mistakes. There's a lot of mistakes that these older fighters or
yeah.
guys that are just a
that are
bit more
seasoned.
polished, that can
I
take
think
advantage.
no. I'm not saying he's a perfect fighter. He definitely has weaknesses, but I think Virgil has more weaknesses, and I think if you look at their like if you compare them, they both have great hand speed. They both have great power. I just think Virgil or Jerron Ennis with his athleticism has a higher ceiling. That's just what I see. In my
I don't
opinion.
know. I just don't think it's Ennis will do well with the PBC because the PBC, you know how their oppositions, the matchups
Yeah.
they make are, and I don't think that would benefit Ennis in my opinion.
Oh no, he's not with the PBC. He's almost like a free agent right now. So,
That's what they all say. Wilder said that. Mikey said that. Well, Mikey, he's been fighting at the Zone recently, but
yeah.
you know, a lot of these guys say they're free agents, but they never really step outside.
Dude,
I will,
boxing is a business, bro. Trust me when I tell you, these
Mhm.
guys are gonna fall in the places where they feel fit. It might change later on for whatever reason. Sometimes plans change, but it's just a business. That's all it is. These guys will be groomed higher, lower than whatever whoever's planning their shit for them. That's how that's what it's gonna come down to.
I'll say this. I think Virgil is going to have an easier time finding fights than Boots. I think some of these guys are probably going to. This is just my opinion. You might think I'm wrong.
You might be right. Yeah, you might be right, bro. No.
I think they might view Virgil as the easier fight. You might disagree, but
But
they might.
sometimes, Rare Breed, you got to look at it as yes, the easier opponent sometimes gets the more, or the guy that they consider to be easier.
Yeah.
But also, it comes down to the money.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I can fight Triple G or Canelo at an even weight, and I'm talking about Triple G in his fucking prime. That's what I'm talking about. I'm picking Canelo.
Yeah.
There's no doubt. First of all, I'm gonna get paid more, right? And it's just, there's a good chance that I have a better shot of beating Canelo than a prime Triple G.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a great example. Canelo had the better resume, but way
Right.
better resume than Triple G when they met up, but not necessarily a much better fighter.
And resume is just based on promotion. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like, I hyped this guy up. Meanwhile he's just as good as the guy's opponents that nobody wants to fight. You know what I'm saying? They're just as good.
Yeah.
Or probably even.
I personally don't see Crawford as the best fighter at 147 at all, especially after this fight.
Who do you think it is then?
Well, I don't know who it is. I'd like to see the fights, you know what I mean? But I could see Ugas beating Crawford. I could see Spence. I'm not saying he does, but I think they're interesting fights. I could see Thurman beating Crawford. I could see a way Spence beats him. I could see a way all these guys beat him. After what I saw the other night, I'm very confident 5 years ago Pacquiao would have knocked out Crawford. Like the guy's not that good. Like, I mean, Porter doesn't outbox anybody.
It's not as good as people say he is. Yeah.
Yeah, like he gets outboxed by everybody, and then he knocks them out. You know what I mean? Or he goes toe to toe with everybody.
He's lucky
He's a
to
slugger.
finish on top. He's lucky that he's finished on top.
I think
not a great
Crawford. In my opinion, I think Crawford will give Pacquiao hell because Pacquiao struggles with counterpunchers like Marquez. Crawford is a master counterpuncher.
I don't see that at all. Crawford, he's not a master anything.
But look at Manny Pacquiao
He's
though.
average.
It is
Mm-hmm.
like you said 5 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Forget about his prime, dude. He overwhelms Crawford with all that fucking pressure. He just
Maybe.
overwhelms him. He gets caught with some shots, and if
Yeah.
of course if he's totally reckless, which Pacquiao was not, he
Yeah.
could. There was that one instance with Marquez. That's about it. But besides that, you saw what he did to Marquez, and
Yeah.
Marquez
But
was
if
a
you
better
but if you think
technical fighter.
but bro, if you think Crawford stopped Porter, then Pacquiao killed Marquez in the first fight. That should have never been like that should have never gotten out of the first round. Our
Yeah.
standards have dropped so much. Now a guy gets hit, and it's like, oh my God, fighter safety. Like, get the fuck out of here with this shit, man. Let them
Crawford
kill
could,
each other.
If
Crawford could make it a brawl type of thing. Not a brawl, but like you saw how Jeff Horn made it a little bit dirty for Pacquiao. I think Crawford could do some things because he's physically strong.
Mm.
See, that's
Hello,
another thing I
fellas.
disagree with. Like, because even watch the Porter fight. Like, there's one instance where he manhandles Porter, and the commentators just concentrate on it. But if you watch the fight, Porter was manhandling him. 90% of the time, Porter was pushing him around. But one time Crawford manhandles Porter, he got the underhooks on him, right? So he got wrestling technique. He got the move on him, right? And yeah, he did manhandle him in that one instance and maybe a few others. But other than that, Porter was whipping his ass on the inside, pushing him around. When it came to boxing,
You know who kept bringing that up? He's
who?
the only one that's been keeping it real. For some reason, I'm like fucking agreeing with a lot of the shit he has to say.
Who's
Andre
this?
Ward. Now, that could be part of the, good cop, bad cop, right? Type of thing.
Yeah.
But he's like, I have to disagree with you, Tim. You know how he talks. I'm not going to try to imitate his voice. But he's like, I have to agree. I have to disagree with you. He's winning the exchanges on the inside. Crawford's making a mistake. Some shit like that. I'm paraphrasing. So he kept bringing that up. He's the only one that, and I think, don't quote me on this, but I think after 6 rounds I stopped scoring it, right? Like after a while, I just stopped scoring the fight. I think he had Porter up 4-2. This is
And
Andre Ward.
that's a ESPN company, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he had him up 4-2.
So
But
Hello,
all this, like he was blowing them out. And look, I'm not saying I'm disagreeing with you, but I'm not saying you're crazy. All this shit that he was way down on the scorecard. He was getting dominated, and his father just did the right thing. It's like what you're doing is you're trying to validate what you thought happened or what you wanted to happen, and which was that he got knocked out.
the fight was very competitive, very
It
competitive.
was. I had it
But
like
Porter
5-4.
was just. But what? No, but
Porter.
by competitive, I mean like the rounds were close. But Porter, for me, I could have given him the first 8 rounds. One round in there was close. You could
Same
have
as
given
me.
it to
I agree.
Crawford.
I agree.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I agree. Definitely. Porter.
He-
I picked Porter to win, but he obviously didn't. But I thought he would win. He's got more experience than Crawford, but he made a good account of himself until he got stopped.
Yeah.
Did y'all notice how bad Porter's
Kangaroo
stamina
Jack.
was in this fight?
Say again.
Did y'all notice how bad Porter's stamina was that fight?
It was more like every fight that he's been in. It's like I know what you mean, but I never rated him top 5. So I just when he goes into a fight, I rate him what I've been seeing from his fight. So to me, it wasn't a letdown. Now, if you're hyping him as this number 1 or number 2 pound for pound fighter, basically you're saying he's top 5, top 3. Then yeah, you should be disappointed. Of course.
Yeah,
He's
but he's
getting
always
fucking
had
beat
like
up in
a
the fight.
freakish.
Yeah.
But he's always had like. Sorry.
What I'm saying, Jerson, is that if you rate him that high, I'm just saying that in terms of pound for performance, this wasn't it. That wasn't it. He stopped him, yeah, but it was his dad stopped the fight.
Yeah.
So
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that's putting too much expectation on him. I mean, yeah, he is considered a pound for pound fighter. Was he supposed to go in there and destroy Sean Porter? No,
Yeah,
do that.
he's not supposed to lose rounds to Sean Porter.
Sean
One or
Porter is
two,
not a
maybe.
bum. You talking like
Wait,
he's a bum or
somebody's mic.
No,
Somebody,
that's not true. Yeah, someone's all fucked up. No.
uh,
Pound for pound means that you are elite of the elite. You're the like they're literally saying he's the best fighter in the sport, man.
Pound for
He
pound is
should
really?
bullshit.
I think. I
right.
it
mean,
is.
you can
No
make an
one
argument. You can
no
make
one
an
in his
argument.
natural division hold on, just let me finish, please. No one in his natural weight division, especially not a smaller guy, because you're talking about pound for pound right now, should be competing with him. Crawford should be, if you're saying he's pound for pound number one, you're telling me Crawford goes up to 154 and unifies the division. Maybe doesn't beat everybody, but unifies the that's what pound for pound means.
By the way, he could do that. I think he beat Jamal
I
Charlo
believe,
right
I
now.
believe, I believe pound for pound it is designed to discredit heavyweights, in my opinion. But that's just
Maybe.
me.
It was
Well,
Because I
originally
think
meant
it's all
for
bullshit.
heavyweights.
it's
I think
because
it's all
heavyweights get all the
bullshit.
attention. Heavyweights get all the attention. That's why. So if
But
you,
that's
Not
why
in
Pound
the
for
not
pound,
not in the
is
last 20
ignorant.
years. Not in the
well,
last 20 years.
because the heavyweight division sucks.
it's not I see what you're saying, but there's an explanation for this. Pound for pound was created to give the little guys some shine because the heavyweight champion, it's like this, the heavyweight champion of the world is the baddest man on the planet, point blank, period. And then you got pound for pound, which is cruiserweight on down. So heavyweights were never even supposed to be on the pound for pound list. So if you see a pound for pound list, they got a like Usyk, you could because he started a cruiserweight. Okay, fair enough. But if you have a pound for pound list that has any like natural heavyweight on there, that's not a pound for pound list. It just breaks the rules of what pound
If
for
we
pound
yeah,
means.
I know they put pound for pound. I know they've been putting heavyweights in a lot of pound for pound lists. So I don't.
But that's a
I mean,
new
you can
thing.
have yeah, it's a new thing. So if we go by that, I understand that with the Canelo and all that. But if you go by pound for pound, Tyson Fury is the pound for pound best. So
Yeah,
I
either
would
that
he's the
disagree
or
king.
because
Usyk
he's bigger than everybody.
or
But this is
Usyk,
this the
right?
point.
Because
That's what I'm saying. It's what if. It's like imaginary bullshit. Pound for pound. Like this guy's pound for pound better than that guy. Like it's
look,
what
I
if.
don't.
It's make believe. Fantasy shit.
Kangaroo Jack. I don't mind people using pound for pound, but I don't like when they use it, loosely. It's like to prop up their fighter. It's like, okay, that guy's not what you call pound for pound. He's fighting guys his size. And what I mean by that, when you compare that guy to, let's say, Lomachenko. So you see, what does your eyes tell you when you look at Lomachenko and his last few opponents, right?
Mm.
You're seeing much bigger men than him, and he's beating them, right? Or he's competing with them in Lopez, right? And then you see a dude who's more or less the same size or even bigger, Crawford, Sean Porter. Crawford was bigger. And you're looking at them and you're saying, wait a second, how can I say that guy is better than the small guy who's fighting guys much bigger
Yeah,
than
I
him and he's
understand. And it's
beating them?
kind of like
He's
it's pretty
yeah.
much because the heavyweights can't, like guys like Anthony Joshua.
Somebody's mic is bad.
They're heavyweights. They can't move around like the smaller guys. So I guess I kind of understand. I kind of understand that.
Yeah.
Hell, dog.
Is
Yo,
my
going
what's
mic
on,
playing
good?
up,
What's
lads?
good? Shout out to the panel, but let me quickly just jump in on this because this guy said Tyson Fury would be pound for pound number one. I actually disagree because, in my opinion, first of all, like let's just take what is most like what most people think about pound for pound is if they were the same size or like a similar size, right? Then this guy would win. Like, dude, you can't tell me that Tyson Fury, who got knocked down by Deontay Wilder twice, who was, let's be honest, a very limited fighter, you can't tell me that guy would be able to beat uh, Canelo, Crawford, or Lomachenko if they were his size. They would fucking annihilate him.
Good point.
Yeah, but how can you to even make that statement is hilarious. I mean, it's
It
not
Hey,
going
is.
to
aren't
happen.
you the guy who told me Lucas Brown would beat Joseph Parker?
Lucas
When did I
Brown.
say that?
Who's that?
On D. Jefferson's stream, I remember you. You're the guy
I
telling
said
me that,
more
that
like more.
Billy Joe Saunders was going to beat Canelo as well.
Oh, I don't
Yeah, I
know.
said
Yeah,
that.
man,
I
L
said
Dog's got receipts. L Dog's got the receipts.
I hope
I
not.
said
God
Billy Joe
damn.
Saunders. I know for it. Definitely, I thought Billy Joe Saunders would get the win, but he didn't. I
Bro, to me, it's
also
sounding like
said
you're
Shawn
just
Porter
a
would
bit of
win.
a Tyson Fury fan, and there's nothing wrong with that. But, dude, you cannot tell me that if Tyson Fury was the same size, bro, if we shrunk Tyson Fury down to Lomachenko's size, or if we gave Lomachenko a 6'6", 235-pound frame, he would destroy Tyson Fury.
Yes, fantasy. I love it. Yeah, well,
Well,
you know,
Well,
we're
that's
never
what a
going to
pound for
find out.
pound list
So,
is. It's
Well,
Yeah,
see
fantasy.
but he's saying is that
that's
it's
why
ridiculous.
I get his
Good.
that's why I get his point. Like what's up as well, lads?
What's up, Jeff?
It is just fantasy. That's why pound for pound is just an opinion. Like that's why I don't know why people take it so serious. It's just someone's opinion. Really, what it means is who do they think is the best fighter in all of the sport across the weight classes. But like Kangaroo says, there's no way anyone could ever prove that. It is just fantasy. So it's really just an opinion on who you think is the best
Fighter,
fighter.
yeah.
You know, and in my opinion,
definitely.
right now, based on skills and what I've seen proven against like someone bigger than him, I've got to give it to Usyk. That's just in my opinion because I think
Exactly.
he's,
I
That's
say
who
you
I
know,
have pound for pound number one as well. I got
I
Usyk number one.
I'd say Loma. I mean Crawford, Usyk, and Loma. Those are the most skilled guys to me.
and that's fair enough.
Uh,
That's your opinion. Like I said, it's all just really everyone's opinion who they
It's really
think's the best in
opinion
the
for me
sport.
for me to
yeah.
say, I would have to like personally know you or maybe talk to you enough times to be like, you're just biased, you're always biased. And then I would have to prove that you're a biased person, right? But I just when people argue this, and Precise said this earlier, he said the pound for pound thing was started to give the south of the heavyweight division shine because back then heavyweight division, if you were the
Exactly.
champion, you were the man. That's it. Nobody really focused on anything else. So today is being even used loosely now. Now the word pound for pound is used as marketing. So of course, when you do that, you can use that word. You can use the term pound for pound very loosely. You can use it to work for you when it's beneficial to you. All right. So you can sell, well, watch Terrence Crawford. This is arguably pound for pound the best fighter, if not number two. And it's like, what metric says that? Like, where's your metric? Show me it. And they
Yeah,
don't have
well,
one.
if we go by the pound for pound, really, like if the best boxer and we'll do make believe, if you put Canelo on top of Crawford's head and they go against Fury, like that, fantasy bullshit. Canelo probably is pound for pound. If I
I
go by
think
that,
if Canelo and
Yo, can you
Usyk
guys
were
hear
the
me?
same size, I think Usyk could beat him. I
What's up,
think he'd beat
FA?
him clearly.
Going on, bro?
Yo, what's going on? Can you guys hear me clear, bro?
Yeah, here you go. All good, bro.
All right, all right.
Been clear as.
What's up? Or
What up,
Hefe?
what
What's going on, Hefe?
up? What are you guys talking about, bro? Pound for pound?
You wasn't listening, man.
No, it's because I was trying to fix my mic, bro. Like, it's been fucking around too much.
I told you, man. No more those going to the 99-cent store and getting that fucking mic.
Nah, bro, it's a
Hey,
Logitech, bro.
But let me
Bro.
quickly just read out Andre Ward's pound for pound list because this dude is a clown. He got Crawford number one,
Oh, I
Fury
can't wait to
number
hear.
Crawford number one, Fury second, Canelo third, Usyk fourth, Spence fifth, Inoue sixth, Lopez seventh, Estrada eight, Josh Taylor 9, and Tank Davis at 10.
Oh, that's bad. The tank one's the worst. And that's not as bad as I thought it would be. To be fair, it's
I
not.
think
It's not a good
Fury.
list.
I think Canelo at third is pretty fucking bad.
Yeah,
I
it's not
mean,
a good list, but I thought it was going to be worse. To be honest, I thought he was going to have Shakur like number 3 or something.
Me too. By the way,
Tell,
what's up,
tell you the truth,
Hope
bro.
you've been
Most
well.
of these, like,
oh, what's up,
company
guys?
man or, like, ESPN or even Ring
And L Dog.
Magazine, bro, you can't really take their pound for pound serious, bro. Like, because they're involved with the business. They're part of the business. So, of course, they're going to be biased to their fighters, bro. So, in my opinion, there's only one website I use for rankings, pound for pound, and it actually has the best rankings, which is the Transnational Boxing Ranking System, bro. I think that's the least biased pound for pound list there is out there.
But you know what? I'll take Andre Ward's pound for pound list and I'll compare it to other people. And just opinion. This is an opinion that a lot of people are going to share, and some people are not. And I'll say his rankings are just as good, or maybe even better than Canelo. And I'll say Canelo is number 2. And I'll say Andre Ward is number 3. And I'll say Andre Ward is number 4. And I'll say Canelo is number 5. And I'll say Andre Ward is number 6. And I'll say Canelo is number 7. And I'll say Andre Ward is number 8. And I'll say Andre Ward is number 9. And I'll say Canelo is number 10. And I'll say Andre Ward is number 11. And I'll say Canelo is number 12. And I'll say Andre Ward is number 13. And I'll say Canelo is number 14. And I'll say Andre Ward is number 15. And I'll say Canelo is number 16. And I'll say Canelo is number 17. And I'll say Canelo is number 18. And I'll say Canelo is number 19. And I'll say Canelo is number 20. And I'll say Canelo is number 21. And I'll say Canelo is number 22. And I'll say Canelo is number 23. And I'll say Canelo is number 24. And I'll say Canelo is or of a joke than others that pretend to be like, I'm legit. Here it is. I'm
Like
so
who?
legit. Well, I mean, look, take ESPN for example.
But
They
that's what I'm saying. It's a
no,
company.
no. So Andre Ward works for ESPN, right?
It's a
And
company, man.
within ESPN, he'll have a list, and somebody on that fucking staff, like Teddy Atlas, will have a totally ridiculous list. He one time had, and I don't care what anybody says, you can't you can't have Sean Porter, excuse me, what's his name? Earl Spence.
Tank. Oh,
And I'm talking about in 2018, 2017.
Oh yeah, I
Over
remember that.
fucking Triple G. That's insane. Are you fucking
Who had that? Who had
Teddy
that?
Atlas?
Dude,
Teddy
Teddy
Atlas.
Ah,
Atlas
that's
is
mental.
weird,
Right?
right?
That's
Okay.
Teddy
crazy.
Atlas, when like, dude, at one point his top 3 pound for pound was like Loma, Crawford, and Spence, but that it was when they hadn't even achieved like much of what they've achieved. It was just like him projecting, and it's like
Exactly.
these guys, they kind of have to go through their trials and tribulations to get there. But
And
look, I want to ask.
ESPN had Wilder on their pound for pound list at one
Yeah, I
point, man.
remember that.
It's
I mean,
it's American bias too, bro. That plays a big part of it.
yeah,
So.
this
I
is
mean,
this is
Floyd
how you
had
know it's
political
American
bias.
bias.
one.
Let me see this. The ESPN experts poll. First place, Canelo had 10 votes, Crawford 3 votes, Inoue 1. Usyk didn't have a single vote for first place, but a guy like
Yeah,
Inoue
that's.
or Crawford did.
But I got to be honest, I did have Wilder pound for pound number 1. I had Luis Ortiz number 2 back in 2018.
The boogeyman.
Listen,
He's
I'll
like
tell you
50.
this much. Just know, I know it's probably for promotional reasons, but Floyd was able to say that Tank Davis was number one. Like I know that's his fighter, but you can't. That's just
No. He said Crawford was number 1. He said, but Tank
no.
was the
But
face
at
to
a certain
box
point,
it.
he said Tank Davis.
I don't
And
know.
he had Tank Davis in number 10. Is that what it was?
No, Floyd
Well,
had him at number one at one point. Obviously,
um,
that's his fighter, but still,
yeah.
even if he's your fighter, that's
I think he did. I think he did an interview the other day where he said Tank was the face of boxing, and he had Crawford as his number 1 pound for pound fighter.
mm.
So,
But bro, like that's what he's supposed to do, bro. He's a promoter of his fighter, bro. Like
yeah.
yeah,
that's
But
why I
you
don't even
can't.
take their pound for pound serious, bro. Like give me a true list, bro. Like somebody that's
no.
reliable and trustable,
But
bro.
I disagree with people are saying that Crawford got exposed because he lost some rounds to Porter. I mean, nobody has an easy time with Sean Porter. That he's a good fighter. Like
Kelbrook had an easy time.
No,
help.
no, he didn't.
Yes, he
Now
did,
listen,
bro. He watched them, bro. What are
nah,
you talking about?
he didn't have
Yeah.
an easy time. Easy time.
Yeah, bro. It was like
What's
he
your
I
did.
definition of
I
easy time?
agree. Hold on. I agree
He
with
did his job properly.
Precise in that he said that if you're pound for pound number 1, you should be like leagues above everyone else. But like, I'm gonna ask you guys this question: did Crawford really look that much better than Thurman, Spence when
No,
they fought Sean Porter? I
No.
don't think he looked that
no.
much better. I think
I
he
Well,
don't even
looked
think.
about the same. Like he looked
well,
about the same level as them to me.
Give or
I have
take.
I have a question for you. Hold up. I have a question for you. Like, wouldn't you say that before the fight or even after the fight, Canelo should be leagues above a guy like Caleb Plant?
He was, bro. He was washing them.
I would.
To me, he
I wouldn't
was,
say.
man.
I mean, Caleb,
Yeah,
but
but a
would
lot
you
of
say
people didn't
Caleb?
look at
No,
that
I
though,
would
bro.
not have said that at all. I would not have said that. I didn't say that. I said the
Would,
opposite.
would you say Caleb Plant is a tougher fighter or tougher opponent than Sean Porter?
Hundred
I don't
percent.
think so. I don't
Hundred
think
percent.
so.
Nah,
No,
I don't
no.
think so.
Come
Hundred
on now,
percent.
like seriously.
I know Hefe because Hefe
Let's
will.
be
Dude,
real. Let's be
I
real.
know Hefe will because
Like,
he's staying on coke,
be
right?
honest, bro. I know
Let,
you're
let's
a
to
Canelo
be
fan.
fair,
okay. Let me
like
break it
Sean
down. Let me
Porter
break it
doesn't
down.
have black athleticism.
Let's break down the circumstances.
Yeah, more
Porter
power,
was
more
coming in,
speed.
bro. Let's break down the circumstances. Porter was coming
Stay
in,
on
bro.
code. Stay on code, Hefe.
Porter was coming with a lot of fucking
Of
punishment,
course,
bro.
Hefe comes in here all hot with his
Like
controversies.
no, I'm saying, bro. Like Porter took a lot of fucking punishment from Thurman, from Danny Garcia, from Spence. So he wasn't the same fighter, bro. He was a washed-up fighter.
Why do people always say that after a guy has a good
Because
performance?
that's
Oh,
what
He didn't
he's
happened,
not.
look
bro.
washed up to me,
Bro,
man.
he looked
I'm gonna
He
be
washed
look.
up,
honest.
bro. He looked fucking
He,
washed up. Like he didn't have the same
uh,
the same
Nah,
movement as he usually has, bro. Like he was like stiff and scared
because
and
he was getting
shit, bro.
cracked. That's why.
That's what I'm
Bro,
saying. But before he used to get cracked too. Before he used to
Yeah.
get cracked too, and he stuck to punches and he kept on fighting, bro. But this time he
no, but
bitched
he
up,
was
bro.
dropped.
He bitched
All
up.
I know
He
is,
bitched up. Why did
hey,
he quit? Why did he quit, bro? If he
Bro,
was this
Sean
tough
Porter
guy and
didn't
everything,
quit.
he
Okay, his
quit.
dad threw
He
the
quit.
Dad
towel
quit.
in
That's the same shit.
way
He
too
quit.
soon.
He quit. Why did he have his dad as a
Ah,
trainer?
Hefe, come on, bro.
He
Come
he
on.
quit.
Bro,
quit.
stop that shit.
Hefe,
That's
come on,
dumb. You're
Hefe.
like connecting shit that's not even there.
No, it's not
Hefe,
even
you're
about
doing
connecting, bro.
you're doing your
That's part
thing,
of his
Hefe. Come
team.
on.
That's part of
Hey,
his team. That's part of his
but
fucking
I
team.
respect Cafe. Canelo's his countryman, and I think he's from the same neighbourhood as Spence. So he's not giving
Yeah.
Crawford no passes. He's not giving Crawford no.
No, what I'm saying, Crawford, bro. Crawford is a hype job. Like, let's be real. Like,
Oh my lord,
this dude is not as good as
he's
people
going
make
too
it out to
far.
seem, bro.
He is a
The
hype
dude,
job. I agree with that.
the dude was a weight bully at 135, at 140. At 140, he ran from Victor Postal. At 147, who has he beaten? A bum ass Jeff Horn. Who else, bro? Like all these bums, one-legged Benavides,
I'm
washed
glad you
up,
said that.
washed
I'm
up
glad.
Shawn
It's
Porter,
pretty.
bro.
That's
Like
well
the
said there,
dude is
Hefe. I
washed
like
up.
that.
You know what?
Okay,
Hold
okay.
on.
I'm gonna
Wait,
give
I
I'm gonna
gotta
give
answer this.
Hefe his credit because I think real quick, real brief. I wouldn't say Crawford's a hype job. I'd say he's overhyped though.
When you're getting paid
That's what
four
hype job
million,
Yeah,
means.
yeah, when you're getting
he's
paid
definitely
Nah,
overrated.
$4 million,
he's
But
good. Like he's good, but he's not as good as the
he's
like
definitely
I don't
overrated
know.
by some people. People have him pound for pound number one. I mean, like I said, it is just opinion based, but to me, they're very wrong in
That's
their
the
opinion.
power of having
overrated.
Bob Arum in your on your
Can
side.
I
Listen,
respond? Can I?
if you look at today
Uh-huh.
versus yesterday, and you keep going back and back, you will see that all these fighters that they prop up are overrated, and that doesn't mean they don't know how to fight. They know how to fight, but it's just that they're in the business to make money, bro. What are they gonna say? That this whore
Yeah.
is wasted? No, they're not gonna tell you that. You know,
When
they
I
just
when I just because I don't think I'm being understood. When I say hype job, I don't mean he's bad. I think Crawford's very good. I just he's overhyped because he's not even top 10 pound for pound for me. He's not a
Wow.
pound for pound fighter at all for me. So I think he's overrated, but he's a very good fighter.
Can I respond to that?
yeah.
I'm gonna get killed for this. I don't care though.
Well, go ahead.
I I think Canelo's overrated.
Of course he
Well,
is. Of course he
You
is.
I
see, but
agree.
you're gonna have people that agree with you. It's
Yeah.
not as
I
He's
crazy as
mean,
extremely
yeah.
overrated.
Well, I
listen,
I,
I'm
disagree.
gonna
if
say
you
this. I'm gonna say this. Having heard a specific someone say that he could beat Usyk at heavyweight will give him a good fight. Yeah, I'm gonna say he might be
Well, those are
over.
opinions, bro. Those are just
but
random opinions from
Canelo
random
Canelo
people.
Canelo also, unlike Crawford, has the power to pick and choose his opponents.
Well, it's not a power, bro. It's the
It is
ability.
power.
It's
For
not
Floyd
power,
had
bro. He has no
Floyd
power. He has no power.
Floyd.
He has the ability, bro.
Yeah.
Anybody
Either
who
way, you
rates
know,
Canelo anything is incoherent because
I wouldn't go
Canelo
that
is
far.
yeah,
He's a
he
good
no,
fighter.
it's a fact. No, you're not even
Well,
understanding what I'm saying.
you can't bring in
To
conspiracies, bro, as facts. You
to
got to bring
to
consistent
Hold on.
fucking facts.
Wait. Let him say what he got to say. Then you Efe.
to even rate Canelo as anything, you're completely incoherent because in order to be able to rate Canelo, he has to fight. And I know this is going to go over all the low IQ heads in here, but to be able to rate a guy, he has to fight under the same rules that everybody else fights, right? If we, for example, if we have a basketball team that has whose opponents always have a bigger hoop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't rate them alongside all the other basketball teams because they don't fight, they don't play on a level playing field. So with Canelo, when he dehydrates all these guys, and these are facts, these are not theories of any sort. When he dehydrates a guy like Chavez, even, you know what I mean, and all these other guys, he's not fighting on a level playing field. You put, for example, take Teofimo Lopez and give him a massive dehydration clause against Lomachenko. Loma's gonna fucking knock him the fuck out in 3 or 4 rounds because the
Now,
guy's gonna be
Hefe,
Well,
useless. You know what I
that
mean?
that means Loma doesn't have a smart team around him. Canelo has always had a smart team around him, bro.
But that has
He
nothing to
knows.
do with what I just said.
No,
That has
no, that
nothing to do with what I
okay.
just
Well,
said.
because you're cutting me off, bro. You're cutting me off, bro. What I'm trying to say, bro, is that boxing's always been like that. If
Yeah,
a,
but
That
if
that's
an
not an
eight,
doesn't address
excuse.
the
I'm hearing
argument.
it's an
that.
That doesn't
excuse,
address the
bro.
argument.
It's an excuse. It's an excuse as a sport, bro. So the whole sport is built upon A side versus B side.
Well, then you
The
can't
fighter
rate
that
anybody. If
the
that's what you
fighter that
believe, then
brings
you
them.
can't rate anybody
No,
because
no,
it's
no.
incoherent.
Yes, you can, bro.
There
No,
has
you
to be
can't. It's
some. Hold
incoherent.
on,
I just
real quick,
explained it.
It's not
real quick,
incoherent, bro,
real
because
quick,
that's how life is, bro.
real
Do you?
quick,
What
You
does
get
Hefe.
paid
what
the
Like
does
same
we got
money,
incoherent
bro, as the
mean?
fighters,
Hey,
bro.
El
some
Jefe.
guys.
But that
Some
What
doesn't
does
guys
matter, bro.
get.
incoherent
It
mean?
doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter.
Hold
What
on,
I'm trying
hold
to
on, hold on, hold
say
on,
is
hold
that
on.
the sport of boxing has always been like
El
that, bro.
Jefe,
And you
tell me
gotta
what
bring in things,
incoherent
bro.
means.
And
Hey,
I'm telling you, bro.
Jefe, tell me what incoherent means. What does that mean?
So what's the
Incoherent.
point? What's the point?
What
What's
does
the
it
point you're
mean?
trying to get? What's the point
What
you're
is
trying
it?
to get to, bro?
Because you're saying it's not incoherent when you don't even know what that means.
It means like confusing, something like confusing,
No,
bro.
that's not what it means.
Yes, that's what it fucking means, bro. You can pull
No,
up the
that's not what
fucking
it means.
dictionary.
Yeah,
You
go
can
ahead,
pull
pull
up
up
the
the
Real
dictionary,
dictionary.
bro.
quick. Like this is
Pull it
why
up.
I have.
That
This
has
is
nothing
why.
to do with
Hold
what
on,
I'm
guys.
saying,
Hold on,
bro.
guys. This
That's
is
what I'm
why
saying.
I
Like
have
you're trying to
Usyk.
pull these little things, bro, but that shit don't work with me,
Hold
bro.
on,
Usyk
real
doesn't
quick.
I
beat all
can't
that,
be
bro.
fucked with morons, man. I can't be
Real
fucked
quick.
with morons.
Real
It is
quick.
what it is.
Nah, bro, that's
This
why
is.
you fucking over there fucking dealing with pigs and shit, bro. You're the moron.
Hey,
You're no fucking
let's
moron
keep
over here,
the
bro.
personal insults out of this. This is why I have Usyk pound for pound number one though, because Usyk is someone who's been against these A-side tactics and against virtually every fight, but has
True.
managed to overcome them every single time. Like
Can't argue with that.
that's the thing that to me means a lot, right? Like names on a resume is only one thing, but you need to have context as well. Some of the
He's
fight,
the B side in a lot of fight. He's
yeah,
the B side going into
Fantastic point, L Dog. That's a great point.
like that's
so
the
he's
thing. He had to overcome against Glavatsky, against Michael Hunter, Gassiev, Bradis, AJ. Like he had to beat one of the biggest stars in the sport in front of like fucking 80,000 screaming
yeah,
people who
exactly.
booed his anthem.
But
The guy was probably drug tested 50 times during his training camp. Like this
but
guy
L,
had to overcome. I've only seen Canelo have to overcome in one fight, and it could have gone either way.
L Dog.
I
So
seen him overcome one fight where he was the B side,
uh,
like visibly the B side, and he failed, and that was against Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah,
Now, I don't knock him that much for that fight because I didn't like the outside tactics that went on for that fight, and so I kind of excused him for it, but he failed. But there's never been a situation where he was the clear B side, like you said, and maybe a lot of guys could fall short of that, where he's the where he's the clear B side and he won. He was the A side against Cotto. The money was just nothing. It was just like, dude, I'm gonna come in so big. It's not gonna fucking matter. Your punches are not gonna mean anything to me. I'm gonna beat you if the fight's close. And we saw the fight was close, but not on the scorecards. And when he went up against Golovkin, how can you anybody say with a straight face that these guys were equally, promoted in terms of like whatever happens in the score, whatever happens in the fight is going to reflect on the scorecards. Well, you would be wrong about that because he clearly beats him in the first fight. Second fight was arguably close.
yeah,
So obviously they gave it to him both times. So there you go.
I have a
He
question for the
is
panel.
he is the A side
Mhm.
who needs those advantages to be on top. I can't put him over guys that are they're in the opposite situation and they're winning their fights.
Yeah, I have a question for everybody. Can anybody give me a Canelo performance where you're like, wow, that's the best fighter in the world?
No.
I'll say
Thank
the
you.
second Triple G fight, man. Like that fight could have gone either way, but he definitely showed in that fight that
So
skill
then
wise,
so then
he's top.
you
He's at the
see
top.
Triple G as a monster then, right? You see him as like one of the best
Yeah, the Triple G
fighters
who
too.
fought at that time was one of the best fighters in the world, and so was Canelo. Because to me, that was a fight that could have gone either way. So when he had that fight, I thought, you know what, like, yeah, he got the
You know,
skills.
the thing about the Triple G fight, Canelo wasn't really interested in that fight until after the who's that black dude that
Jacobs, Daniel Jacobs fight.
Danny Jacobs. Danny
Yeah.
Jacobs looked good in that fight if you take away that knockdown. Some people thought
Yeah.
he won that fight. So Canelo, oh, okay, I see some weaknesses from this guy. Let me fight him.
Can I tell you what I
So
thought he saw? He said to
what?
himself, I could do the same thing Jacobs did, just not get knocked down.
Exactly.
I could do the
Jacobs
same
got
fucking
skills.
thing. And yeah. No, listen. This is Canelo's thinking going into the fight. In my opinion, just my opinion, he looked at that fight and said, "Man, I could do the same thing."
If
You
you're
know,
a guy with
because he fought off the back foot. Think about it. In that fight, he fought off the back foot, and he got tired. You saw it in the and especially like in the mid rounds, he started to get really tired, and he survived.
Cranked up the juice. So
Yeah.
then he cranked up the juice to the max, and like there was no skill. There was no skill improvement between the first and the second fight. The only improvement was Canelo stood his ground. Why did he stand his ground? Because he was fucking juiced to the motherfucking gills, and Triple G was drug drained. But this was the problem in the first fight. Once you get Canelo moving his feet, because his footwork is horrendous, is garbage, it's pure garbage. His footwork. When you get him moving, he sucks because he can't throw on the move. So he juiced the fuck up, planted his feet, and he just used his fast hands like James Toney style. You know what I mean? So he wasn't moving his feet in that fight because he was so much stronger than Triple G, and that's why the fight was closer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
To me, he's very talented in terms of like what he can do and how he works out and all that stuff. But you know, is this guy like one of the greats that I haven't seen in a long time in terms of like what is it that he does that is so special, right? And that's not a knock on him. It's just honestly, I don't even like having this discussion, dude. If you can't see that this is about business, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Like, that's all it's about.
Recognize
And even recognize, take accomplishments and all that out. Just looking at the fighters, I just don't see him as good as like Morales, Pereira, Chavez, Salvador, like Marquez, them other Mexican greats. You know,
way.
who I've seen people.
Not even close.
Marquez is
Not
being
even
I
close.
just don't.
You know
Canelo
something,
is
Jed?
much better than all them dudes, bro.
Hold on.
Take out accomplishments and all that. You're saying as a fighter, you think Canelo's more skilled than
We really
Morales.
look at it, bro. Like
Barrera.
Canelo. Let's look at the accomplishments before we look at all these other.
No, but I said take
hold
accomplishments
on.
out. That was the key thing I said.
Here's the why did Mark, and I know I've had this discussion with Hefe. You think that Marquez is salty, but why did he say something that Canelo can't refute? He said the reason why. Hold on, I'm gonna remind you. He said the reason why I don't rank him as the best Mexican fighter of all time is because he never fought anybody on an even playing field. I'm paraphrasing, but that's basically what he was saying. Okay, he said they're not fighting on an even playing field. Everybody else had to do it the other way.
It's like an uphill battle for them.
But this is what I'm saying. The playing field has never been even from the start, bro. That's a whole thing when it comes to this sport. Even Marquez got a benefit of the doubt against Pacquiao, against some other fighters, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, every fighter gets benefits, and sometimes they don't, bro. That's how boxing is. But
he was talking about the rehydration clause. That's what he was talking about.
Yeah, but when it comes to the rehydration clause, bro, is there any evidence, bro, other than just conspiracies? I want to see solid evidence, bro, like an article.
I mean, just go to
Artorias
boxing, right?
Canelo admits it.
A story.
Canelo admits it. Yeah,
he admits it himself.
Boxing. He says it himself.
Bro, that's not a credible source, bro.
No. Canelo's not a credible
source doesn't matter if the evidence is there. Like if it's Canelo saying it, like it doesn't matter who's
it's gospel.
It's gospel. Damn it, Hefe, what the fuck?
Dan Rayfield did confirm that there was a.
You're my homie, Hefe. You gotta represent the
Dan
MSBC, bro.
Rayfield did confirm that there was a rehydration clause for that Kovalev fight.
Of course, there was.
This is what I'm saying, but isn't it fair? Aren't you regulating the playing fields, bro? Kovalev is a big dude.
For who? Like, wait. Wait a second. Here's the thing, right? So if I'm fighting you, hold on, OG. Hefe, listen to me. If I'm fighting you and I'm the naturally bigger man, the advantage that I have over you is that I'm the naturally bigger man. That's my advantage.
That's an advantage.
So if you take that away from me, who has? Oh wait, time out. If you take that away from me by shrinking me down, who has the advantage?
But ain't it about skills though, bro? Like, don't you
things like that shouldn't be made fair. Like things that are natural shouldn't have to be made so quote unquote fair. Like it wouldn't be fair to tell Wilder, oh well, you know, your right hand is insane, so you can't throw it hard. You know, you
But
just
that
gotta
ain't that. Aren't
you
we
gotta
living in
duck.
a world like that, bro? Where everybody's getting, you know what I'm saying,
No, but this is
advantages
boxing.
and
But
Like
that
to
doesn't
me,
mean it's
this is
okay.
hold on. This is why I don't like rehydration clauses. I don't like it if anyone does it, be it Pacquiao, Canelo, whoever. Unless you put that shit on yourself as the bigger man, I don't want to hear anything about one. Because to me, it always fucks up a fighter, man. It's a dehydration clause. That's really what it is. Like, it's not healthy for these
but
guys, man.
nobody's forcing them to take it, bro.
I
Nobody's
don't care if
forcing
someone's
them to
forcing them
take
or
the
not. If
fight.
they sell their soul, it's like, well, you know,
That's what
fuck
I'm
you then.
saying. But
But
boxing
you
is
Yeah,
don't
getting
get
like
full
that.
credit for it. You don't get full credit if
Yes,
you
you
beat
do.
someone.
Yes, you do, bro.
Not in
Because
my eyes.
at the end of the day, 50 years from now, nobody's gonna remember this, bro. We're only gonna remember the wins.
None
Yeah,
of
but
these are arguments. Like none of this even addresses anything anyone's saying. It's just like
I'm not
What's your
50
you're
years
just
argument,
from
bro?
now.
talking for the.
What's
You're
your
just talking
argument?
for the. You don't have any
No,
arguments.
what's
That's my
your
argument.
argument? What's your argument that that boxing's not an even game and Canelo gets all these advantages, but that has been there from the start, bro.
No,
When
that's not my
Canelo,
argument.
when
That's not my
no,
argument.
that's your
No,
excuse. That's your excuse,
no,
bro.
it's
Because
not
you
an
have no argument,
excuse,
bro.
dude.
But what I'm trying to say, what I'm
It's
trying
getting
to
funny, man.
what I'm trying to say, bro, is that even when Canelo dies, things are gonna be the same, bro. Another fight is gonna do the same, and the same, and the same. So
But that
what's your
doesn't mean
point?
it's okay.
No,
Okay,
it doesn't mean
but
that it's
here's the thing.
okay, bro. But
Here's the thing.
they're still
Some
But
gonna
that
do
means
it.
he
fighters,
sucks. But that means
some
he
fighter,
sucks.
So
some
Mayweather
fighters,
sucked. Pacquiao
Of
sucked.
course.
some fighters
Pacquiao
will
sucked.
do.
Pacquiao
So,
sucked.
hold
Mayweather
on.
fought way better competition than Canelo.
Hold on.
Who?
Some people will
Mayweather.
do.
Who
Hold
did he
on,
beat?
real quick, guys.
Other than weight drain Canelo, didn't
Some
he beat a
people
weight
will
drain
use
Canelo?
hold on, OG.
Didn't he make
Some,
Pacquiao? Didn't he age out Pacquiao?
but hey,
Didn't
but
he?
Hefe,
Didn't
that's
he?
the thing. No one will give Mayweather credit for that Canelo win because, like, yeah, he was
yeah,
drained. I don't think
exactly.
anyone
He
on here.
drained
No,
him.
no, no, no. But that's not my point. I'm calling out his hypocrisy because I do give Mayweather his credit for that one.
Who's
Canelo, no,
hypocrisy?
Well,
wait,
A
he's older.
rare breed,
Wait,
bro.
he's older than Pacquiao. How is he age him out?
But fighting wise, Pacquiao has taken more punishment
Okay,
than
so
Mayweather.
that's Pacquiao's fault for having that style.
Okay, so
Mayweather,
that's the same thing I could say about Kovler. That's Kovler's fault for taking that rehydration
It's
clause
not
and
the
Listen,
signing
yeah,
the
same
yeah,
fight.
thing at
but here's
all.
the
It's the
thing.
same thing,
Here's
bro.
the
It's
thing,
the
though.
same
Hold
thing.
on,
Because at the end of the day,
real
you
quick,
have the
if I
freedom
could
of choice,
explain
bro.
something, because I
You're gonna
think
tell me
this
that
is
the
like
freedom of choice don't matter, bro?
no,
See,
Especially in
no,
Hefe's
America,
making you
bro.
laugh. He's making
No,
you
but
laugh, bro.
especially in
That's
it's
America,
okay.
just
bro,
it's
wait,
just like
you're
L
telling me
Dog,
that the freedom of
hold on,
choice
L
don't
Kefir.
matter, bro. And
Can we
this is what's
stop
wrong
with
with
this
America, bro, because
hold
people
on,
don't want to
See
take the
what
freedom
happens,
of choice.
recognize.
People think that
we
people
gotta
think
But
that
get out of
let's talk
okay.
about road
fuck it.
boxers. It'll disappear. Let's just talk about road
I'ma just
boxers.
talk over this now. Like, this is why we have to get out of this Disney kind of like morality, okay? This isn't a fucking Disney movie where it's like, oh well, you know, it's not fair, whatever, he chose to. Look, I care about the impact it had on his performance. I don't care if he agreed to it or not. If it negatively impacts his performance, you don't get full credit, even if the other guy had the freedom of choice, because it's not his fucking, like, it doesn't matter that he chose it.
L Dog, the
It's
simple
the
fact that you
result
have
is
to
the same.
explain this, bro, is a waste of everybody's fucking time. Because my fucking dog understands this shit. You know what I mean? When I there's a difference between my dog going out there catching the rabbit and me fucking killing the rabbit and giving it to him. Like I'm gonna give the dog fucking credit for hunting the rabbit because I served it up to him. Like this is what this kid is trying to do. It's fucking it's beneath retarded, man. It's just straight up fucking dumb, man. Just call it what it is.
It's
The
not
kid doesn't
retarded,
understand.
bro. It's people have different point of views, man. Like not everybody has to
Oh
agree
man,
with
this
you,
is
bro.
You don't
hilarious.
have a point of view, man. You don't
No,
even
I
have a
do have
point
a
of
point
view.
of view. I accept the reality of life, bro. We can't do nothing about it, bro.
Oh,
That's
but
my
that's
point
not
of
the
view.
point.
That's my point.
Okay, but
But
then
that's not. But you're
how do
not
you rate
addressing the
fighters?
point.
How do
So
you rate fighters?
Oh man.
you're the type of person that believes in white supremacy too, right? That's the type of
What the
person you are.
fuck is this guy talking
That
about? Like,
people
what
have
is he?
advantages. No, no,
What is he
because
talking about?
we're talking about advantages in life, bro. So you're
Canelo
saying that,
believes in
Oh
oh,
white
man, fucking
supremacy.
Oh
Biffy, you're
my.
fucking
so
funny, dude.
white people have, you know what I'm saying, advantages over other people.
Yes,
You believe in that
Oh
too.
man.
yes.
Hefe, I could hear you, man. I just went to
Them
go use the
dog's funny.
restroom. obviously, I wouldn't
Oh,
even
that bit's hilarious, bro. That's funny.
be.
It's just
Evan,
like, what the fuck is he saying?
you're
But it's
saying
just
that
because
Canelo. You're rationalizing Canelo putting these clauses that might hamper the fighter. And there's a lot of evidence that shows that it does. You're saying that because the other fighter agreed with it, therefore it's an even playing field. It's not.
But let's
They
let's
just
take it
yeah.
let's take it to the extreme. What he's saying, right? Let's just say that we have a fighter who's got a lot of money. He goes to all these different title holders in the division and he says, "Here's $1 million. We don't even gotta fight. Just give me the belt," right? Oh, he's the greatest. Like he could literally go out there and buy all these belts, and by his rationale, you could justify that and call him the best ever. He doesn't even have to get in the ring and fight anybody. He's going to be the best ever because he purchased all these belts. That's the idiocy of his rationale taken to the extreme, basically.
No, you're taking it to the extreme because that's not my point of view, bro.
But real
Right.
what
quick,
I'm taking it to the extreme. I'm
That's
you
what
won't
I'm
even
saying. I'm
under.
not. I'm
okay,
not in the
some
extreme. I'm
fighters.
I'm in the middle, bro. Like I understand what
But
you're
the
saying, but
point
you got to
is,
understand
but
my point of view.
no, I understand your point of view. I just explained your point of view. You didn't get the
No, I
explanation, so I
did
don't
get
even
it,
know.
bro. But you took it to the extreme, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like
Why
I
did
don't
I
know,
take it to the extreme?
to make a point, bro. But your point
What
doesn't make
point?
no
What
sense,
point? But what point did I make?
bro. I know what you're trying to say, bro. Just go
What am
ahead,
I trying to say?
bro. Just go ahead,
Bruh,
bro.
bruh,
I'm giving you a chance.
bruh.
Just go ahead, bro.
See, this
It's
is
because you're
fucking
disrespecting me
pointless.
right now, bro. Go ahead.
Oh, this is hilarious, man.
Can we talk about real fighters, man? Like, so
Yeah,
as soon as we
that's the
start,
thing. Like, okay, boxing might not be like
Oh,
boxers
that's
are
funny.
definitely not on an even playing field, right? All you got to do is look at Tank Davis and look at how Tank Davis came up compared to, even Olympic gold medalists like Usyk had to, actually fucking work harder than Tank. I mean, Tank is a fighter who's had like everything just handed to him, man, in these gimme fights. The one fight he took where it was like,
Pedraza.
a tough fight was Pedraza, and that's a
But
great win.
oh, dog, am I consistent when it comes to this, bro? Do I give Tank his credit, even though I know he does cherry pick and
Yeah, you
whatever?
you
That's
like
what I'm
Tank
saying.
and you like Canelo. That's the
That's what I'm
thing.
saying. But
I'm
I don't hate
consistent.
Usyk. I don't hate Loma, and bro, I actually give them props because I know they're fighting against
But
the system,
but
bro.
that's the difference,
And
Hefe. I don't think you can give Tank credit whether or not, because he hasn't just fought the opponents, whether they've been under, he's been the A side and had things in his favour, but he just hasn't beat the opposition either way. So I just don't think you can give Tank any credit like you can fighters
He
like Loma
does.
or even Canelo.
He's got
But
one
we
good win. He's got one good win, and he's got
Pedraza, yeah,
two okay wins.
that was a good win.
Yep,
Pedraza's good.
Pedraza's a good win, and I'll say Leo is an okay win. But Leo was
All about the
like, let's
skateboarder he
and
just knocked out.
I
the
understand that, bro.
skateboarder.
But the whole Canelo situation, bro. I think Canelo, man, he's that type of fighter, bro. That brings a lot of controversy, man. Like a lot of people dislike the dude just for beating certain fighters, bro, or beating a group of fighters that people like, bro. But bro, this is the sport of boxing, man. Like I used to grow up, bro, and when I saw Canelo first fight, bro, I was like, damn, this dude's a beast. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know about that he had this advantage or that advantage. I just saw his skills in the ring, bro. Just me as a casual fan. And I gotta
Yeah.
recognize his skills, bro. Because even though they might be weight trained and whatever, uh, coming off fucking losses or whatever, bro, you gotta admire the skills, man. And he has the
But
skills.
Healthy, you. So you're a Tank fan. You admit he cherry picked. So you gotta say the same thing for Canelo. He cherry picked a little bit too.
can we not talk
Give
about
me
Canelo for
give me a
real, man? Like, this shit's
specific
so old.
give me a
It's so
specific cherry
boring,
pick,
man.
bro. Give me a specific cherry pick, and I will agree or
Man, can
disagree.
we just move
I
on?
think
Let's
I
talk about
think
Teofimo.
we will.
Let's talk about real fighters, man. Come on.
Colton
We'll
Figueroa.
hold up.
is
Hold up.
Tiafimo a real fighter,
Yeah,
low key?
Well,
Figueroa's fighting, Brandon.
I let Red
Hold up.
Breed. I let Red Breed. Go ahead,
All
because
right.
he asked Red
This,
Breed name one. Go ahead, Red Breed.
oh, I don't got to name one. He cherry picked the whole 168 division. That's the weakest division.
How can
That's
he
the
when you,
by far. Let me finish LFA.
yo
That's
yeah
by far the weakest division in boxing. Maybe cruiserweight's weaker, but and no surprise he wants to fight somebody there too. Look, Callum Smith. Come on, stop it.
Didn't he win the
Caleb
Muhammad
Plant,
Ali trophy?
Caleb Soft Pillow Hands Plant, and who was the other guy that he Billy Ho Saunders.
All these guys in a real fight,
That's
all these guys beat
Could I answer the
Canelo, in my
question, bro?
opinion, man. All of them beat
those.
Canelo.
Could I answer the
Nah,
question?
Canelo beats Billy
Smith,
Joe.
Callum Smith knocks him out, and the other two dudes outbox the shit out of him
What
in a
the
real
fuck,
fight, in my
bro?
opinion.
El Jefe, I want you to explain to me why he wanted to unify 168, but he didn't want to go undisputed at 154, 160. Please explain to me.
At 154, bro, he couldn't make the weight at the end of the day, and he did become unified champ at 154. He fought
But he
against
had one more
Mayweather.
belt.
Wait, let
He
me
had
explain.
one more belt.
Let,
Andrade had one more belt. He could have went
let me
undisputed, but
well, good luck.
What?
Let me explain, bro. You're gonna cut me
Okay.
off, bro.
All right, go
So
ahead.
he wanted right. He fought Mayweather, who was a man at 154. He lost, whatever. He ended up moving up in weight, bro, to 155 at that time. That's when he was building, and we all know why he moved to 155, bro. He wasn't ready for 160 because Triple G was there. I'll give him that, bro. I'll give Triple G his props for that. Now at 160, bro, the whole Dervinchenko kind of fucked it up because they ordered Dervin to fight Dervinchenko. I think it was IBF. And within like 10 days, they fucking stripped him, bro. So he was like, man, fuck this 160. I'm going to move to 168. And he fought all the champions at 168, bro. Is it Canelo's fault that David Benavidez popped hot for fucking cocaine and came in
Wait,
overweight? Like,
you,
let's
you
be real, bro.
you forgot to mention one thing. Who did they give that belt to when he dropped that belt at 160?
I think
Charlo.
Charlo, yeah, Charlo.
Yeah, he didn't want
Right,
to fight
didn't
Charlo.
Triple G and Derevyanchenko fight for the belt as well?
So because Charlo got the belt, Charlo, bro, he moved up, bro. He dropped all the belts.
I don't think he wanted to fight Charlo at 160 because that was his mandatory at 160, and then he moved up, and then he saw.
Yeah, okay. Did you guys resolve it already? Because I mean, can we talk about real fights, please?
It's all about
Like-
Kambosos and fucking Teofimo
Oh,
Lopez.
come on, man. That's a walkover.
That's a great fight, man.
Come on, man.
What
Let's
round
talk
did he knock him
Spence.
out in?
Yo, let's
Is it-
talk Spence Crawford.
No, real quick. Is it just me or does Kambosos actually look pretty fucking small for lightweight? Like he just looks like a small dude. He's got small
Kambosi.
wrists.
Bro, he's getting
Kambosi.
knocked out. He's getting knocked out. You know this.
I got a 6 rounds.
Hey, but
Fourth
Tio,
round.
Fifth round?
Tio's a special fighter, bro. Like whether we hate him or dislike him or love him, bro. He got
That's a strong word, El Jefe. Special fighter. Come on now.
bro, he beat a special fighter in Lomachenko. Are we not gonna give him props for that? Like, let's be
He
real.
beat a one-armed Lomachenko.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Here we go with, oh, well, this wasn't right or this wasn't right. This is a sport of boxing, bro. Fighters don't go in 100%. Even Teofimo Lopez, he had a toe injury, I think, on his left foot. So, and
No,
he was
you
going-
know what he had? You know what he had? He had a micro fracture in his toe. Okay.
not only
Like-
that, he was going through depression. He was going through things through his family.
Yeah, I bet he was after the 7th round. I bet he was.
Fucking hell, man.
I bet he was
Hey,
suffering from anxiety too.
Loma
Yeah,
was
but-
beating him up a little bit then, man.
Kambosos, man, that fucking fight. I have no love for that fight whatsoever. That shit should have been happened fucking 3 years ago. Well, let's talk about like real fights, man, for real. I mean, and maybe they're not happening. Maybe it's just a pipe fucking dream. But I would, if I
Loma
may. Oh, come on, man. That fight sucks too, man. Come on.
What fight is that? What fight you said?
Comey?
Comey.
I mean, if that's what you guys want to, if that's what everybody want to talk about, that's cool. But I find that fight boring.
It's
myself.
beneath.
Wait, hold on. I want to say, you know something? Here's what I'm interested in, and see if Kambosos gets knocked out, right, by Teofimo. And Teofimo's obviously can make 135 and be strong enough to knock out a Kamboso. I want to see what he does next after that. Is he gonna do? We know he's not fighting Josh Taylor. That's not happening. That's not that fight's not gonna happen. He's not gonna fight that dude. So if he
Him
wins
versus
this fight,
Prograis would be lit.
He's gonna move up to
He won't fight
142, bro.
Prograis.
My bad. He's gonna move up to 138 or something like that. You know what I mean?
Why do we ignore? Why do we ignore the fact that he has one more belt to be undisputed? And like, do we just ignore that? Is he not gonna fight Devin Haney?
I'd
I
like to see that fight, but I mean,
Listen,
I
the
don't
only
think it's
reason
gonna happen.
why Devin has that belt is because they made Loma have to. The WBC told
But-
Loma, "Hey,
but-
yo, you got to take the fight in a month." and that
That's
was
a
a knocked
Loma
out
issue,
fight.
bro.
Look.
It was a
I
WBC
apologize,
issue.
Gerson. Hold on, bro. Excuse me. Look, man, that's belts, all right? That's belts. Let's not act like Haney Teofimo's not a good fight. That's a good ass fight. Let's forget about the bullshit, the politics. That's a good ass fight, man. Make that
Yeah,
fight, right?
but I'm saying
Yes.
like
It's
that
not a
shouldn't
good
have
fight, bro, and I'll
happened.
tell you why. Style wise, it's not a good fight. Like looking at it as a matchmaker, bro, which I have been matchmaking like in my own head, bro. Like it's not a good fight, man. Like what the fuck?
Why is it not a good fight?
Because Haney's not gonna come in there to win, bro. Like let's be real, Haney's gonna do the typical Haney, which is a
What
punch,
the
hug,
fuck?
run.
AKA
Haney's not gonna come in
when
there to win.
Hey, look who's on the
Oh,
panel.
yeah, it's a on Judas, bro.
Oh,
what the
Judas.
fuck?
I don't even
How'd
know. This is
Judas
the
get
first
on
time.
here? How'd Judas get on here?
Salute to
What
Judas.
are you doing here, Judas?
I don't even know who he is, but
Hey,
I saw him.
Judas, what do you think about your uncle Bob Arum?
Who?
Oh
Oh man,
shit,
why?
that's fucked up. You going to
Because
hell,
he's Jewish?
Elmo.
You gonna say that?
You going straight to hell.
Judas is cool.
Judas,
Judas
explain the
Judas
He's a
Priest.
topic,
stalker,
bro.
bro. He stalks people.
What is he doing, bro?
Well, let him speak.
He's
Judas,
entertaining though.
speak.
He's entertaining. He's a Jewish guy from Los Angeles, I think.
You didn't.
Nice.
Just kidding.
Who's your favorite fighter?
Pavlik. Josh Pavlik,
Pav?
whatever his name is.
Josh Pavlik.
I
Or
don't even know who that
whatever.
is.
Pavlik, the Jewish guy.
Kelly
What?
Pavlik.
Kelly
Kelly
Pavlik.
Pavlik
Pavlik?
was fucking Jewish?
He's
Nah, he
Polish.
wasn't Jewish.
He's Polish, I think.
Polish, whatever. But anyway, salute.
What are you
Thank you for
talking
coming
about,
on.
Judas? What's going on, Judas?
Viking, what's up, Viking?
Hey, what up, man? What up,
What's
Recognize?
What
going
up?
What's
on,
up?
bro? We're talking about your Brooklyn homie.
Yeah.
Joshua.
Theo.
Hey,
Theo,
but can we
Theo,
get back to
Theo's
the
from
Haney shit, bro?
Theo's from
Haney,
Florida, though.
Haney would outbox Teofimo. That's what I think.
Yeah,
I think he would until Teofimo
No,
catches
no,
him.
no, no.
Teo, something about Teo.
Haney outboxing Theo. I don't think so, bro.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
I think so.
I
I think that's
Theo.
why Teo. That's why Theo's scared to fight him.
Loma couldn't outbox him. What makes you think Teo
Yes, he could.
Haney's gonna outbox him?
First
Yeah.
of all, Loma was inactive for like 7 rounds. God knows why.
Loma had a reach disadvantage on Teofimo. Haney has a significant reach advantage, and he fights long.
Yeah.
In my opinion, Teo's only chance is by knockout. That's his. He could get it,
I
but
think
I
he
wouldn't
will.
bet on it.
Yeah.
That's
Nah,
No, I
that's my
think
prediction.
this is what I'm gonna say though. It's one of those fights that okay, it might be boring, right? Like it might happen that way. Haney might outbox him, but it'll keep you on the edge of your seat because you know Teo can't. He's a pretty good counterpuncher. He has power.
That's
and he
not
has
boring,
speed.
bro. That's
So
not boring,
exactly,
though.
it's gonna keep you on the edge of your seat, even if it is a shutout and you don't
It
want.
is
It's a
boring.
great look. It's a great matchup because Haney is a boxer, so he's gonna lead, and Teofimo's a counterpuncher. That's a perfect matchup, man. It's just like you said. Haney could be taking rounds off this dude over and over and over, and then bam, you know what I mean? He could get hurt and he could get ended. So, but I always go with the boxer, man.
But
If it's
Haney's
like
a
that,
negative fighter, bro. Like that's
No,
not
he's
an
not.
entertainment.
No,
Yes,
he's
he is. Yes,
not.
he is,
He's
bro.
not a
Haney
negative
throws
fighter.
more punches than Teofimo. He throws many more punches than Teofimo. See, this is the thing. Like
I think
Haney's
yeah.
a lead box. He's a lead puncher, so he starts out the action. Teofimo waits for you to do something, and then he does. So if anyone's boring, actually, or low action, it's Teofimo because he's a pure counter puncher.
Yeah, but
Nah,
Teofimo,
but like,
Teofimo
like,
style,
if
Teofimo style,
Teofimo,
bro.
if Teofimo like decides to like punch, if Teofimo decides to punch, like for example, like Haney's not gonna be able to hold on to like Teofimo like he held on to Linares. You know, like I feel like Teofimo could actually finish
But Viking.
Haney.
Yeah, but Viking. You got to think about it though. Haney is not going to fight Teofimo the way he fought Linares. If you watch that fight, he was trying to knock out Linares. He's
No,
not
he
going to do that.
wasn't.
Yes,
No,
he
he
was.
wasn't.
He was being he was trying to go forward in that fight and get a
Bro,
knockout.
I saw the fight.
And that's why he got
He wasn't
caught.
trying to knock him out. He ran the
was.
last 5
Linares,
rounds.
no, Linares couldn't touch Haney, right? It was until Haney started coming forward and looking to brawl with the dude is when he got caught. But when he was just boxing, it was It wasn't even competitive.
What do you mean he wasn't trying to touch
I
him? Linares was
disagree. I
touching him
think he
with the left
was.
hook, bro.
Yeah, okay. Linares was having success, but he was being outboxed. Like, let's keep it
Yeah.
real. I think
Yeah.
That's not
he
outboxing though, bro.
definitely. No, he was being outboxed because Haney was just better at pretty much everything. But Linares was still catching him. He was still touching him, but
it wasn't
dude,
enough.
Linares is not at the best
Pity
anymore,
patting
man.
is not a punch, bro. It's not a
Nobody,
proper punch.
nobody has done that to Linares. That
Pity
for
patting
9.
don't. If you pity pat somebody, that doesn't count
Lomachenko
as an
genocide
effective
from getting
aggression.
Come on,
dropped.
bro. You know boxing is more complicated than just power. Like if
Bro,
you
I go by the
skills
four.
pay
I
the
go by the four criteria of
skills
scoring,
pay
bro.
the bills. Devin is more
Nah,
skilled.
that's
No,
not. It's
no, no.
not
But
about skills pay the
Devin,
bills,
like,
bro. That's just an American fucking slogan, bro. It's fucking
but
gay.
like Tio is
Okay,
way
it
more
makes sense.
skilled. Like, can we agree that Tio is way more skilled than fucking than Linares though?
Yes,
No,
no doubt.
no, he's not.
Facts.
This
Not,
version of
not,
Linares,
he's
yeah.
Well, somebody said
stronger.
that. Somebody said they don't agree.
He's
Facts.
Disagree.
stronger
I
than
vehemently
Linares.
Well,
disagree.
he's more
What?
You
explosive than
What, bro?
Linares.
Wait,
yeah,
who
okay.
disagrees?
Recognize.
Explain.
No, is precise disagrees.
Princess.
Linares
Princess disagrees with you. Princess disagrees.
insofar as skill goes, Linares is skill wise.
Princess.
Man, go eat a dick, you fucking
Wait,
faggot.
one at a time, man. Go ahead.
Come
One
on,
at a
man. Like
time.
if Linares can catch Devin Haney, fucking Teofimo is gonna catch David Haney really fast, bro. Like I mean, he might catch it a little bit earlier. And if Teofimo catches fucking Haney, he's not gonna fucking let fucking Devin Haney hang on to him for like 3 rounds. Are you fucking kidding me? No. I don't think so.
You're right. If Devin Haney tries to go inside and brawl with Tio like he did Linares, but he's not going to
He'll
do that
get
with
fucked
Tio.
up. He's gonna get knocked the fuck out.
He knows Tio. He knows Tio can knock him out. He got cocky against Linares and he got caught. He not going to do that with Tio. That's why he's going to outbox him for 12 rounds. It might call it boring.
And let's see
Yeah,
what
that's
Tio
boring.
does against Kambosos this weekend, man. He
Right.
might have had a good night. He might have bad nights. See
Dude,
how bad
if
tonight he
Haney,
has.
Wait,
if
are you
Haney,
guys sure this fight's not gonna get canceled like the
I don't
50th
know.
time it got canceled? I swear to God, we're gonna get told on Thursday night this fight's gonna get canceled.
Nah.
You watch and see, fellas.
No. I think Tio is gonna knock him out like inside like 7 rounds.
Facts.
I
That
say
long?
in the first half. In the
I
first
hope so.
half, he knocks out
Fourth
Kambosos.
round.
I agree with you,
Fourth
Viking.
round.
It's
Not
better.
I think
It's
that Teofimo
I think
has to
5
knock him
rounds
out.
sounds
I'm
good.
gonna
Wait.
say,
Let
hold on. I think
Recognize speak.
Teofimo has to knock him out because there's a lot of expectations. And not only that, he could get. This is the kind of fighter that can outwork him through many
True.
rounds.
How are you gonna outwork Tio when Tio's counterpunching you, bro? That's what makes no sense.
Well,
Tio
okay, you can't
counters
outwork a
everything you throw,
counterpuncher. You can't outwork a
Tio doesn't
counterpuncher.
throw that much.
but not
that's
like
how you
Tio,
beat a
bro.
counterpuncher.
That's
No,
how
no,
you
no.
beat it. Yeah, exactly.
But that's a volume puncher. Haney's not a volume puncher. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, we're
I
talking
think
about Kambosos.
you're confusing Teofimo being really strong and maybe not let a fighter outwork him
Have you
because he
seen
has
how he's
power.
built, bro? Have you seen how he's built at
Who?
135? Tio.
Of course I have.
He's strong as fuck, bro. So you're not just gonna
That's
come
what
in
I'm
there.
saying. I just said that's why he has to knock him out because he doesn't throw many punches. He can get outworked.
What do you think Loma was thinking about, like coming at him in those early rounds? Because he knew the physicality of Teofimo Lopez. He knew the punching power.
Absolutely, he did. And it wasn't. First of all, he didn't blow out fucking Lomachenko in the first 6 rounds. Just
He won
Lomachenko.
7 rounds easy, bro.
Loma walks around at 145 pounds. Fucking Devin Haney walks around at 177. Man, get the fuck out of here. It's not even. It's not even the same ballpark, man.
Devin Haney's built like a
Jesus
Somalian, bro.
Christ.
He's built like a Somalian, so it doesn't count.
Oh, then he loses, I guess. Damn, I didn't think
No,
about
what I'm
that.
trying to say is that he doesn't have the
You're always
physicality.
trying. You're always trying, man.
He
Try
doesn't
harder.
Wait, I'll have it. Did you say
Devin
he's
Haney,
built?
Devin,
Hold on,
come on,
I
man.
gotta hear this. Alhavi, did you say he's built like a Somalian?
Yeah, bro. He's skinny.
Wait, Somalians are skinny. What are you saying? Haney's skinny?
Nah, he's not built like that. He's
What
big.
I'm trying to say is that Teofimo Lopez, bro, because I'm visualizing it in my head, bro. I'm trying to break down the fight, bro. This is how I break down fights, bro. So what I'm trying to say, I see Haney, bro. I see him moving a lot, bro, and that doesn't win the fights,
So
bro.
so
So
you're
so
saying
big muscles wins you fight.
No,
no
what
no
I'm
no
trying
you're
to say
saying
is that Teofimo Lopez, he's gonna see that right hand coming, and you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna dip to the left and come with the left hook, bro, and he's gonna knock him the fuck out, bro. I'm
Man, if
telling you, bro.
Teofimo Lopez was black and Haney was fucking Latino, the story would be completely reversed with this dude.
So
And
you're
I
calling
everybody
me
agree
a
on
with
here
that.
racist.
knows
I
this.
agree with
So
that.
you're calling me a
Everybody on
Probably.
here
racist, bro.
knows
You're
this.
calling me a
I
racist,
agree
bro.
with that. I
You're calling
agree
me a
with that.
racist, bro.
Probably.
You're
There's
calling
nothing
me a
wrong with
racist,
loving
bro.
your own people, bro.
No, bro.
Hey,
Let me just put it out
Princess,
there,
let's keep
bro.
this about
You're saying
boxing,
Let
Princess.
me
no
put
no
it out there, bro. Are you calling me a
Let's keep
racist,
this
no
bro?
no
about boxing.
Are you
Quit,
calling
no
me
quit
a
no
getting into
racist,
other
bro?
shit.
Are you
it's
calling me
not
a
it's not like a
racist,
racist.
bro?
You're
Are you
saying you're
calling me a
basically
racist, bro?
no no you're
Answer the
basically
fucking
saying like
question, bro. Are
you're
you calling me
basically
a
saying
fucking
like
racist, bro?
no you're
Are you
basically
calling me a
saying like
racist, bro?
you're basically saying like boxing for boxing, Haney would beat Teofimo.
Wait, oh, Heifer, what happened to bruh? What happened to bruh? Now you're saying
So
bro?
Nah, bro, because he's calling me a racist,
No,
bro.
no, but you
Like, I
used to
don't
say
take that
bruh.
way.
Quiet,
I
What
don't
calm
happened to
take
down.
that
bruh?
way. No, what I'm trying
Now
to
he's
say, bro,
serious now. No, he's
I'm not
serious.
biased. I'm not biased.
Changed from bruh to bro.
I'm,
No,
I'm
no,
not.
no.
I'm not biased, bro. So I don't take the whole like precise trying to say that I'm racist, bro. I don't have a racist bone in my
Define
body, bro.
racist. Define racist.
Bro, you're saying
No.
that I
All
have
these
You
that
got,
big
you got it.
all
You
these
got this,
big
Hefe.
words you
Let's
don't even
go.
understand, man.
You got this,
racist
Hefe.
is a
Let's
big
go
word.
debate him
What are you
right now.
talking about?
Define racist.
No, no, no.
Racist is like I have something against other people and I'm just fucking pro my people and fuck with the other people when it
No,
comes to
that's
the
not what
sport
it
of
means.
boxing.
That's not
Yes,
what
it
it
is,
means.
bro. In simple
No,
terms,
it's
that's what
not.
it is, bro.
It's simple.
I don't hate nobody, bro. I don't
Nobody
hate Devin
said you
Haney.
hate anybody. Nobody said that.
So okay,
Haney,
what's your point? What's your point, bro? Why are you trying to say that? Oh well, if Teopimo was black and Haney was Latino, I would be
Yo,
would
Because
hold
fuck
on,
with
it's
hold
him.
on, hold on.
true.
Let me,
Because it's
No, it's
Hefe, let
not.
me
true.
jump
No,
in
it's
real
not.
quick.
No, it's not.
Hefe, let me jump in. Fellas, I'm going to be honest. I think I'm more tempted to watch the Frank Mir fight this Saturday than to fight
Bro,
Tio.
fuck a Frank
Frank
Mir,
Mir's
bro. What the
fighting
fuck are you talking about?
Pulev. He's
Wait,
fighting
wait, wait.
Pulev.
He's giving his
Pulev's a
opinion.
top 10. Pulev's a top 10 heavyweight. Top 15, sorry. Sorry, top 20. Pulev's a top 20 heavyweight, and he's fighting Frank Mir. And I think it's going to be a better fight than
Hey,
the
but
Lopez
recognize
fight.
you
When
see
the
Prove me
what
fuck
wrong.
is that
But I'm
happening?
saying that's his
Prove me
opinion,
wrong.
Hefe.
Prove
When
me
did
Hefe.
that
wrong.
happen?
what I'm trying to say, bro. No,
Prove me
bro, because
wrong.
there's a serious topic, bro.
Prove me wrong.
He's trying to create like this Hispanic guilt, precise, bro. And I've noticed this. I know,
That's a good one. That's a good
I
one. I like
noticed,
Yo,
that
how do
one.
you
bro.
That's
feel,
a
Heard
good
that
one.
Hefe?
before.
Hefe, how do you feel about that?
Bro, it's like making me feel guilty, bro. Some type of way, man. Like,
I can
He's
make you
trying to.
feel things. I actually have
bro,
that kind of power. I didn't know I
I'm.
was that powerful. Thank
It's
you.
like it's like CNN, bro. Like I be watching CNN and they say the same shit you say, man.
Wow.
Hey yo, speaking of
You got all
CNN,
that from one little
yo,
comment. Damn.
yo, I hate to change the topic, but how do you think of CNN covering up for this guy who was a sex trafficker and ran over 40 people?
Who's
Typical,
this?
bro.
Wait. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah,
I'm
the
totally
guy in the
lost.
van.
The
I don't
black
know. We're
dude,
getting
bro.
into
The black dude,
some
bro. The
political
black dude.
hours
Let me
Oh
now.
put it
no,
out
you're
there, bro.
talking
The black
about.
dude.
Wisconsin panic.
Listen, time out, guys. Let me tell you something. Really look into that whole situation. Now, I've read a few articles. This guy didn't just come out of nowhere. There's
Yeah,
something really suspicious. The guy is pretty well known,
he
like
did the
out
same thing to his
there.
baby mama.
My point
But he ran
is
her over.
Yup.
no. So okay, so maybe L Dog doesn't
He's
know
telling
what
everybody
happened.
to be cautious about what you hear, man.
No, I heard about this. Is the thing in
This dude looks like a
Milwaukee or
psyop,
whatever.
1000%,
The
bro.
The
Wisconsin.
Brotherhood.
Yeah, bro.
I'm
He looks
almost
like the
confident.
Brotherhood.
He looks like nah.
It's
Everything you
a.
see on TV is fake, man. Every single thing you see on TV is fake to some degree.
I agree with you on that.
This one might
Yeah.
look even more fake than other shit. It's just like, look,
We
the
talk
whole
about CNN is real. Everything on CNN is
hold
real.
on real quick. That whole Kyle thing looks suspicious. Now the story itself, I agree with the kid, right? But like that whole thing, he was being recorded from like every little movement. I mean, you don't find that weird? He was recorded like everywhere he went, there was a camera on him, and
Yeah,
like
this
got to hear what he's. It's just weird. It's just the whole thing is
but
weird.
recognize the type of shit that happened with that kid happens every fucking day in America, just about once a week probably. Why do they choose this case over that case or whatever? Like it's these these
It's
cases are
political.
handpicked. Yeah, but they're
Yeah,
handpicked,
yeah.
and they probably
Demographics.
got their like you're saying, cameras just
And there
looking
are people
for
that just
trouble.
start recording everything when they're just chilling up and fucking
I
protesting.
mean, yeah,
Recording
everyone
them.
has a phone these days, so I
No,
guess
I get it. I get what you're saying, though, Doc. But at the same time, it's just crazy how like all that video is available, and it was pretty much available right away. Look, I understand he did a shooting. Yeah, I get all that. Sometimes people get, they
Man,
get
when
shootings on
when I
video, but
hear
it was so
gunshots,
clear.
the last thing I do is reach for my fucking camera, man. Come on.
Yeah, dude, people are not even budging. Like they just, I mean, I don't know.
Yo, Rick, are you
Shootouts,
talking about that Kyle kid?
right? Shootouts.
Be careful what you say about that situation.
I've been around shootouts when it's happened.
Hit
First
the
thing you
fucking
kind of
floor,
do,
man.
yeah, you hit the fucking floor. You don't, especially when you don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah.
That's because you live in the hood, bro.
Well, yeah, and then the Aubrey case is coming up too. The closing arguments is almost done. And like
Yeah. So you're
it's
gonna,
kind of like, to me,
it's
it's
like
like you
this.
don't charge somebody with a rifle or a shotgun in their hand. Like it's just
No, I
with your
agree
bare
with you, but
hands. Like
here's how more
you're
likely
not
it's
gonna
gonna be.
outbox a dude like that.
Durden, this is how it's gonna be more than likely. Okay, you won one, now you're gonna lose one, or you won one, you won the second. Now expect the outcome of winning two in a row. So that's why I don't even take these cases serious. When I see it, I say, okay, look, what happened? What are they saying happened? What is the storyline? Like literally, what is the storyline? Well, the storyline is this and this and that. They're testing people. They probably want something bad to happen. That's
What's
probably
that?
what they want.
Exactly. What's going to be the outcome of this case, right? Black
Right.
people and people on the left are going to be pissed off, and the people on the right are going to be happy, and even more divided than ever before, man. Ultimately,
Yeah,
it's
But
just
that's what I'm saying, bro. It comes to the ultimate white versus black thing that they're pushing.
that's what they
So
want. Yeah, that's what
that's
they're
part
pushing,
of it,
right?
yeah.
it's
even with this
stupid.
dude that
This whole conservative. Like I can't stand conservatives, man. Conservatives or cuckservatives, whatever you want to call them. These guys are fucking cringy, man. Like they love Rittenhouse, right? They're like, they love this guy, and then Rittenhouse goes on there and says, "I support Black Lives Matter." And the conservatives are all like, "Oh, Black Lives Matter, all lives matter." Like,
he's
like
trolling, bro.
these guys, they just take positions to be in opposition, man. Like
Listen,
liberalism is an actual philosophy. Conservatism is just some fucking made up shit that people are basically just wanting to stay in a certain
Well,
time
what's the
frame of
basic term of
liberalism.
conservatism, right? It's like to
Yeah,
conserve.
conserve.
You just
Christian
conserve
tradition,
your
Christian values,
culture,
bro.
whatever, right? Whatever the case, right? Wherever you're at, are they doing that? The answer is no,
No.
Fuck no.
right?
Yeah,
They're
but
not doing that.
Americans, the problem in America is people aren't allowed to like associate based on those things. So like, if they want to live in a fucking society where it's like that's like the law, you're Christian over here, and
But
then like
Durden,
you're
that's by
multicultural over here.
design. That's why. But that's also
They make us all integrate with each other no matter what. Like,
Go ask a conservative what they think about gay marriage. About 20 years ago, they would have said, "Oh, it should be illegal. It's against the Bible." Now they'll say, "Listen, I have no problem with gay marriage,
But
but
you know why? But that's
personally, it's just not for me."
well,
but
yeah,
that's
they haven't realized they've been defeated,
But
but
this is exactly what the system is, right? The progressives, they change society, and conservatives instantiate the changes. They institute the change
they're
because
kind
they
of the both
conserve.
sides.
Because they
They're both the,
conserve
Exactly.
whatever's happening right now, they conserve that shit. So
It's a
progressives
false
change
opposition.
shit. It's fake. It's all fucking
yeah,
fake.
they're both on the same side basically. Like one side's just kind of like getting the boomers to fucking kind of be
One
hypnotized
is
till they
just
die,
crazier than the other. That's it.
One is just
But
20 years behind
and
the
then
other.
one's like
That's
trying to brainwash all
conservatives.
the kids.
Like,
Conservatives lost the culture war a long
yeah,
time
they
ago.
did.
Like the
They
left go
lost it.
Since
like
the
the left goes
1940s,
after kids. The left goes after kids, and the right wing goes after like the people like
old
retired
people.
people,
The
old
only
people.
the only way to oppose progressivism is to regress, is to go back, not conserve what you got. You got to go back. That's the only way it's not, it's fake opposition. Yeah.
But precise, why would you want to go back?
Why not?
Conserve your
I
tradition,
mean,
bro.
for some people, we don't want to go back.
But
That's
you
where we
okay,
divide,
okay.
bro.
Look. I'm not saying go back to fucking lynching
Africa.
people. I'm not talking about that. No. You're getting this all mixed up.
Precise
Look,
wants to send you
progressivism,
back to Africa, bro.
progressivism,
I'm about to say, what
progressivism
are you
is,
talking about,
but
man?
Hold on, let him
Look,
speak. Let him finish. Let him finish. Go ahead.
All right.
progressivism is mental illness because the underlying assumption is that we're never good enough, right? And if we're never
Uh-huh.
good enough, then we're just, well, we're bad, right? Like who, that which we are is no good. So we just keep progressing. When I talk about uh, going back in time, I ain't talking about going back to slavery times or
Uh-huh.
racism or how things were. I'm talking about family. I'm talking about people owning land, people producing things. America being, or any country for that matter, having a manufacturing base. You know what I mean? Being
Yep.
bringing the military back home. That sort of thing. You know what I mean?
What's
Having
that, like the
values,
50s?
standing for
I have
something.
I have a problem with both ideologies, but I feel like for conservatives, for example, like they try to like sugarcoat everything, like everything is peaches and flowers, or like the military, like they can do no wrong, cops can do
Yep.
no wrong.
Yep.
Like for example, like you'll never hear from a conservative like the shit some of the soldiers did in Vietnam, like raping women, like everybody's a hero. America can do no wrong. Like America's perfect. Like
But
I don't
remember when you say that, Rare Breed, you can't say every single soldier. In fact, it was
Mhm.
probably the minority that were
Oh, definitely.
behaving in that action. Now, it was probably covered up. I
Yeah.
can see that for sure.
America is a reprobate fucking state, bro. It needs to be destroyed. So that's just the reality of life, bro. Because
No,
it's not only poisoning our people here. It's poisoning the whole world, bro. With this
Listen,
fucking
this
degenerate fucking movements and
I
faggotry
disagree with that. I
and
disagree with that.
homosexuality and
I
all these other things, bro. Like
no, I
it's gonna
disagree with
get to
that.
the point where the whole world is just gonna be one huge fucking corporation, and people do
Well,
this
it
and
pretty
that.
much is. Yeah, it pretty much is.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk, dude. That video game Cyberpunk, man, is coming to reality.
Hey,
Like,
listen.
America's the last hope because if America
Last
goes
hope. Last
down,
hope for what, bro? It's fucking
no,
devil's
because
playground. What
no,
are you
think
talking
about it.
about?
America's not perfect. Don't get me wrong, but if America goes down, who's gonna be on top? China, right?
Yeah.
Or what is it? Russia, maybe? Who will be after China?
Shit, the way things are going in America, bro. I'd rather live in fucking China. I'll just say that.
America fell like 30, 40 years ago already. It's already been taken over. They just didn't announce it to you yet.
Hefe knows
America,
that.
Yeah,
Hefe knows that.
this shit's
exactly.
gone, man.
It's
I'll
gone
say
already.
I'll say
I
this
get
though
that.
about
So,
conservatives. They're losers. They're like that's my fundamental problem with them.
Yeah,
They're
they're just like
losers.
putting the
And
old people to sleep.
and
That's
the
what it
second
is.
problem I have
Fox
with them
News,
is they reject the
the Lord Jesus
you,
Christ.
no, not that.
Ah,
Like
fuck.
never mind. Let me not
All
go into
right,
that. But
preacher Hefe,
this
preacher
this is
Hefe.
what I'll say. Like conservatives, a lot of these white conservatives, they are racist. They don't want to admit it because they're afraid. And they love these, these buck dancers, okay? They love these dudes they can parade around like their pet, like, oh, look, it's this black guy I know, and he says that LGBT is
Larry
bad.
Elder.
The left
Larry
got
Elder.
owned. It's just cringe, man. Like,
see, this is the
Thank
way I
you.
they,
see. This is the way I see the right and the left. Right. So on the right, there's certain things that are going on. Right. So on the right, like they're about, oh, look at my black friends.
yeah.
Look at my black
I'm not
friends. Right.
racist.
That's
I've
the right.
got black
And then
friends. Like,
this is
Yeah,
the
but
left. This is the hold on real quick. I want to finish with the left. This is the left. The left is, well, I could call you a coon if you disagree with me, because I know black people are gonna the black people that support me are gonna let me talk to you that way. That's the
Whoa, whoa,
left.
whoa. Where recognize there is no white liberal calling a black person a coon. I
Oh
promise you
yes.
go
that.
on
Oh
Twitter. Go on
yes.
No, there is
Twitter.
not.
Oh
Go
yes.
on
Oh,
I've
Twitter,
never
bro.
met
Think about
one.
it like this. Hold up.
you crazy. Hold on.
Um,
Time out. Let me refresh his memory.
There's two.
Okay.
There's two coons in the
Hold
comments
on. Hold
right
on.
now.
Let
There's
me
two
let me
coons in
refresh
the
his memory.
comments right now.
Hold on. Calm down.
Yeah.
Let me. Candace Owens was called a monkey by who's that fucking singer's one of these singers, you know who I'm talking about, damn
oh,
it.
I
She's crazy.
remember. I
She's crazy.
remember the situation. I forgot
She's a
about
white
Who was
it.
an
lady.
L
She's
Dog?
called
Do you know the
a
name of her, L
monkey,
Dog?
a nappy-headed
Ah,
monkey,
I'm
I'll look it up.
trying
I'll
to
look it up, bro.
and
think,
she
dude. It
got
was like
no pushback, zero pushback, zero. Okay, so it works both ways. You got the annoying white conservative. Oh, look at my black friends, and you
Oh, I
also
know what you're talking
got
about. You're talking about Noah
you also
Cyrus.
got you also got the wiggers on the left side that
the
feel that
Johnny boys.
they can call somebody that they feel entitled to call black people who disagree with them coons.
You talking about
Man,
Rappaport,
no.
the Rappaport model. Someone like him.
Rappaport is one of those guys
Look,
too. Let me tell you something, you
Hey,
motherfucker. He
hey,
wants to say the N
I
word.
heard that guy's. Nah, I don't want to get
He
into
wants to
it,
say the N word. He wants to, but he's
but I
like,
heard, I
yo,
heard he's Jewish though. I heard he's like a fake Irish guy.
Yeah,
or
that's true. He's Jewish, I'm pretty sure.
you
well,
do.
whatever. You get what I'm saying. He's on the left, and
Judas, where
he's
are you?
fucking.
But they
He's
portray him as a white Irish. Like I get what they're saying. They portray him as like the white working class guy who's there for the cause. That's what he's promoted as.
Hangs out with the black
right.
guys. He shoots hoops
But
with the black
if
guys.
he was a conservative, he'll be like, "Oh, look at my black friends. Look at all my black friends." So you could be conservative and you could be black. And my point is all of this bullshit, right?
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
use your common
Right, mate.
sense. What sounds right and what sounds wrong? Why do you need these people to set the morality tone and say this is right or this is wrong? I mean, if you do that, yeah, you're gonna be led. Well, that's already happening. You're gonna be led to the slaughterhouse. That's what's gonna happen faster for you, more than likely. Look, somebody's gonna have to pay for all the damage that's being done. Somebody has to pay for that, and it ain't gonna be them, bro. It's gonna be you, whether you support them or not. Whether
It's
you
all the
support
people.
them or not.
It's all the people that took the Larry Holmes, man. They're gonna pay for this shit, man. Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah. Oh
Yeah, I
yeah.
heard that shit fucks with your DNA, bro. Like
yeah.
heavy shit.
Look,
Like I was looking up some fucking
I hope I'm wrong,
info on
man.
it.
I hope I'm wrong. I hope that it's a rare thing because I have people in my family that have taken it, and I hope I'm dead wrong. And I don't know. I might be in a situation one day where they make me take it. And you fucking lay me down and they make me take it. But I find it really odd that they just making it free for everybody and then went from free
They
to
give you donuts,
everybody.
bro.
Now if you want to have a job now, you got to take it.
You don't gotta
It's
take
fucking
shit.
insane.
That's what they have here. They have a mandate. No jab, no job. They call
You
it.
don't have to take it. You just don't know how to fucking move around in the world. That's all it is. Because you've been
Just
brainwashed to accept whatever daddy tells you to take. It's very easy not to take it and keep your fucking job. People just don't know what to do.
just
Use
create a
your
fake
rights.
card. Create a fake card, bro. That's what a lot of people are doing.
Look up conditional acceptance, okay? Just look it up. And if just fucking
You were
look it up.
talking about this on your other thing. If you want to
Yeah, like
explain it, go
people
ahead.
like it's an offer. It's a business fucking mandate just means someone says you got to do it, but you don't got to do it. What it is an offer. So what you do is you give them a counter offer. You say, "Okay, I'll take it, but you got to sign some kind of document for me that says if I have any side effects, you owe me 1.2 million dollars if I sneeze. You owe me blah blah blah." Like you just make a list of fines uh depending on whatever the reaction is. It's got to be reasonable, don't get me wrong. Like, $10,000 if I get a cold, $50,000 if my arm goes stiff, if I have any like serious complications, you owe me or my family $5 million. That means you're willing to accept it, but it's just called conditional acceptance. That's all. And if they don't want to sign it for you, then it's on them. They're making an offer to you, right? Because everything's a business, right? Everything's a fucking corporation. They're making you an offer, so what you got to do is counter offer. If they don't accept your counter offer, then they're being dishonorable, and you don't got to worry about this shit.
Damn, it's a good point, bro.
To be honest, man, I'm not too worried about the vaccine. I got it and I feel fine. That's my opinion. I got it. I feel
Can you
fine.
You know
explain the
what?
conditions and why you got it? Can you explain it one more? I know you.
Yeah,
So,
because there was a shortage of the vaccine in New
this
Zealand.
is insane.
And
And
guess
so
what? Like
you
they have
volunteer.
the mandate. They have all this other shit. and social situations. It's just not worth me like not getting it now, because like I understand people may say use your rights. It's different here. Like we don't have the same things as in America,
Yeah,
where
but what are you scared of, L Dog? Like, what's the worst they could do to you, bro?
the
Go to
worst they
jail?
can do is not give me a job, me being basically ostracized from social situations, because every bar, fucking shop, whatever is requiring you to have some sort of passport. Like you just can't do shit without it. So for me
So
it
they,
was like,
L Dog. Look, let me tell you a simpler thing. You tell all
well, let
these
me let
guys.
me just finish it off. I
No,
got
no, I'm
like
trying to give you a
two
simpler one.
sentences. No, I got like two
All
sentences.
right, all right. And I'll
I
give you a
was like,
simpler one to tell them. Go on.
okay. I was like, you know what? Like weighing up the pros and the cons, it just ain't worth like not getting one for me, who really just can't be fucked doing any research into it.
That it, L Dog? That it? All right. So look, L Dog, a simpler one to tell all these guys on here, your pals on the panel that are trying to peer pressure you into not taking the vaccine, that are trying to make you feel bad for taking the
I've got
vaccine.
it.
Hold
Both
on, hold on.
shots.
No, no, I know. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Instead of doing all that explanation, next time one of these guys on here even questions you, you go like this. You say, I don't give a fuck if I start growing a tree branch out of my arm or if my fucking dick turns into a lizard. I don't care. Who cares? We're all going to die anyways, right? We're all going to die anyways. So who the hell cares if this vaccine fucks me up, you know? Just say that shit, bro. Don't get into all of this about a job and blah, blah, blah. You know, who cares, man?
hey,
Listen,
TF,
man. Listen, when
TF,
we're all 6 feet deep, hold on, Mel Hefe. When we're all 6 feet deep, who the fuck cares what happened to us, right? Who cares what happened on this lifetime?
well, it
What if it
depends.
takes? What if it
You
takes
guys,
time out of your life, though?
I don't know,
Takes
man.
You're
time.
above
uh,
ground and no one cares now.
listen,
You
man.
should think.
And
You
look,
should think
hold
more
on,
about it,
real
though.
Listen.
quick. Reverse
And you
Lee,
know what,
this is like
Scale Bender, you're getting bodied by a guy who does
listen,
that for a living. You just
reverse
got
Lee, like
bodied by me, you clown. Don't you ever
reverse.
step to
Hey,
me.
real quick, I
All right,
think
go ahead,
Oh,
old dog. Go ahead, old dog.
reverse Lee is being like one of those people who are super pro-vax, and they're like, oh, you have to get it. Like, dude, just because those people are fucking cringy doesn't mean you have to take the exact opposite and be like, it's a death shot. They're gonna exterminate like 90% of the population. Like,
no,
dude,
I
let's
just did
keep
it. I
things
just
real,
did it.
man.
I just did it for a corporate job, dude. That's the only reason I did it. I used to
And I
not need
feel
to because I
fine.
worked
Like
on
I
cars, but
feel healthy. They told me it was gonna change my mind. I was gonna become a liberal. I'm more racist than ever. I'm more sexist than ever. This shit didn't
that's
change
right.
shit, man. It
Yeah,
made me worse.
at the end of the day, no one should care. Yeah, if you want to get it, cool. But other people that don't force it. Other
Old
people
dog.
that
Exactly.
don't
What happened to
want
That's
to do
my
it.
true.
dog?
That's
Like
just
if you don't need
simple as
it,
it
if
is.
you don't need it at your job or whatever you do in your daily life, then you shouldn't
Hey
get
yo,
it.
Hold up. You want me to tell you? You want me to tell you what I was saying back in June? Back in June, they were talking about how everybody in my job and this and that is going to get mandated, and if you don't and if you don't take it, then you get fired.
Job.
No. Just hear me. Shut your punk ass up, white boy. Don't make me get at you. All right. But hold
White
on.
boy.
Yeah, white boy.
What
Yeah,
kind of derogatory term is this?
that's what you call a white boy when he acts. But anyways, I
He's
no,
Greek. They're pretty much
no,
all.
no, but hear me out. All jokes aside, I literally told everybody, I was like, look, man, when they mandate us, I'm just gonna quit, man. I'm like, I'm not taking this shit. And I'm not gonna lie, the second I seen the email, they're like, either you take it or you get fired. I was like, fuck this shit. I'm taking it, man. I changed. I completely switched up, man. I completely switched up. Because I looked at the bills.
Listen.
I looked at the bills and I said they're not gonna pay themselves, man. So
Okay, listen.
It's like
Here-
these
Here's
guys who protest in the cop shop and they
here
just
here's the way I see it, right? Like whatever you want to do, you can do it, right? If you want to go for the vaccines, go for the vaccine.
Yeah,
Whatever. But the fact that this is
that's the thing. Yeah.
the method that they're gonna go about to basically threaten you. They're blackmailing you.
Yeah. That's the
Okay.
thing. That's what people don't get. Like, shoot heroin in your eyeballs if you want to. You can do what you want, but yeah.
Shoot heroin in your eyeballs.
Man, to be honest, philosophically,
Okay, so
I have
today.
no. Oh my bad.
But
My
wait,
bad.
Eldo, let me
You
finish,
cut out.
Eldo. So
You cut
today,
out. You cut out real quick.
Sorry, how about now?
Yeah, good.
Am I
good.
good?
Yeah, sound clear now, bro.
All right.
Nice.
So today is like I'm taking your privileges of just entering any establishment you want to, right? That's open to the public. Um, I'm gonna ban you from making money. Um, what's next? I'm gonna put you in prison. Why wouldn't that be possible? Why wouldn't that be the next step? Because I mean, you don't think it's crazy that they ban people from going into establishments that, not all of them, but a lot of them, establishments where you would go sit down and eat with your family. You would go take your family and go to, I don't know, a fucking theater, watch a movie, whatever, right? They're gonna
At
take
this
that
point,
away from you, and then to earn a living on top of that, okay, your right to earn a living. They're saying we're gonna take that away from you as well, right? Then the next step is going to be, because they're gonna say, well, everybody's playing along. Well, the next step will be obviously then go to prison. Then from prison, we'll kill you. Fuck it, we'll
And
just kill you on the spot.
what they're gonna do, recognize, is they're gonna take all the vaxxed, all the normies. They're gonna take them and they're gonna turn them against the people who don't want this shit, and that's
that's
what
Yeah,
what
it's
they're
gonna
doing
come
right
down to.
now.
Yeah.
that's what
Obnoxious
they're doing right now.
concentration
Yep.
camps.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't have a philosophical opposition to vaccine mandates because I think the whole idea of rights is a stupid liberal concept. I don't believe in human rights. I believe might is right.
You believe might is
That's why
right? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
What is that?
that's
What do
why
you mean, like by force of nature?
Oh
Like
damn, you going by that book, Midas, right?
Yeah,
so?
by Ragnar Redbeard or whatever his name was.
Yeah,
So
you should read that book. You should
you
read that
believe in
book.
Yeah,
like
Get
it's
the
good.
smoke knows about that.
you believe in Darwin's theory?
No, I believe in might is right. Like I don't believe in the liberal notion of divine human rights that,
Mhm.
all people have these innate rights. I believe you only have rights so
Yeah,
far
there's
as a
like
collective.
elites.
Hold on. I believe you can only have rights so far as a collective can enforce them. So the only reason we have rights is because some sort of collective
This guy's
that is
communist,
the
brother.
government can enforce these rights. Like in the old days, it used to be tribes, right? You couldn't
Uh-huh.
just go and kill someone from another tribe because then there would be repercussions. Like,
Yeah.
this is how real rights work in the world. So I don't really believe that every uh everyone has some sort of right to you know to something. Like I don't believe people have the right to not take the vaccine if that is what the collective is doing. Like it might be shitty, but
Yeah.
you don't have the right. Like if the
But
government is
it's
willing.
not even. But that's not even true, because what you're saying is that the majority of the population took the vaccine, right? In this case, we're talking about. So saying that, you know, the collectives decided to take it, you're assuming that right away that everybody has taken it, and that's not true. That's why they keep. That's why they keep doing this. This is why they keep the mandates up. I think at a certain point,
Well, like
they're just going to stop.
Israel's the most like vaccinated country in the world, right?
And we got Hefe backstage, but there will
Yeah, but
always be minorities in society who need to be overpowered and ruled by like some sort of ruling class.
yeah.
Fuck that.
Well, no.
Listen, at
Nah,
this
fuck that.
point, I'm just
Hey,
gonna build. Listen, at this
fuck
point, I
that.
just want to build a. If it gets worse, I'm just gonna build a cabin and just do my own thing. Spread the good news when I
Hey, look,
can. But
But it's real easy to get rid of, like, and to justify getting rid of all these might is right motherfuckers. Just shoot them in the head, right? And they're cool with that. So it's not a problem. You just line them up against the wall and shoot them. That's it.
Oh,
Might
but
is
what if they're on the other side, bruh?
But might is right, so it's all good.
we just need another
Exactly,
revolutionary war
exactly.
so we
Well,
can
there you
stop
go.
this
I mean,
dictatorship.
It's a dumb fucking world. Might is
roll
right.
the dice.
What does that
Roll
mean?
the
What does that
dice.
mean? That just means war everywhere, all the time. That's what that
but
means.
Not necessarily.
Listen,
the
any of you
thing,
guys seen A Bug's Life?
No,
A
bro.
what?
no, I
Uh,
haven't.
Nah.
Bugs Life, bro.
Dude,
Ain't that
I'm
a
not
fucking
gonna base
cartoon?
my worldview off a
You
fucking
want to
children's
fuck off?
movie.
Listen, I'm about to
This
make a
nigga
I'm
is
quick
Sorry,
point.
sorry,
talking
Justin.
dude.
about
Sorry,
I'm
a
Justin.
sorry.
cartoon, bro.
You know,
I'll tell you this much.
Gerson, you could talk to me about Nietzsche. You could talk to me about
I,
Spengler. You could talk to me
let me
about
get to the
Marx.
point though.
But don't
Let
don't
me
fucking
get to the
bring
point though.
children's
Let
movies
Gerson
into how the world
A
should
make his
Bugs
work.
point.
Life,
Let him
bro.
make his
Sorry,
point. Go
Gerson.
ahead.
You walked into that one, bro. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, you did kind of did, but
No,
go
I
ahead,
did, but
man.
let me make my
I
point.
saw Bugs Life. I saw Bugs Life. I did
The-
see it.
all right, so here's
That
the
was a good
thing.
move.
The main message of the movie is that all these people are just trying to intimidate you, but they try to make you forget that we're the bigger number and we're the one who controls what they get. You get where I'm going?
Yeah, of course we do. But
Yeah, I agree
unfortunately,
with that.
everybody has their own.
And
But you know,
everybody's just too much
everybody
of a
has their
sissy to
own. Yeah,
stand up.
this is
That's what I'm
why
trying to
there's
say.
such. This is why there's racism, religious divide. There's gay, straight. They keep creating them because we keep letting them.
No, it's
Exactly. That's
needed,
what I'm trying
bro.
to get
It's
to. So
needed.
when I make
No,
analogies,
it's
so it's
not
not even.
needed. It's
There
not.
will never be global peace,
No,
bro.
no,
The
no. We
world
don't
wasn't
have to
created
be
for global
kumbaya,
peace. That's some
holding each
global
other's
homo shit, bro.
hands and shit like that. We what we don't have to do is see each other as fucking enemies all the time.
Yes,
That
we
only.
should. Yes, we
Yeah.
should,
No,
bro.
no,
Why?
no,
Why
no,
would I
no,
No,
want
we
to
no, no,
live?
no,
shouldn't.
no.
Why would I want to live right next to a Muslim when I can live next to a
Well, hold on,
Christian?
hold on. That's
You
totally.
know what I'm saying? And
That's totally different. No, no. That's so.
sometimes we gotta fight
That
for the
yeah.
That's
land, bro, and let the
Why would
best
you want to
land win.
live next to anybody?
yeah, exactly.
Fuck.
That's totally.
Ah,
Yeah, you
Yeah, I don't
don't.
want to live next to any motherfucker. That's a
Yeah,
good point.
Fuck
exactly.
that.
But
Fucking
at the same
Yeah, but I
time,
want to live in a Christian nation, bro.
Listen, but that
well, there comes
L Dog.
it's
Listen,
problems with everything. You live in a Christian nation, then there's going to be some rules you have to live by.
Why follow
listen.
the
As a
laws of
Christian,
the Lord,
I'm
bro?
just gonna say this, L Dog. That doesn't mean you got to exclude every other kind of person. Those are the people you're supposed to love on. So if you're
No,
gonna do
you
that,
do
I
have to exclude
oppose
them, bro.
Christianity
No, no, no,
because
no. Let me
Christianity
respond
is
to him, bro.
slave
You
morality.
do have
So
to
I
exclude them,
don't
bro.
care about Christianity,
You do
man.
have to exclude them, bro. Not only
Well,
that, bro.
exactly. Everybody gets to live in their own little state, man.
You gotta. Yeah, I agree with that, bro. Like
Dude, if
that's the
you
whole reason
change
for countries and states.
if you didn't listen to the media, if you did not, you know, anything that you see on TV and everything that they're promoting, if you did not listen to that, most people did not listen to that, you wouldn't have a problem in your everyday life
Yes, I
with
do.
other people.
I have a problem every
You're,
fucking day,
no,
bro.
but of course, but
I
I don't
live
know
in the
what's.
hood, bro. I know
You live
what
in the
it's
hood.
like,
There you
bro.
go. There you go. You live in fucking Houston, okay, where they have some of the baddest ghettos in America, right? So
So
but that's not everybody's problem. You get what I'm saying?
no,
That's not everyone's problem. That's your situation. Like it might be other people's situation. I've been in a situation where I lived in a bad neighborhood myself, but that's not the crux of what's happening today. What's happening today is everybody is distracted, and what Gerson was saying, we
distracted of
are
what?
the people. We're distracted without problems,
You're
and
distracted
people
because
creating problems for us too. Like, oh, my white privilege. Oh, blacks.
not only that, but we can do a lot
Blacks
more.
are this and blacks are that. It's like that's the problem, bro. That's the problem. Is that
but those are
people start
natural
believe.
problems.
All right, you come up to your own conclusion. Not somebody else comes to that conclusion for you.
No, no, but
And
you're acting like, oh, well, all these problems has oh, the media's pushing that they don't get along. They've never gotten along, bro. That's the
I
whole reason why they
understand, but
never lived together.
human beings have never gotten along.
That's what I'm
Period.
saying.
This is the
Different
beginning.
cultures.
that's
But
why they're
there's
easy to
also,
divide.
but there's
That's why
also,
they're so easy to divide.
yeah, but there's also propaganda, also,
Yeah.
right? This,
And my
this
other
also.
point was
What do
basically
you
What
think? What
that
do you
is
think the media? What do you think the media and social media is about, bro? There was times I never heard any news in any state other than the state I was living in.
I agree.
There was a time where I didn't know that fucking Chicago has fucking 1,000 murders. I had no idea. I had no idea that it was a fucking lynching of some black dude in fucking whatever,
Yeah.
and that they beat
Yeah.
up some white boy until his eyes popped out. I never knew about these things. Okay,
Now you know news
but
around the world. I
this
mean,
is what
because you
this is
watch the
what
news,
TV is
so
about.
you tell me about. You've even told me recognised stuff in my country I don't even know because I don't watch the news. So that shows that.
Yeah, and I was getting pissed off. Remember, I was like, I gotta
Yeah,
stop watching
yeah.
this shit.
Yeah, but
I
it's
don't, I
only a
don't care.
one
It's
way.
pissing me
It's
off.
an only a one way propaganda, bro. It's not like it's even. It's not an even playing field.
Oh, of course.
Hey,
Hold on.
Record.
But just a second ago, you were saying, well, that's just life, man. Life is not an even playing field. That's
And I
just the way it
accept it.
is.
I
It's
accept
just,
it.
well, you're complaining about it now.
I'm not complaining. I'm explaining to them, bro, what it is.
Well, sure, whatever. You were just complaining about
I wasn't
you.
complaining, bro. I was
Well,
explaining.
you shouldn't complain about anything. You should just be like, hey, that's just the way it is, man.
I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian, bro.
Rare
I
Breed, you was gonna say something? Go ahead, Rare Breed.
Yeah, so you were making a point about how they're trying to divide people or whatnot.
Yes.
You saw they're saying like how they were talking about how on Twitter like these bots from these European countries or not even European countries but like Russia and China
Yeah.
they have bots on Twitter that like make Kyle Rittenhouse is a hero like they're trying to divide people and then or Black Lives Matter like they're trying to like stir people up on social media and then make the divide worse. But
Yes, Rare. But this is what it's intent. Why do you think there's like, if I type in Kyle Rittenhouse shooting, right, on Google, or forget Google, don't even do it there, on a different search engine, right? I could find so many videos, different angles of that fucking shooting, and different point of views about what led up to the shooting. My point is, like, maybe all that shit is authentic, fine, but I don't think so. But let's just say it is. The reason why it's so available is to get different reactions. It's like if you're on the Rittenhouse side, right? You're like, man, I could do that too.
Yeah.
But your ending might not, more likely it's not going to end up that way, because that kid, if all that shooting was true, he's a marksman. He is a tremendous fucking shooter. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm not saying
Killed the
that
guy
it's
with one shot.
impossible. Yeah, the kid that did the shooting, right? 17-year-old kid that did the shooting.
But recognise, like we're saying, look at the divide. Like we were talking about this earlier. Why does that case get so much attention? Like there's thousands of people killed in Chicago every year. One guy like, killed because it's to divide people. That's why it's got that much attention.
In this country,
it's not to divide. It's to demonize white people. Let's get to the
well,
point.
Yeah, but that further helps divide as well. Yeah.
Right. It's not
goes
just
hand in hand.
But you see, it's not just first of all, it's white people demonizing other white people. Let's be fucking honest, right? Like that's what's doing it. Okay.
It's not like an external problem. To be honest, the thing I look at white people is like white people at large are spiritually dead. Like, and we have been for some time, and
they
it
left
won't
Christianity.
change.
Well, that's not just white people.
The turning point for white people, I would say was the slave revolt in morality, which is actually the introduction of Christianity. The notion, I would say that was the big turning point for the European people and the Europeans. Like, we became weak when we accepted the notion of good and evil from the priest class instead of the notion of good and bad from the aristocratic class.
Hey, Rekka, I'm gonna take off, but because my battery's gonna die, but I'm gonna keep listening in on my computer. But
hey, join back, dude.
I'll see if I can. Yeah. If
I want to hear your point of views, bro. You've been too quiet.
Hey, but how is it that they got all these angles of the Rittenhouse, whatever the fuck, right? But Top Rank lost the footage of the Crawford Porter knockout. How'd that happen?
That was really good.
That's funny.
What the fuck was? You guys saw that shit, right? Like, what the fuck was that?
Apparently, people are saying like people are saying Porter like stumbled or whatever. Dude, he looked fine to me.
He was fine, man. He was pounding the canvas, screaming. He was good.
And so what? What happened to this? What happened to the warrior spirit of wanting to go out on your shield? You know, I'll give Wilder his credit, man. That dude, he does have a warrior spirit. He might be
What do
They
you think
might
Wilder
not
would
be
have did in that situation, L Dog? If
Bro,
Kenny
I
he would
think
have.
he
Porter,
would have punched Kenny Porter's
Yeah,
fucking
I
head.
think
he
he
would
would have.
have punched him in his
Like he
fucking
would have. He
head.
would have. He would have laid a straight right on Kenny Porter's fucking Kango hat. Would have
Like,
knocked his
dude,
Kango hat off his head.
like one thing we can't deny about Wilder is that guy. He really will fight until the death, man.
Yeah.
No, no, no.
No.
It's not easy. You're right about that. You're right. But my point is that the stoppage is just crazy. That stoppage is insane. I think
Come on, man.
Wilder. Look, when his trainer stopped the fight in the rematch, Breland stopped the fight. He was mad, but he didn't like overboard, right? He was just like, man, why you fucking stop the fight, like that type of thing. In
That's
that
it.
condition, if Porter would have did that to him, where he's
Yeah.
banging his hand, he's clearly mad, and you'd have punched him in his face, without a doubt.
I'll tell you guys what Porter should have did to his dad. He should have did what Isaiah Stewart wanted to do to LeBron James. That's what he should have did to his dad.
Oh,
He should have ran up on him like that.
Who
I
the
don't
fuck
think
watches
LeBron.
basketball and why?
it's so garbage now. Basketball, god damn.
No. Listen, I don't watch like I used to, but I see. I'm
Yeah,
hip
but
to the
that was
news.
no fight.
I'm
That
hip
was
to
no
the
fight,
news.
though, bro. But basketball and soccer never had fights. I've never seen
No,
them
I'm just
throw a punch,
saying.
except for that
Bro, watch
brawl
rugby
No, I'm
at
not
league.
saying it's a fight.
brawl at Auburn Hills.
No, Jed. I'm saying that Isaiah Stewart guy really wanted to kill LeBron, and
Who
that's
the
what
fuck is
Sean Porter
Isaiah
should have did.
Stewart, bro?
I don't know, maybe.
It's
might
like a school fight, man. You know, maybe a couple
I don't know if it's a
punches,
school
pushing,
fight. He got his
shoving.
shit cut up. Did you
Nah,
see his eye, L Dog? L
Like I
Dog, did
said,
you
bro,
see his right eye? He got it cut up pretty bad.
soccer and
Gay,
basketball
bro.
players are the worst. They never throw punches. They never throw a punch.
Hey, you need to watch rugby league, man, if you want to watch
Ice
or
hockey as
hockey.
well. Ice
Yeah,
hockey
ice
and rugby
hockey.
have the
I don't know.
better
That
fight.
Malice in the Palace, man, that was a pretty good
That's
fight.
the only time. Yeah, that's the only time I've seen him throw a punch.
Yeah, bro.
That's
I
why
No, but
I
never
there's
don't
watched
watch.
been,
rugby.
you know what? There's been. Listen, I'll tell you what. Some of the best times a fight almost happened is when LeBron James dunks on some. Sorry, Shaq. When Shaq dunks on you,
Bro,
it's
fuck
got
LeBron James, bro.
hold on, and Shaq's got his nuts all up in your face and shit. That pisses you off, man.
Come on,
That
bro.
always
You had to
starts
bring.
a fight. That always starts a fight, man. That always starts a fucking fight. Because he does it on purpose, too. He does it on purpose.
Hey,
The
but
bum.
Oh, yeah, Scalebender, shut your white ass up, you little hoe.
Oh, come on.
Scalebender's an OG, bro. Game, bro.
Yeah, that's the great
Hey,
great
but,
godfather of this white BBC.
But like, why are fans so like pussified nowadays that they're like, oh, you know, he wanted to like, you know,
I'll tell you
save
why,
his
L Dog.
back piece,
I can
whatever.
already answer you. I can already answer your
Yeah.
question. It's because they're just fanboys who want to see their fighter win. So if it's an early stoppage, you know what I mean? They're just going to go, oh, fighter safety. You had to get saved because they just like the result of the fight more than the actual fight
I
outcome.
like-
you know what I mean?
But then they'll turn around and campaign for Fury Wilder 4, right?
Yeah,
Fighter safety.
I like the sweet science, but I also like the violence and the brutality in boxing. Okay, I like how it's kind of
Dude,
primitive. I
brutality
want to see these
is
guys
always
hurt, like knocked
part
out.
of the game. Brutality.
Yeah, you're only gonna make it so safe, man.
But you know what that is,
It's always
bro?
look football, right? They're trying their best to, and in some way they have succeeded
It's pussy.
in minimizing.
Not really, though.
Not really, exactly. These guys
It's a
are still.
pussy ass sport, bro. Let's
No,
be
it's
real.
not. Football is not.
They got helmets and shit, bro.
Yeah. But dude.
I want
It's
you to
not.
get
It's
into
not. It's not a pussy ass sport.
Come on,
I'm
bro.
sorry.
If they didn't wear helmets, do you know the injuries in that sport? Their
Yeah, they'll
eyeballs
be
would be coming out
dead,
of
bro.
Yeah.
There'll be a guy dead in every play. Every
their
play.
nose
That's what
bone would be sticking through their brains.
Yeah, but you can't even hit the quarterback anymore, bro. And it's all fucking pussy.
Yes,
Like, so
that's
many
called privilege. That's that's what. Why did they stop? Why did they start making all these penalties on the quarterback hits? That's because they wanted their stars, the NFL stars, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, to have long careers. They probably sat down with them. He's like, "Do you guys want these gentlemen to be like the face of your sport for a long time?" And they're like, "Yeah. Well, we need to start making some rules about them getting hit, which is part of the game."
So you're saying it's white privilege?
Well,
No,
I mean,
when
I'm
they
not
say
saying that.
that-
I'm not saying it's like.
I mean, it's
what
kind
I'm
of like
saying
how they. Okay, the best way to explain this to OG is it's like it's like a Canelo fight, right? They don't want
Oh my
Canelo to get
god.
hurt, so they put in these special clauses to make sure he doesn't get hurt.
Yeah, Canelo's
They,
the Tom Brady of
they
boxing.
want
Canelo's
Canelo
not
to
as
stay
great.
around for a while. That's why he's fighting Makubu or
Makabu,
Hakuna Matata,
Makabu.
dude.
Hakuna
Makabu, yeah.
Matata.
Yeah, that's
I
what the
think
LDPC are calling him. Because this guy is gonna be a chump and he's gonna lay down.
But weren't they saying that he was ducking black fighters, bro? He's fighting a black fighter now.
What are fans
Man.
calling him, L-Dog? What are some fans
The
calling him?
blackest.
Hakuna
Hakuna
Matata.
Matata.
Let me tell y'all something.
Hopefully Canelo fights in fucking Africa, bro. Just to fucking troll
Hey,
you, dude.
El Jefe.
Listen,
When they
He
said
won't.
black fighters, they meant African American fighters, not Africans. Big difference.
So you don't think
Man, he's
Africans
not
are
fighting a
African
black
American?
fighter, man.
Aren't they the same people, bro? What are you talking about?
Big difference. Big difference in mannerism, culture, fighting styles, everything. It's
He's
like
fighting
saying,
three.
They
Man,
are.
Canelo's fighting 3/5 of a black man. All right, that's
it's
all.
like
He's
Well,
it's,
you
it's
gotta,
like
no, you gotta remember. Watch, rare breed. See, the difference is because the African American fighter, he's the slick boxer. It's different. It's different than
yeah.
the African boxer, right? So I think that's what the LDBC's
Okay,
referring
but
to.
why didn't they say African American? They said
Because
black
they're
fighter.
referring to the slick boxers. That's exactly who they're referring to.
Because there's racist people against their own people, like anything else, man.
it's called
I wouldn't
reverse
say
racism.
racism, but it's like
Well,
Italian.
whatever. You know what would be
But they're dumb
considered
stereotypes. Like James Kirkland
stereotype.
was a
Yeah.
brawler, and he's African American fighter. Like,
Yeah, no, black fighters come in all shapes and sizes.
yeah,
I
of
know.
course. Like the guy Pacquiao fought, the South African, he was a really slick boxer.
Yeah,
What's his name? Ledwaba from the
Ledwaba.
Pacquiao's first. Yeah, like he was a really
yeah,
skilled boxer. He was from Africa.
yeah.
He's a champion
But
for a long time at that weight class.
Yeah, but just look at the imagery, bro. Like Canelo's fighting this big black dude, bro. Especially if he fights in Africa, bro. It's a good
He's
look.
not gonna
for
fight
Canelo.
him in Africa, bro. That's not gonna happen.
I'm telling you,
No,
he is,
that
bro.
was no. Recognize,
King
that
Joffrey.
was part of the question.
Joffrey Jamunda's gonna
That was
sponsor it with
that
a
was part of
fucking
the
lion around his neck.
discussion. No, for real, that was part of the discussion. They want to fight in the Congo. That's what they were talking.
I
Yeah,
doubt
Canelo
it.
does.
Very.
He doesn't
Canelo
need
ain't
the
going to
money.
the Congo. Canelo's
Bro,
not going to the Congo.
Canelo doesn't need the money, bro. And I heard Congo has a lot of fucking diamonds, so they could pay him in diamonds or some shit like that.
That's Sierra Leone, man. That's another part of Africa,
Hey,
man.
Hefe, you know who's got diamonds? Sinaloa. Look at El Chapo's guns. You know, they got a lot of diamonds as well.
They could make a
So
type of deal over there.
Makup, whatever the fuck his name.
Makabu?
Makabu, he fought a European dude. I forget his name now, but in the Congo, right? And his team's hotel room got broken into. They stole their money, man. They had to like run out of there in the middle of the fucking night. It was a whole.
It's like a fucking safari.
Yeah. And it was only like $150,000 purse or something. So
Yeah,
to them
don't
people,
send Canelo over there, bro. They might fucking eat him, bro. Fuck that.
no. But if he goes there, he's gonna get like government. He's gonna get military
So
protection.
it'll be
for
ginger
sure.
biscuits for dinner. Ginger biscuits for dinner. If Canelo
They
goes.
won't eat Canelo because in Africa they don't like their meat with all the steroids and HGH in it.
Bro, they had a weigh-in for that fight.
Good one, Elko.
They had the weigh-in in a barn, bro. Like I'm not even kidding. I'm not trying to be funny or nothing, man. For real, I watched the weigh-in. It was in a barn, man.
Have you seen the one where they had like a 30-second round and then the next round because it was 30 seconds they had to make up for it, so they made like a 6-minute round.
Yeah.
Like they kept changing the round. Like, dude, this guy.
L-Dog,
This guy's
after Canelo goes missing, all the Congo boxers start testing positive for steroids.
Yeah.
Eating all that meat.
Did you see how friendly? Did you see how friendly he was with Canelo, hugging him?
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
oh yeah.
like damn.
That's the jackpot. Canelo
Like-
is the jackpot.
Nah,
look,
Africans are friendly people, bro. I've met
Yes,
some people.
yes, I know. yes, they are friendly.
No, they are friendly. I'm not saying with the way he says it. It's like with a certainty. Like
No, but I'll have to. You don't remember? You don't remember what Makabu kept calling him? He called him the best fighter in the world. So he was showing him that respect.
Really,
it's too much.
Grown ass man,
It's
bro.
too
That's
much.
what they're supposed to do.
It's such thing as too much respect, bro. Like
Agreed.
at the end of the day, this dude's your opponent. Like,
Look, I want Makabu to basically come in.
I mean,
that
he
ring.
wasn't kissing his ass.
Hold on. I want Makabu to come into that ring the way he's been coming in his last fights. His last few
He's not.
fights.
He's not. He's not gonna.
If
What's
I don't
gonna
see
happen
that,
is,
if I don't
oh
see
yeah,
that, then I'm gonna be like, I know what to expect already.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think Canelo's fights are fake, but if this one, I'm putting it out there. Like, if Canelo just walks forward, plotting step by step, and Makabu, just puts a little rangefinder out there, backs up to the ropes, gets teed off on, resets the action, and just keeps happening over and over again.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, like, I'm sorry, but the guy was defeated before he even got in the ring. Like,
He
you
looks
don't
Like
get
Callum
treated
Smith.
defeated.
that way.
Like Callum Smith.
Yeah, but if he comes out, if Makabu comes out swinging and he gets clipped, full credit to Canelo. But he gotta come out fighting
Canelo
like he's
can't
the biggest
hurt a
man.
cruiser. He can't hurt a cruiserweight. He don't got the power to hurt a cruiserweight. Them shits are gonna bounce off this dude if it's a real fight, man. He can't hurt.
What
It's impossible.
what about if
Fuck.
I heard today? I don't know if he's already spoke on it because I wasn't. I was away for a bit of the show. Someone told me that Canelo wants to fight at 180 pounds or something, catch weight. You know if anyone knows if they're
No,
saying
he's
that?
fighting at.
190.
Nah,
They're moving the entire division
no,
down.
yeah, I know that, but I heard that Canelo wants it even at a catch weight of 180 something.
Nah,
Oh
Jed,
my
Jed, he
god.
I
said
mean,
he
that would be
said
insane.
no. He said he's gonna come in at 180. That's his max
That's
weight.
max weight.
Oh, okay, all right, fair enough. Yeah, the guy might have got a mistake. Yeah, they thought it was like a 180 catch weight. I was thinking Makabu will have to cut his leg off to do that.
Hey, I don't know what Precise is trying to say. Well, he can't hurt a cruiserweight. That's a damn lie. Because you've seen James Toney. He moved up all the way to heavyweight, and he knocked out a heavyweight with
James
a body
Toney's a
punch.
big man. Canelo's a little dude.
Yes, yeah.
James
Yo,
Toney's
That,
yo, speaking of these people moving up all the way up and then going back down, am I the only one that thinks the next time Canelo goes down to fight someone that's willing to win, he could end up like Roy Jones?
he's not gonna do that. He's not gonna do that. What he's gonna do is like Jed was saying earlier. He's gonna probably come into the ring 185, right? And that's probably what he comes in the fucking ring anyway in every fight. He's gonna come in that 185 range, and if he has to go back down, he does that. But if he beats Makabu, I mean, I'm not gonna be surprised if he's like, yeah, I want to fight Usyk next, and or AJ.
I think he could. Him and
I want to fight
Usyk.
him at 215.
Him and Usyk is a good fight, bro.
I want to take AJ down to 215 pounds.
No.
He ain't a big enough A side for those guys, though.
Nah, he's not. I know.
Usyk versus Canelo at cruiserweight at 200 pounds. Why not? 2 pound for pound fighters.
Dude, he would beat the fuck out of
Usyk could fucking blast him out of the ring.
Have you guys
No,
not a
wait, wait,
realistic
wait.
fight. I'm sorry to tell you, bro.
No, it is a realistic fight.
No. In your world, it's realistic, but in reality, it's not.
First of
You
all,
gotta-
you forgot something. Canelo doesn't fight tough fighters anymore.
That's what I'm saying.
So-
Usyk when he fought Bradis. Now go back in that fight, bro, and watch how Bradis.
Bradis would
is not
kill
that big.
Canelo.
Bradis would
kill him.
destroy Canelo.
He would
Bradis
kill
is,
him.
I
like,
disagree.
Bradis has way more power than Canelo. He's pretty much just as skilled if you really look at their
He
fights.
has no head movement, bro. I've seen his fights.
Okay, he has no head movement, but guess what he can do that Canelo can't? He can fight off the back foot, move laterally, and knock people out with one punch on the back foot. He knocked out a 250-pound man on the
bum.
back foot with one punch. It wasn't a bum. It was a top 20 heavyweight.
You know who else has no head
Now
movement?
watch out.
A lion when he's chasing down a fucking gazelle got no head movement, man. He don't fucking need it.
But this is
But
what
it
I'm
doesn't
trying to
matter.
say. Canelo's style, like when he's fighting these bigger dudes, bro, he makes himself so tiny, bro, that it's hard to hit him, bro. Like
Dude, you're deluded, man. You're so fucking deluded. It's just you're on another level, man. You just
I'm actually
stop,
giving
bro.
him an
Just
example.
stop,
I'm telling you,
bro.
you know
Just
what's a good
stop.
fight?
He's like a virus.
Fight here, Tank Davis versus Canelo. Because here's the thing, Canelo, he doesn't like it to the body against a guy like Tank Davis who throws body
That's
shots. Man.
true. That's a
Tank
good
Davis, he
point,
could beat
Eldor. Very good
Canelo
point.
at middleweight.
Yeah.
And
Y'all are
we
kidding,
know
right?
we know that Canelo struggles with slick fighters like a Tank Davis. So
That's
you know,
facts.
I would
100%.
favor
There's
Tank.
no
I would
point of this conversation, bro. Like you're trolling, 100%.
You
You're
just
No,
said
no,
trolling.
no. He's
Canelo would
not
beat
trolling. He's
Usyk.
not
Which one
So
do
trolling.
you
this fight
like,
might be
man?
a real fighter.
Okay,
Bro,
fine. I'll
I'm
give
not
you a
here to
different one.
troll, bro.
I
Like
feel
I'm
like
speaking
Jaron
boxing.
Ennis would beat Canelo.
I'm speaking boxing, bro. You guys are saying
Actually,
some other shit.
actually, L Dog, that might be a possibility in the future.
Jaron Ennis is bigger than Canelo, man.
Bro,
Yeah,
all I'm
he's definitely.
saying, like, let's make these magical fights happen, bro. When was the last time you saw a middleweight move up all the way to heavyweight? Like
When was the
back
last
to
time
Roy
you
Jones.
seen a midget? When was the last time you saw a midget beat a giant? When was the last time you saw that?
Wasn't Dwight Muhammad or whatever the fuck his name is, bro?
Kawi.
The
Kawi, yeah.
Huawei, didn't he move
Dwight
up to
Muhammad.
heavyweight and he fought
And
George
he got destroyed.
Foreman?
And
He
he
got
got
destroyed
destroyed.
though, and
Bro.
he was a light. He was a light
Well,
heavyweight as well.
Wait, he
that's a,
tried, bro. It's all about trying, bro. And
Yeah,
this
but let's
world,
just make the fights in the division though, Hef. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
forget about moving up. We can't even get these
but
guys to fight each
Skillbender,
other.
don't you want to see amazing things, bro? Aren't you tired of the same old things, bro? Like in life.
If it, look,
Nothing
here's
I'll
about
give you
here's
this.
You
Canelo
gotta
I'll
get
watch
amazing.
it. I would.
that sounds
I'm,
creepy.
I'm sure
if
we'd all
you want
watch
to
it.
see
I'll give you that. Sure,
if
everyone
you
would
want
watch
to see
Canelo.
amazing things, you would be upset that he's fighting Makabu and not Bradis. Bradis, I'm gonna tell you how
Thank
that
you.
Bradis fight would go with Canelo. Bradis is a dirty motherfucking fighter, okay? Like,
Yeah.
and he's technically sound, he's powerful, and he's big as fuck for that weight. He would take the fight right to Canelo and beat the fuck out of him, and in 6 rounds he would be out of there.
Yeah.
L
Yeah,
Dog,
but
how would
that's
Canelo go against the octopus lad? What's his name? The
Okolie.
guy that
Okolie, he would get outboxed.
Okolie, yeah.
Cole's a
But
big
this is what
man.
I'm saying, bro. Like we go to the zoo, right? Or I go to the zoo, and a lot of people go to the zoo
You
to
all
see.
deserve.
No, bro, to see things that we haven't seen that are not normal to us, bro. That's what we want to see these boxing fights, bro, that are not
Like a
normal.
monkey
Like,
jacking off or something. The
yeah,
thing about it is,
Hey,
the thing about it
You
is
know what,
like,
Hefe? I've got just the thing for you, Triller.
no, yeah, it's degenerate, bro. Those are
hey,
degenerate.
El Jefe, as a Canelo fan, is he giving you the fights that you want to see?
He's getting me entertainment, bro. I'm very entertained when he
But
fights.
like, don't you want to see like 50-50 fights that wouldn't that like level up your blood pressure? Like, oh damn, Canelo might lose this
Well,
fight. When's the last time?
ask me the proper question. Like, ask me who do I want to see Canelo fight, and I'll tell you.
All right, okay. Who do you want to see Canelo fight?
Better be Benavides.
Only
That's
them
there you
two?
go.
Yeah,
There you
those
go.
two specifically, bro.
Will he
Yeah,
fight them?
they-
Unlikely. He'll probably wait out. Better be until he's like 40.
Look, let me say this. Hopefully he beats Makabu, goes down to 175, fights Better BF. After he beats Better BF, bro, like fight Bevo, and then he can retire. Like he only has like 3 more fights left in him, in my opinion.
That Benavides fight would be
I
huge.
want to see him fight. I want to see him fight Benavides. I want to see him fight Charlo, and I want to see him fight David Morrell. Yeah, those are 3 good
David
fights.
Morrell.
Hey,
David,
3-0. He's 3-0, bro.
he's 5-0.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
he actually looks good. Is that a super middleweight? The Cuban?
Yeah, the Cuban guy.
You know
will
how they
never
say
see.
Yeah, he's good.
You will never see another Canelo fight where he's less than 5-1 favorite. Okay, you will never see that fight because Canelo
Yeah, I
will
think
never.
Triple G was the last
He will.
50-50. You're gonna see.
He will never
lost that
sign a
fight.
fight unless the other guy is agreeing to lie the fuck down for him. You'll never see Canelo in the ring with another competitive
that's
fight.
your
It'll never
opinion.
happen.
That's your opinion.
No shit, Sherlock. No fucking shit.
That's
You
your
figured
opinion,
that out
bro.
by yourself? Did you
No,
figure that out
but
all by
you're
yourself?
pushing an agenda, bro. Like, let's just be real. Like,
I don't give a fuck what you gotta say.
no, it's just my
You're
opinion,
pushing
bro.
an agenda too. Like sky
I'm not
is
pushing an
blue.
agenda,
So
bro.
what? Yeah, so are you.
Do you believe in the flat Earth?
What does that have to do with anything?
No, it's
Nothing.
just, I'm
Like,
asking him. I'm asking him.
it's just like this kid. Like
Wait.
you're
The
on
man
another
asked you a
fucking planet,
question.
man.
The man asked you a question. Now answer it respectfully.
Man,
You
go
believe in the
fuck
flat
yourself.
Earth?
Man,
You
you're
believe in
another
it,
one of them
You
fucking
believe in
sub
the
80
flat
IQ.
Earth? Come on. Stop with the name calling. Just answer the question.
Answer the question,
Man,
bro.
kiss my ass. How about it?
You're projecting again. Come on, just answer the question.
Precise. If you really want to do a debate, bro, I'm willing to debate you on.
Dude,
Canelo
you're
fight
not
for-
on my level, kid.
No.
Like
But
you don't.
let's
No, I'm
do
not
it.
gonna
Not on my
debate
Let's do.
you,
Wait. Hold on, bro. Let's do it Lincoln Douglas style, bro.
bro. You're like borderline retarded, kid. You know what I mean?
Well,
I'm not gonna waste my.
don't
I'm not gonna waste.
Let's set up the
Precise.
debate,
The
bro.
name calling. Name calling, princess. Keep it to a minimum.
Like, bro, let's
I
just
mean,
set it up, man.
you don't even set it up. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take time out my day to fucking talk to you. Are you retarded?
And
The
well, you're
fuck
doing it
out of
right
here,
now,
man.
bro.
Well, just because you're here, you know what I mean? Came on here, your bum ass wasn't on here. Now you're here, and
Cause
I don't feel like leaving.
bro.
I
Cause
do
you
know. Yeah,
know
I
you
know.
can't.
Tell me what I know.
Cause you
Tell me what I
know.
know.
Cause you know
You're
you can't
full of a lot
fuck
of
with
hate,
me, bro.
my friend. You got a lot of hate in your heart.
Hey,
Calm
the
down.
reason
Smoking
I
joint,
want to
precise.
see
You're
Canelo fight.
correct. You're correct. I have a lot of hate in my heart. Absolutely
You
correct.
need to smoke a joint, bro. Chill out. Take a chill pill. Relax, man. It ain't all that serious. It
Or
ain't all that
what? Or what?
serious. It ain't all
Or
that
what?
serious. You're gonna have a heart attack for crying out loud. It ain't all that serious. Relax. Relax, man.
Say it ain't all that.
Shut up, man. Relax. Just relax.
Yeah, Precise, why
Shut
do you
the
have so
fuck up
many?
and
Like, why
relax.
do you always beefing with people, bro? Like, you're always
Oh, you're
like
gonna
going
have a
after
fucking
people.
heart attack.
Because I don't.
Chill
Because I
out.
don't.
Like each time I see
You
you
have
on a
anything
panel,
else to
bro.
say? You got anything else to say?
Each time
You
you're
have
on a
any-
panel, bro, you're always talking shit to somebody, bro.
I mean, you're straight up. You're just retarded, dude. Like, let's just keep it real. You're retarded, Sam.
Well, that's your opinion, bro. But that doesn't change
No
the
shit.
fact.
No
That
shit.
doesn't change
Keep
the fact,
projecting.
bro.
Keep projecting.
That you keep on burning
Project.
bridges everywhere you go, bro. The whole BDA
I
thing
don't
and
give. I don't
Bucho.
give a fuck
Come on.
about your
Oh,
bridge
you
to
made
right.
a
where.
3-hour video crying about
No, I'm
BDA.
hitting the
You made
nerve,
a
bro.
3-hour video whining about BDA. Don't think we forgot about that, man.
And then you ducked him in the
Bridge.
debate.
So what?
You're a
So what?
crybaby, bro.
That's between them.
But that's my opinion, right?
No, but we're just saying, bro. We're all just chilling. He's always crying, bro. This guy's a mood. Like, this guy brings down the mood, man. You know, he's a buzzkill, this guy. Fuck, man.
Sam, like,
Shut
you
up,
have
man.
not.
Just shut up and go smoke a joint, bro. Go
What
smoke
are
a
you?
joint.
You afraid? Are you
Go
afraid I might
smoke
say
a
something?
joint. Go smoke a joint, bro.
You let me know when you're done talking, right? You let me know when you're done talking. Are you done
Go
yet?
ahead, go ahead, princess. The floor's all yours, princess. Go ahead.
You done?
Princess,
So-
we
so
laid
is it-
out the red carpet for you. We're all waiting for you, princess. Let's go. Come on. You're keeping the poor fans waiting on you. Let's go.
Hey, Spence versus Crawford. Who you guys got if the fight happens?
Wait,
man?
Hold on. I forgot one more thing. I even got you your Voss water.
Like 3
I even
years.
got you your Voss water, precise. With
Crawford.
the red carpet. Let's go, man.
I think Crawford stops him.
Me
Yeah.
too. 9th round.
I think Spence takes he's taking too much punishment outside the ring and inside the ring, and I think the
Man,
dude physically, like I'm gonna say this, dude. Crawford might be he's way more physically strong than Spence. He was manhandling Sean Porter.
Yeah.
That guy, he's gonna bust. He's gonna break Spence, man.
Yeah, I think Spence can do some damage on the inside in that fight.
Yeah.
But can he take a 12-round fight anymore with his body breaking down?
That's the question. Yeah, that's the question. But if
Yeah.
he can walk through Crawford's shots and
that's a
have that
great
fight on the
fight.
inside and start and low blow low blow Crawford, like, you know, start fighting dirty as well.
Yeah.
I think Crawford's gonna have nightmares on the inside in that fight.
Let's be real. Them two dudes are never gonna fight each other, bro.
Probably
There's a
not.
trend.
Probably a waste
There's a
of time.
trend going on right now, bro, where black fighters are not fighting black fighters, bro. They're ducking
Whoa.
each other.
No,
With
that's not
Hey, man.
Charlo,
You never heard of-
Andre, Charlo
haven't you-
Andre,
Yeah, I know.
Charlo Andre.
Hefe. That's
Joshua
not what it
Wilder.
has to do with, though. That's not what it has to. It's not because
Yes,
they're
it
black.
does,
They're not-
bro.
No, it
They
doesn't.
are ducking each other, bro.
Look,
El Jefe, don't forget,
Spence-
he's not with Bob anymore. So
Sam,
this kid,
shut up
can't
for
have-
a second. Shut up.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Rick.
shut your fucking trap.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Rick.
Just calm down for a minute, bro.
Listen, Spence
Go
fought
smoke a joint,
Spence
smoke
fought
a smoke.
Porter. Spence fought Porter.
Smoke me.
He fought
Gilbert,
he
shut your
fought
white
Keith
ass up.
Thurman.
Go ahead, Rick. Go
He
ahead.
fought Keith Thurman. He fought Danny Garcia. Those are all black fighters. So
Yeah, but
I
those
don't
Danny
know.
Garcia,
Danny
you
Garcia.
put Danny Garcia in.
Hey, man. Danny Garcia is an honorary brother, man.
All right, guys, got distracted. Rick.
Those are all black
I saw what you did there. I saw what you did there.
Danny Garcia is one of us.
He's ordinary.
that was
black.
great.
An honorary brother.
Hey, but what I'm trying to say, bro, they're not elite.
Lamar
Like
Peterson.
they're not at their peak, bro. Like, come on.
But
These guys
those are
fucking-
all cross promotion fights as well.
I could
That's
say
what it has to do with. Now, if I think that what Porter's hinting at, that he might sign with the PBC.
Porter.
Crawford.
I mean, Crawford.
It's not that he's going to sign with the
What
PBC though. You know what I'm saying? It's just that
I
he's
do
not
I
going
think
to.
Crawford's going to do because he's advised by Kinahan now. I was reading that like that's definitely official. From what I was reading the ESPN article, I think they might just do a fight by fight basis instead of signing long term with a promoter. I think he might just do like take it fight by fight instead of signing any long term deals. That's what I think Crawford might do from this stage.
It doesn't matter if he signs with the PBC or not, bro. At the end of the day, Spence has the power to fucking dug him or not.
Yeah, I was just talking about where he'll sign. I don't think he'll sign with any promoter, Crawford.
But that's what I'm saying. It's a trend, bro. Like I can't believe like you guys are big into like looking at conspiracies or whatever, bro. That's like a big conspiracy in itself, bro.
No, I agree. A lot of black fighters, right? I think what it is they idolize Floyd Mayweather and they're scared to let that O go. So they don't want to fight other guys who they've fought in the amateurs and they know firsthand.
There is,
okay,
there's
shit,
a Floyd
this guy
influence
beat
as
me.
well.
I
That's true.
disagree. L Dog. So let me, as the black guy on this damn channel, let me respond to that.
Yeah, no problem.
Wait, you got to show your face, bro. How do we know you're black?
The rare breed don't listen.
Yeah,
to
rare
him.
breed. Where's your black card, dude? Because I got mine last week.
But yeah, so no doubt there are some fighters like that, but there's definitely plenty that are willing to fight everybody. For example, I think Devin Haney wants all the smoke. Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson has been chasing fucking what's his name?
but
Oscar.
Rare breed.
Oscar.
They're a bit younger. Those fighters are a bit younger. I think L Dog's talking about the fighters who come up watching for
Yeah, I'm
the
talking
fighters
about
in
like
their early 30s.
So like Spence.
Yeah,
Spence, Charlo, Crawford,
Charlo.
Thurman. I guess everyone from that era. Danny Garcia, even though he's not, but whatever record I said he was.
I don't think Spence. Well, Crawford. You could say Crawford is in that class. I don't think Crawford is ducking anybody.
No, I don't think Crawford is scared. I'm gonna say that. I think,
but he's like the outlier.
Yeah, I really
Spencer
believe
Crawford haven't fought. So
I really believe Crawford. To be honest, he thinks that he can beat anyone. Like I honestly think that guy, he has that confidence. I don't know if Spence has that confidence, right? I don't think Spence is like that, man. Spence's energy, it's off because this dude Crawford went stalking these guys, to their fights. So he went to Errol Spence's fights. Now Spence went to this fight, and he fucking left when he called him out into the ring. Like, dude, that like I don't care how anyone justifies that. That's some weak shit because he said tune-ups are for people who aren't sure of themselves. But now there's talk about him taking a tune-up in March.
Yeah.
And it's not just the scared to lose thing. I think Floyd's influence, like all this A-side shit that fighters do, like, I'm the A-side, he's got to come to me. That all gets in the way of fights, And that's just not African-American fighters. Like, I see that throughout the world of boxing. Like, I see two local fighters from fucking England, like two fucking idiots from Leeds playing them games with each other. I'm the A-side, he's not fighting me, You see it all throughout boxing.
You know another reason too, Jed?
Con and Brook.
Yeah, brother.
They neutralize
you want me to tell
themselves.
you what I realized? When
Wait.
Hold
Hold
on. My bad.
You cut me off,
Guys,
bro.
I'm deaf.
What I was gonna say,
Sorry.
bro.
I know you can
When
see
I was
that,
gonna say
man.
when two fighters of the same race or same nationality or whatever, bro, when they fight each other, bro, they kind of neutralize themselves, bro. Like when two black fighters fight each other, bro, they both athletic, they both hand speed, they both footwork, so they kind of neutralize themselves, bro. No, and I'm being real, bro. I'm not trying to be funny. They neutralize themselves, bro, to the point where it makes them it's harder for themselves to fight each other, bro, because it's a thinking game, bro.
I mean, you're funny, man. You're funny. You're hilarious.
He's calling you a clown, bro. He's calling you a clown, FA.
Bro, like, I'm just being serious, bro.
Stop with the fake laugh. That's enough. That's enough with the fake laugh. Come
Like,
on.
am I correct, bro? Like, come on, man. Nobody
Oh,
sees this shit, bro.
seriously, Darren. That means hilarious.
Y'all mean.
Jesus fucking
Ruthless,
Christ.
actually.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sam, I think it's past your bedtime, isn't it?
Oh,
Past your bedtime.
Effie, you were just making me laugh. I'm
Too
sorry.
much to drink.
Yeah, we all came here to hear you fucking fake laugh for 5 minutes. Yeah, it's very entertaining. Very
No, but
entertaining.
look, L-Dog, I just wanted to comment on what L-Dog said, though. I thought aside from that weak-ass shit, Spence walking out, I think he showed some real jealousy. If you know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
he didn't, man. First of all,
watch, hear me out, Rack. Hear me out. I see 2 more seconds. So, it's almost like he was wanting Porter to win. Like, he got mad that Crawford won, and he walked out, and come on, don't even lie. He gave that hater face. He showed like hater face where he was kind of like, "Are you? This guy won? Fuck out of here." You know what I'm saying? That's what
You could tell deep down he was rooting for Porter.
Yeah, he was being a hater. Come on, man. Come on. We seen that shit.
That's not what I saw. He probably was rooting for Porter, but in my opinion, I think he was pissed off because he had to fight a real fight with Porter, and what he saw was a bullshit ass fight, and he just didn't like that.
It's like a waste of his time, right? I mean, that's the way I felt after that fight. Like I just wanted to get up and fucking turn my back.
It was bullshit. Just as the fight got good, they fucking stopped it. Like what? It was bullshit.
Got good. He got knocked down twice. He's about to stop him brutally.
No.
But you gotta let that happen, though, man.
You don't know.
You gotta let that happen. You see,
you gotta let that play out, though. I don't understand. Yeah,
that's the problem.
The fight was getting good. Let him finish him off if that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, but that's the problem with father-son.
Heavy's in the background again. I don't know. He keeps getting booted off.
I mean, the thing is, Kenny Porter just jumped the fucking gun and couldn't.
He did. He panicked.
Couldn't reel it back. He just had to keep talking about like the whole thing about why'd you do it? Because he wasn't preparing like I wanted him. It's like whoa. Now it sounds like retaliatory. Like you're trying to teach him a lesson here. What the fuck's going on? Just say you look at the film, and if you made a mistake, you made a mistake. Keep it moving.
Yeah, I think that's it. He jumped the gun and he's just looking for any reason to justify his own mistake.
I don't know what possessed him to say that. You know what I mean?
Kenny Porter's a piece of shit, bro.
Kenny Porter tried to make it all about himself.
Yeah, he's a
control freak, eh? He's a control freak, eh?
He's a control freak. He's a narcissist. Like he immediately said, "Oh, I stopped the fight because Sean he didn't train hard or something like that." Like it's like
But in the press conference, he said, "I decided to stop the fight before the fight ever happened." And people just go like, "Oh yeah, that's normal." That's what he said.
That's
in
even
the
worse. I didn't even hear him say that. That's even fucking worse.
Yeah, I didn't hear him say that. That's some dumb hippie shit, dude.
He's terrible, bro.
That's like something only a boxing hipster would be like, "Oh yeah, that makes all the sense." Harry Greb in his diary said that he would do the same.
You know what that is? That's just stroking another man's ego, kind of like
stroking his cock.
Yeah, basically, yeah. He's just like, because he's just Crawford's so dangerous, and my son.
Okay, yeah, but here's the thing: you can jump up on the ring apron anytime you want, though. Let him take his fucking count. Let's just say maybe he won't get up, but let him stand up. If he wobbles around when he stands, I mean, shit, he could. As soon as he stands on the apron, fight's over. So, shit, Crawford wouldn't have to touch him again if Kenny Porter didn't want him to. I just don't see the point of stopping it at that.
It made no sense. None of it made any sense because he could have just yelled at him like, "Just run the rest of the round out." For example, run away. This guy can't catch up with you because you got flat feet and you can't fight coming forward, right? For example, but to me, like 10 years ago, okay, maybe 15 years ago, I don't give a fuck if you were a hardcore Crawford fanboy or a hardcore Porter fanboy. Everybody unanimously would have said that was a ripoff. We paid $70 whatever the fuck dollars for pay-per-view, and just as the fight was getting good, you stopped this shit. Everybody would have been pissed off. But these days, like these boxing fans, I don't understand that, man. It's just like
I get that
because, like I said, precise. A lot of them are just fanboys that just are happy with that result. That's why they're gonna stick up for it, because they just come.
I mean, I don't care for either one of them, to be honest with you. I just if that ref had looked down and just waved that fight, we'd all be like fucking wanting to
Yeah.
kill that guy. Like, what the
We,
fuck
we
are you
shouldn't
doing waving
we
that?
shouldn't
Give him
care
his
about any
count.
of these fucking boxers. You know what I mean? Like we don't know them. They're just there to entertain us and give us a great fight. We shouldn't feel like these guys are emotionally invested in boxers or love them. They're just fucking freaks.
But that's
I
what
mean,
they were
I get
saying,
it. I
bro.
get it. Shit can go ahead. Shit
They
can
were
happen if you're a human being. You know what I mean? Kenny Porter can make a mistake. I just don't understand why he keeps digging his hole deeper. It
that's
doesn't
what they were
sound right.
that's what they were
Arrogant, he
saying.
can't.
That's what they
Because
were
that
saying
shit
on.
was fixed, man. That shit was fixed. He had a bet on him or something. He had a bet on
Yo,
Crawford winning by
That might have
knockout
been it,
or
man. To be honest,
come on,
that's
man.
because here's what did it
pieces
for
of
me.
shit.
Or
Can you hear
made
me?
me think is yeah, real quick.
Yeah.
Here's what did it for me when I was like, okay, is this fixed or whatever? When he went over to Crawford and he was smiling after his son got beat up, and if it's real, right, in his eyes, knocked out and beat up, he went over to Crawford with a big old smile on his face and said, "I love you like my other son," or whatever. And it's like, dude, what the fuck?
Shouldn't
Did
he
he
be
Don't
really
wave
worried
say
that
about
that?
fight.
his son's
You know what
health?
it
Just
is, bro?
Yeah,
Don't
exactly.
They robbed
Crawford probably
the
said stay off the
they
apron then.
robbed the
If you're,
fans,
don't be my
bro.
dad.
They robbed
I'll
the
tell you
fans.
this much.
That's what
Here's
it
an
is.
example.
You're right.
Look at how Barrera's corner reacted when he lost to Pacquiao. That should tell you everything.
Yeah. No, they exactly. They were devastated. The corner came up on the apron, threw in the towel. They were really devastated, but you could see why they did that. The guy was getting fucking beat up from round one, basically, all the way to they got stopped in the 11th.
Yeah, but
But this
in
was
their mind, it wasn't about them winning the fight, bro. It was about two brothers getting paid and making a mockery of the sport. That's what it was all about, bro. That's what I'm saying.
uh,
Like, if you really look at how they reacted, brother, like, oh yeah, we just robbed these dumbasses that paid for this stupid ass shit,
Shit,
bro.
it might have been, man.
Yeah, it's like two, bro. You guys ever seen like, bro, like it sounds kind of racist, but like when two like brothers jack somebody, bro, and they're like real happy
Oh, come
because they
on,
robbed
bro.
somebody. No, I'm being
what does that
serious.
have
No,
to do with boxing, bro? What does that have to
no,
do with
You're doing it
but
again.
it's the same
You're
reaction.
doing it again.
Like they're smirking, they're like kind of
Like when they're
happy.
splitting up the money, they're like, you're like my other dad, man. You're like my other son."
It didn't work
Bro,
on Tony Soprano when they tried to jack in. Remember that? Anyone remember that episode? Didn't work out too good.
You're doing
I'm
it
just
again.
saying,
Didn't
man.
work out
You're
too
doing
good.
it again.
Tony.
listen. Even my parents are wondering that.
You know
Like,
what you're
was this
doing,
fight fixed?
You know what you're doing. Oh,
Look,
you're
the
crazy
the
guy.
other the other
Oh, geez.
scenario, the other scenario that I think is plausible is that yeah, it was real, but Porter was already 1 foot out the door. He had told his father he was going to retire, win, lose, or draw. He didn't train hard because of that,
It
because
was
he
a
was
quick
like,
lick,
well,
bro.
if I lose, whatever.
Easy
And
money.
Eldon?
then
Let me expand.
they just took
Eldon,
the easy way out.
let me
That
expand on
seems
that
pretty
for a
clear to
minute,
me at
right?
this point. Yeah.
So if there was that conversation that he was going to retire after this fight if he lost or whatever, and then he got the biggest payday for a guy who's basically 1 foot out the door, right? Wouldn't
Yeah.
that tell you right there that this fight, in terms of the integrity of it being fair in a way, wasn't all the way there? If that's
Yeah,
his
it's not a
attitude
great
going in
win
there.
because of that.
Yeah, that's
It's
what I'm
not
trying to say.
like this is the thing. You notice when fighters like look at Cotto when he fought Ali, he was saying that he was going to retire regardless, win, lose or draw. When a fighter says that, to me, they like you can see it in their performance. They don't fight as hard and they don't train as hard because it's in the back of their head. Okay, well, this is my last fight anyway.
Man,
I
come on.
just
But
got to
the
go
guy,
through the motions.
sorry, L Dog, the guy came in tremendous shape and he was doing really well. He was doing better than anybody you've ever seen against Crawford. I'm not buying this. I didn't train hard enough. No, 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 no. He was doing very well. In my opinion, he was trying to show before he was going to lie down for him, he was trying to show him that he could actually beat him if he wanted to. And this is one thing that people forgot about. When they were negotiating this fight, Bob Arum was lowballing the fuck out of Porter. Give him 1 million and maybe two after that. And it's so to me that said that they don't want to fight him because he's too dangerous, and that's what he showed to be. And then the WBO stepped in somehow, and all of a sudden done something they've never done before. They gave the challenger, who usually gets like 25%, right? The mandatory challenger, they gave him 40% off the cuff. And that's never happened before, man. There's just too much shady shit going on with this fight, and especially him retiring. He got a retirement check and went the fuck home. Because if think about it, if he won this fight, he has a rematch with Spence, or he has a rematch with Crawford, and he makes another $10 million. So how much did they honestly have to pay him for him to be okay
Precise.
with
That's what I
just
want to see. I want to see if Kenny Porter or anyone they're friends with had a large bet. In fact, I want to see if anyone had a large bet on that round.
You won't see it, man. You won't
You
see
think he's
Listen,
gonna
if
show you his
someone,
ticket?
no. If the like, because sometimes they disclose that someone placed, like, they don't say who, but they say someone placed like a big bet on this round. If
on
there's
some
a
betting
big,
sites. On some
no,
betting
like,
sites, L Dog, real quick,
yeah,
L Dog. On some betting sites, that round where he got stopped, the 10th round, it was plus 1,600 in some betting sites.
right.
it
Damn.
So
was like 30, 40 family members betting, or not even family
yeah,
members, but just what
friends
is
and
it called?
whatever, and
No, not even
that's what
friends,
I
because
want
you
to
can't
see.
do that.
Yeah, you
Uh,
can't do
Okay.
that.
they just had some people betting by proxy, basically.
That's
If
what I
that's
want to
what happened.
see. I want to see if they had a large bet on that round. If there are some
But
large
bro,
bets on
that
that
shit gets
round,
buried. That shit gets buried. You'll never see that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because
you'll
it'll
never see
be
that.
10,000 here, 50,000
Dude,
there, you
something
know.
leaked out. Something leaked out. I swear to God, I can't find it, but you can take my word for it if you want. It's not whatever.
Not a great
Something
source.
leaked out about Roy Jones getting knocked out in the second round to
Who,
what's his
Tarver?
name? Tarver, right?
Harvard.
Remember Tarver knocked him out in the rematch? Okay,
Yeah.
so this is between us, right? I'm just kidding. But it came out that some dude from Mississippi, the Gulf Coast, basically, a guy who's like a dude who makes a lot of money, that guy made a bet at a 50-1 odds that Roy Jones would get knocked out in the second round, and that he betted some pretty heavy money. Now that doesn't mean the fight was fixed, but
Makes you wonder.
Damn.
makes you wonder.
Dude
And
got a
I
time machine.
never heard that story again. It had leaked out briefly, like on some website,
Degenerate
right? It
gambling
was
website.
some shit like that. Yeah, it was one of these blog shits. I remember, and I think it got a little buzz. This is a long time ago, right? So this is like fucking at least 15 years ago, if not more.
Did you guys see
Um,
that interview? Sorry, go ahead, finish.
no, that was it. That was
The interview
weird.
with I forget the guy's name, but he's a fight fixer. He's given interviews all over. He was on Valuetainment and a few other channels.
Yes,
And
I
they
saw that
asked
guy.
him, I forget what he said, but they asked him, how, in your estimation, how many fights do you think are fixed? And I forget what he said exactly, but it was a pretty significant percentage of fights, in his opinion, are fixed. And when they asked him, how many fights did you fix? He said hundreds of
Yeah,
fights, or
I don't
he
thousands.
think
admitted to fixing the Mike Tyson, and what's the guy that when he first came out of prison? Peter
Etienne.
What's
McNeely?
Peter
McNeely?
Yeah, McNeely.
No,
So
that you know what? That was definitely a fixed fight. You could tell.
somebody made a bet that the fight would end. Somebody made a bet that the fight would end in less than 90 seconds. And if you see his trainer comes up to the rope, and basically I think he disqualified him, or he came inside the ring with 89 seconds left. What 80?
damn,
They
like
got
he just
stopped at
had to
89
stop it.
seconds.
He's like, "Fuck, stop it."
And that guy that Precise is talking about, I saw this video a long time ago. Basically said he was a part of that. Yeah.
He
I
also
think like
stated that he thinks Pacquiao, what's his face? Timothy Bradley, the first fight was fixed.
Yeah.
He
Yo,
also
what's
thinks he thinks
recognize what
Pacquiao
ref
took
was
it
that?
easy on him.
I
Recognize
think
what was the name of that ref that you're talking about?
The bald dude.
No, what's the name of the guy we recognize was just talking about? Who did the Mike Tyson and McNeely fight? What's his name?
Oh, I don't know. I forget the guy's name.
Steve
I forget the
Mills.
guy's. No.
What's,
He's talking about the guy that fixed it. The guy that
Yeah,
fixed the fight.
who's the guy that fixed it? Who was he?
No, I don't remember his name, bro. But
Oh.
it's an interview. it's an interview for sure that happened. I've seen it. He's been on pretty much a bunch of
So let
big,
me. Okay,
YouTube channels.
I don't want to get off topic, but okay, do you guys? I don't know if you guys remember, but apparently it's been said that both of the Sonny Liston fights with Skyle Bender, shut the fuck up. Seriously, just shut up for once. But
I didn't even say anything, you fucking faggot. Ask your
hold
question.
on. It's the Sonny Liston. Hold on. Just let me finish. Both of the Sonny Liston fights that he had with Muhammad Ali. Truth be told, both of them are fixed. That the second one. Hold on. Just let me finish. That the second one, it was something about Sonny Liston was scared that I think it was either the Nation of Islam or the Mafia. Somebody was out to get him. But the question I'm asking is, if these fights were fixed, I mean, that guy was the bully man back in the day. So did Ali really beat Sonny Liston?
Okay, all right,
You know what I'm saying?
really quick. Sam.
You're about to get a lot of
So
people
the
mad.
guy's name is Charles Farrell. That's his name.
Charles Farrell.
Charles Farrell is the.
Oh
he was,
yeah. Anthony was telling me to watch this. I think a few months ago. This the Fight Fixer guy.
The Fight Fixer, yeah. This is
yeah,
the guy
yeah. I haven't
who,
heard it.
and he said, there's certain guys I will not talk to you about. I remember that. And when they asked him why, they were like, because those people are still around.
Hey, I think.
Or are they like
I
big
think,
time?
Real quick.
Oh,
Most
yeah.
fights are not fixed in that it's like they give
Wait
you
a second. I just seen this picture the other
Wait, let
day.
L Dog finish, man.
Most
Sam.
fights aren't fixed in that they're like, okay, this is the winner, whatever. But a lot of fights, what they do is they look at the styles, right? They say it's a pressure fighter versus a boxer, and the pressure fighter is the A side. They'll say, okay, we're gonna appoint a ref who lets you fight in the clinch, doesn't want to break you up when you get on the inside. We're going to appoint judges who favor pressure fighters. They usually give rounds to the aggressors. We're going to get a slightly smaller ring. You know,
stack on the deck.
Dude, you not only that,
right? It's like a soft fix. I think Thunderdome.
They are soft fix. There's some fixes that kind of blow up in their face, like everybody can see it, and then there's the more sophisticated one where you might not see anything. You just
I
might
can
not
guarantee you
to the naked eye.
I can guarantee you, Vargas Zepeda was supposed to be a soft fix, but it went horribly wrong.
No, I'll be honest with you. I just think hold on. That Josue Vargas, he just got taught a lesson. That's all that is. My opinion. I'm not, okay, again, my opinion.
I think Gerson was saying that it was meant to be a soft fix, but Zepeda flipped the script. I think that's
right.
What
okay, there you go. That's
what I'm saying.
Now there's usually now Charles Farrell again speaks on this about something going left and somebody gets hurt really bad. Okay, he spoke on this. Also, it depends on who you fucking with too, right? In that type of world, there's going to be some guys that you're going to meet that are more violent than others.
Yeah.
See, Porter Broner was meant to be a soft fix, but Broner's just so shit he couldn't fucking pull it off.
Every Broner fight was meant to be a soft. I'll give you a perfect example of a soft fix. Lopez versus Loma. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Those scorecards were way off, and the referee never once warned for pushing. And Lopez, that was part of his game plan, to push him off with the forearm. You're not allowed to push like that. You guys remember Amir Khan? Amir Khan used to get in trouble all the time for pushing guys.
Yeah, when they
I don't see the motive here, though.
I don't want to tell you something. I got fooled because I seen this. Look, I just googled this guy Charles Farrell, and I swear to God, I seen this picture the other day. Him posing next to Floyd Patterson. I don't know where I seen it. I thought that was Floyd Patterson's fucking lawyer, man. What the fuck is this? And then this is the guy fixing the fight.
Check out the interview. You might like it. Again, remember this is about business. It's not that these fighters cannot fight. Remember, once a guy starts making millions, dude, his life changes. His savageness changes. All that shit changes. I mean, you're telling me you're the same fucking uncivilized person you was when you were younger and
Oh
fighting?
no.
So now, no,
Bro,
of
Yes,
course you
Canelo
don't.
yes.
Canelo walks into his weigh-ins wearing silk pajamas. He's literally rubbing it in everybody's faces. He's like,
Exactly.
I don't even train for these fights, motherfuckers.
Nah, that's
Like
not
this.
even a point. That's not even the point. He wears the pajamas, bro. It's to break that
But
fucking shit, bro.
What was I
recognize that
referring to though? Do you know what I'm referring to, Hefe?
Yeah,
To the Marvin
just that
Hagler.
he's living a good life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly.
The
He's
What I'm
Marvin
rubbing
trying
it
to
in all.
Hagler.
say, bro, like I don't really look into these conspiracies too much. I like conspiracies, but not boxing conspiracies, bro, because it kind of ruins the sport, man. Like
Okay,
let's
at
be
least you're
real.
honest. At least you're fucking
So you're
honest.
emotionally involved, yeah.
No, but you know what? That's what I've been waiting for somebody to actually say. Now, again, I'm not here to tell you that's definitely what's happening. But aren't there like some warning signs when you watch fucking boxing fights? Like,
I think
Yeah,
dude, no.
I think like L Dog said, most fights are soft fixes, bro. Like everything's set up for you to win. I don't really think
That's the
Right.
thing. It's
It
like
goes
all
to
the odds are being
matchmaking.
stacked against you, man.
Also, you know what he talked about, L Dog? If you watch this, he said this, right? So it'd be a fighter that has no shot against a high level fighter, right? They're like, dude, you don't got a shot to beat this guy. You're only getting, let's say, $50,000 for this fight. Let's take that 50, let's bet on him, and you go down at a certain round. You
Yeah,
get what I'm saying?
but the most obvious fixes, like the hard fixes, are low level fights, man. And I'm gonna give you an example of one. An Unrivaled actually exposed this. Uh, it was a Dave Allen fight where someone put a huge bet on a round, right? Like a huge bet on the specific round, and the fight ended due to like weird circumstances in that, and both of those fighters were like pretty much afterwards Allen was kicked off a Matchroom. Yeah, Dutch versus Allen, that's the one. I think Allen was like kicked off a Matchroom because they didn't want to have to deal with like a bunch of investigation and shit. So that alone speaks levels. Like those low level fights, man, on undercards, you see a lot of fixed fights, man.
Hey, Canelo Yildirim, that's a good point too. Like, why did Yildirim quit out of nowhere?
Yeah.
Yildirim didn't even throw a fucking punch, man. That was pathetic.
That's a good point, Armando.
So you got David Faitelson, the Mexican TV boxing pundit.
He's a Jew.
Literally. Okay,
Thank you.
great. Yeah, I needed to know that.
Thank you,
But
Jose.
anyway, he's on live TV in Mexico, calling out
Tell that
Canelo's
to
fixed
Bob
fight.
Arum, see what he says.
Wait, I want to hear
He's
this. Say that again.
he's
Say that again.
literally, well, not literally, but if you read between the lines, and it's not that difficult, he called the Sergey fight a fix, basically, to his face, to Canelo's face. He's
Yeah,
like, Canelo, he was caressing your hair. What's wrong with that fight, man? Like that
he
type of
hates
shit.
Canelo looked
Canelo, bro.
nervous. Yeah,
That's
no,
that's not an
No.
argument.
He
That's not an
hates Canelo, bro, and
right.
it all
That's not
goes
an
back to
argument, bro.
it all
That's
goes
not an
back to
argument, bro.
he's
He asks
anti-white,
good
bro.
questions.
He's
That doesn't mean
anti-white.
he hates him.
That is a good point. Like David, that
Anti-white.
guy. No, he is like I look, man. Guys like that, they're there to cause confusion
Yup.
and division. So I ain't gonna trust him. But when it comes to Canelo, his fights against Triple G were soft fixes, without a doubt. Like like
Really?
you
The
you
first
can't
one was a
deny
soft
that.
fix?
Yeah, it was a soft fix. The judges were in
118, 110.
I mean, look at the first fight, right? The first fight was a soft fix. It just went so fucking bad that they couldn't
I
really
had
do
it
anything about
7-5, bro. It was a competitive, semi-competitive fight, bro.
it. Okay, but why was one of the scorecards 10-2?
Favor of
Because
Canelo.
there's always
How?
retards that don't know how to score.
No,
Yeah, but
these are
they scored it
professionals.
nicely
These are
for Canelo.
professionals.
They scored it nicely 10 rounds to 2 for Canelo.
Okay, okay, let's say they were in favor of Canelo. Go ahead.
Of course.
That's for sure. Then let's look at let's look at other things, right? Canelo, he did fail a drug test leading up into the second fight.
Which has
And
been cleared by water, but go ahead.
No, it hasn't been
Okay.
cleared by WADA.
WADA cleared it.
No, it was cleared by the WBC. It wasn't cleared by any drug.
By WADA. WADA,
doping
No, it
the
wasn't.
No, it
the
wasn't.
Olympic Commission, WADA.
No,
Not
it
VADA,
wasn't.
The
WADA.
Olympics.
The Olympic Commission is different to WADA,
The
whatever.
Olympics Commission goes
Jesus
by
Christ.
WADA regulations, bro.
Okay,
WADA.
okay, but here's the thing. Other sports, they have way lower clenbuterol thresholds than boxing. All you got to do is look at cycling, where doping has been a massive problem. People get banned for like a year for having 1/10 of what Canelo had. I think
For
Contador had like
life.
50 picograms of clenbuterol, and they banned him for like a year. Canelo had 500 to like 650.
Well, it's science. It's not 100% provable what
Oh
affects the
my
body to a certain
goodness.
I
degree.
mean, yeah, sure. I mean,
So that's what I'm
listen.
I
saying.
mean,
Every
okay,
organization has
let's
different
think about this.
regulations.
Let's think about this logically.
You guys ever been to the
Canelo,
doctor, bro, and they tell you
hold on, real
take
quick.
this amount
Let's
for
think
this,
about this
but then you
logically.
go to another doctor and
What
they
was
say
the main criticism about Canelo in the first fight? He didn't have the stamina. He was outworked. Okay, what happens in the second fight?
That
He
wasn't really
all of
it.
a sudden has way more fucking stamina. Is able to stand there and trade. Like, dude,
The thing is, he was too
it's
afraid of
obvious.
Triple G. He was too afraid of Triple G to engage in the first fight, and he was doing too much movement. That's why he was fucking tired by the second half. And the second fight, he knew that he had to take it to Triple G. He knew that he had to push Triple G because he can't fight off the back foot, bro. So that's
Hefe,
a difference.
first of all, he could fight off the back foot, but what do you think about this comment right here?
My hair follicles.
Like to me, look,
Yeah,
this whole
that's what it
thing, this
sounds
whole
like.
thing reminds me of something. Like we see the world how we want to see it, rather than how we actually see it. Like rather than how it actually is.
I
Like
think
Canelo
there's
For
some.
fans.
yourself. Speak for yourself, bro.
I think
No,
there's
I
some
What
think there's
perception is
some truth.
reality?
Like
You mean?
no,
I think some,
I think
That's
we
what a
but
see.
schizophrenic would say, bro.
No, like we see the world how we want to see it. So Canelo fans, they'll say he's innocent because,
I'm
oh
going by
well,
facts, bro.
the
What
Mexico,
are you
what?
going by?
No, you're going by your interpretation of facts.
I'm
I'm
going by
going by
WADA.
what I know. What I know is that in other sports, people are banned for a lot less. What
Other
I know is
sports.
that Canelo, like cycling.
Other sports. That's not boxing. It's not going by the WADA regulations, bro. That's
Yes.
what the
What
WBC goes by.
you just said that the Olympics. Hold on, real quick. This is a flaw in your argument. You just said the Olympics, which has virtually every fucking sport on the planet, goes by VADA regulations, but all of a sudden, other sports don't go by VADA regulations.
I could put the article, bro, if you want. I could send you the article. I'm not even lying, bro. The it came out on Boxing Scene. I remember
Dude,
reading it
look,
like 2 years ago.
to be honest, Canelo is like those banks in 2008. He's just too big to fail. They gave
So,
him a little slap on the wrist and they said hire a better sports
so you're
doctor.
saying
that's
that
all
the
it is.
WBC is involved in this conspiracy too?
Yes,
Yes,
Wow.
that's obvious.
Wow.
It's
that's
obvious.
obvious.
Wow. You're putting a whole
Dude,
organization, bro.
yeah, didn't
An
the
organization that did it to themselves. Yeah, they
an
contradicted.
organization that is like, may as well stand for We Bet Canelo. They fucking drag down
It does, man.
they fucking drag down the cruiserweight limit so that he could have a better chance of
You
getting a
do know
title.
that Suleiman is also Jewish, right?
Who?
I
What?
mean, it wouldn't
I
shock
mean,
me
who
if he
can't?
was.
Okay, all right.
What I'm
You know
trying to
that
say, there's no
Saul.
alliance. It's
You
all
know
about the money.
Saul. Do you know Saul is a Jewish name?
Yeah, it was the name of a Jewish king.
Okay, then. So why would he? So what I'm saying is, if you saying that everybody's against him because they're Jewish, right? Then I could just say, well, Saul Canelo must be Jewish too because his fucking name is Jewish.
Jesus was a Jew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Jesus was killed by the Jews, but that's a different story for another day.
He was a
He
Jew
was
too.
actually killed by the Romans.
He was killed by the Jews.
He was
He
actually
was a Jew
killed
killed
by
by
the
the Jews.
Romans.
He was
Romans
killed by
were
the
the Jews
Jews.
too. Romans were Jewish
Hefe,
too.
Hefe, listen.
Tupac was killed by other black guys.
Jesus,
I mean, what's the
Jesus
point?
said it
Tupac was
himself.
Jewish.
Jesus said it himself. Why do you want to kill me? You are not of my of your father Abraham. You are of your father the devil. He called him the devil
Preach,
himself.
brother, preach. Let's go. Let's get all
Okay.
biblical. Come on. Come on.
Wait.
That's Luke.
First of all, I don't
Luke
want to talk
13.
about.
Luke 13, bro.
They
Read
went. Listen, Hefe, listen. This is coming from a Christian, by the way.
What type of Christian, bro? Because I don't just accept
There's
no
a
Christian.
Jew Christian.
Jewish Christian.
Christian Jew.
There's no
You're
such
You're
not.
gonna
thing
have
as
to be
Jewish
more. You're
Christian.
gonna have to
Assemblies
be
of
more
God.
specific than
There's no
Jewish
such thing
Christian.
as
They're
Jewish
all Jewish
Christian. Either you're
Christians.
Jewish, you're Christian, or you're Muslim. Come on, don't make me cook you.
Are you Catholic, bro? Are you Orthodox? Like, where are you coming from?
Make me
What
cook
sect?
you right now.
Assemblies of God.
The what?
What is this?
Send me
Oh,
some
man.
what? What did you just call me?
Wait, Slugger Sam, shut up. What did you say, Jerson?
Yeah, shut up,
Assemblies of
son.
God. That's one. It's a dominion. Trust me.
You're a descendant of God?
No. Oh my gosh. Assembly of God.
Assembly.
Bro. I never heard about that, but go ahead.
Nah, but he was just talking because of the way they were. He was saying that because of the way they were living, not like they were literally children of Satan.
Well, why did John repeat it in the book of Revelations at the end that don't follow the synagogue of Satan?
Oh my gosh. Never mind.
Synagogue of
If there's a
Satan.
if there's a just and true God, how does Slugger
Wait,
Sam have an internet connection?
Jerson, what? You can't run. Wait, Jerson, you can't run from
Let's
that,
be
bro.
real.
John
Hold
said
on,
that
hold
in
on.
the book of
What
Revelation.
this whole ass white
It's
boy
not
just say?
literal though.
Did you
I want
say
you to commit
What do you mean
suicide,
it's not literal?
What you say,
faggot.
you whole ass white boy?
What about
Come
the
on, listen,
Apostle Paul?
listen, white boy.
When
Why don't
he
you go
wait, shut the fuck up, bro. When the Apostle Paul spoke against the Jews that were
peg your
persecuting,
mother, white boy? Go peg your mother, scaled mender. You punk ass white boy.
Listen, they
Jerson,
had the title,
I
but they
muted
weren't
him. I muted
really.
him.
They just had the title. That
So
was
good right
about
now.
it.
It's so good.
That's all he
my
was saying.
fucking god, shut the fuck up. Go ahead, Jerson.
Oh my gosh. Hefe, we can just talk about this in private. My goodness, you're giving me a
Yeah.
headache.
First of all, you're killing
Nah,
my
bro,
viewers.
because you're defending fucking Jews, bro. I ain't no Judeo-Christian, bro.
I'm not Judean either.
Well, you're defending them, bro. You have some type of
Well, you
Zionist
love
shit.
Canelo, and he has a very Jewish name. So I mean,
No, because there's a lot of like Christian groups that are like Zionists, bro.
A lot of us have Jewish names, to be honest.
Yeah, let's
true.
be real.
Listen,
Wait, recognize? Don't you have a fucking French name, bro?
I mean, no, but
Aren't
yeah,
you?
we'll go with that.
Yeah,
We'll
I
go
want
with
to say
that.
that. You Jew.
I could have Jewish blood in me. I could have some Jewish blood.
Yeah, a lot of crypto Jews, bro, in Latin America.
Yeah.
Like Gerson.
Yeah, I want to speak to Gerson some other day, or we could set
I'm
that up,
only
bro.
messing
Because
with
I
you,
think he's
Gerson.
confused, man. There's a lot of confused Christians, bro. I want to speak to Scalebender about the gospel too, bro. Because I think he's a good man. I think he could be saved, bro.
Lay it
Save
on me, man.
you need some saving to do that, guy. Saving.
Hey, if you look at it though, Suleiman, from day one, explaining this whole franchise belt, man, he's speaking about it like this is for Canelo. He's not even talking about anybody else. He's talking about Canelo. In fact, to basically let him do whatever he wants, man. So
Look at this dude, Gypsy boxing stuff. Who the hell is this dude, bro? He's a
Oh,
Jesus
that's the
was a
gypsy. That's the
let him
He's
gypsy.
a fucking
finish.
dumbass, bro.
Let him
Jesus was a
finish.
Greek propaganda magician
Let me tell you
pretending to
something.
be Jew to fuck up, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Gypsy,
Bruh, what?
That's some.
Gypsy is a very knowledgeable guy, man.
He's a
I'm telling
fucking
you right now.
heretic, bro. Fuck up out of here.
Nah. This is
That
heretic
sounds like
right here.
some. That sounds. I
That's
don't even
heretic.
understand.
That's my boy heretic right there.
His name.
I mean, Heretic seems like an interesting guy. I just wish he'd jump on a panel.
Is he actually a heretic, bro? Like he's
I don't
actually
know.
Heretic watches over my channel, man. He makes sure everything's all right.
Believe it, brother. Give me some links, some books, bro. You're just fucking spewing bullshit.
Hey, but real talk. When it comes to like the least Christian boxer, it might have to be Errol Spence. Errol Spence said Christianity is a slave master's religion.
He told that to Pacquiao.
Now I say that it's actually a slave's religion. I think it's a slave morality. I think that it's a religion for the slaves. But Errol Spence thinks it's a religion for the slave masters.
Base. Hey, bro.
Hey, he said all that shit to Pacquiao and didn't even fight him.
But let's be real, aren't we all slaves to something, bro? I know a lot of people are a slave to cocaine, bro. They can't live without that cocaine, or to alcohol, or to work, or to sex. Even sex, bro. It's fucking sex slaves out there, bro. Constantly jerking off and shit, bro. That shit's bad, man.
Hey, listen, man. It ain't my choice, man. But these women, they just throw themselves at me.
They've been doing that.
You know, me, it's not that I'm addicted to it. It's that, you know, for someone like myself, just the effort of saying no is a little too much, man.
Oh, because you're young right now, so you're in that conquering stage. When you get older, you understand.
Yeah, man.
That
My
also
body,
he was like,
the body count has reached about 60 now.
You know,
yo,
I'll actually tell Al Hefty why Christianity is a slave religion, and this
you're a
isn't me
Jew,
trolling.
bro. It doesn't
Look,
matter.
I'm not gonna have
Obviously.
I'm
people
not Jewish.
denigrating Christianity on this channel or any religion on this channel.
Genesis 9 verse
Good
24.
man. Good man. Recognize. Good man.
I'm a
Genesis,
liberal. I'm a
no, just
liberal.
watch. Al Hefty. You tell us Genesis 9 verse 24. What's it say?
Trans rights are human rights. Okay, I just want to say that first.
And this
Al
is, bro.
I'm looking
This
for.
is
Where does he goes? What does he goes?
I'm looking for
Curse
Slugger
became,
Sam to read the book of Exodus and get the fuck out of here.
curse
Once
Yeah,
and
yeah,
for
yeah.
all.
Get out of here.
Wait, hold on. I'll just read one quick sentence. Cursed be Canine, lowest
You
of all
can't fucking
slaves,
read.
shall he be to his brothers.
Reading a fortune cookie ticket. Hey, listen. The thing about it is,
Right
the
on,
thing about it is, the thing about it is, it's going back to Canelo. The Triple G fight aside, you just can't get a 50-50 fight out of this motherfucker, man.
Ah,
It's a
come
bunch
on,
of
Silva.
it's a bunch of circus acts. Hefe, he jumped over a complete division. You think that's for a reason? I mean, you think he
You
really wants to go
wait,
to cruiserweight?
you think he was ducking? Who do you think he's ducking?
I'm asking. Listen to what you said. You just want to see better Biev and Benavides. I
Yeah,
mean,
Listen,
but
any of the
doesn't
175
doesn't
guys who give a
Benavides?
fight could beat Canelo
Okay,
if Miguel
let's
Cummins
break
win.
down Benavides. Benavides doesn't have a belt, bro.
So
I don't
what?
give a shit. I want to see the best fight possible. I mean, that's all I ask of these guys. If they have a weak division or whatever, then I can't hold it against them. But
Yeah,
if
but
they're gonna,
that's some Neanderthal thinking, bro. Like, oh, he doesn't have a belt,
What
so
the fuck?
let's be
no, you
logical.
said
What are you
belts.
talking
No,
about,
no,
man?
you said belt. You
No,
said belt.
I said that
Listen,
he doesn't have a belt. So
Yeah,
why
but
is he?
Canelo's got all the belts at
I'm asking
68.
you.
So
I'm asking you. What's more important? What's more important? A cruiserweight belt or a better opponent? What do you think?
I think a cruiserweight
All
belt because it's
right.
gonna. Hey,
Well,
wait, let me explain why. Because it makes him a 5 division champion, something no Mexican has ever been. I think there's only like 4 people that have been 5 division champion, which is Mayweather, Sugar Ray Leonard, Thomas Hearns, and Oscar, and
Yeah,
Pacquiao.
but
That's a
hey,
rare group, bro. When you
man,
put
it's
yourself
a lot
in,
of statistics to sell casuals, man. I get it, but I don't give a fuck about
What
if he's
about Roy
five
Jones?
divi-
listen,
Roy
You know,
yo,
Jones?
he's the only
Bender,
red haired Mexican to ever have the WBC title, and I don't give a shit about any of that stuff. I just want him to. Who's next? The best fight next.
so
You
now
know,
you're
I
listen,
being
just
I got a
racist
few
against
things to
redheaded,
say.
bro.
yeah, absolutely for sure.
Hey,
Ah,
yo,
fuck.
listen, before
but
I go, let me slap
I
some
gotta
things
be.
to say. First of all, Slugger Sam, that was out of context. It was only because it was a punishment to Kanan leaving Noah out there to embarrass himself. Jefe, quit having Canelo's quit fangor. Let me say it
Gra-
politely.
Grayson, Grayson,
Quit being a
someone's about to say
fangirl.
something
Grayson,
disrespectful then, and he pulled himself back.
Grayson.
Good
He
lad.
literally, Grayson. That verse alone literally made him made
Look
Ethan
at the
slave.
comments.
There's nothing, Grayson. There's nothing
What
to
happened?
Hey,
What happened?
Comment. Look at
bro,
the comment from
Christian
P
topic,
Boxing.
because I think you're lost, bro.
E-boxing?
if
100%.
you want, Grayson, we can have a discussion if you want.
Who the fuck is this, man? That's a,
Who the hell is this guy?
I don't know, man. That's the funniest. I don't know who that is, but whatever.
Because we gotta stop that whole like Christians being like pro Zionist, bro. I don't believe in
No,
that.
but if
We
you want, Grayson,
we
I'll have to. We can have a talk another time about it.
no 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 no. I'm
You guys want to
saying,
have a
bro.
panel on our own? We could do
I'm
it.
I'm gonna say this
Slugger
real
Sam, I'm
quick,
down.
bro.
Just at
Before
the right
Jerson
timing,
leaves,
though.
bro,
All right.
we are the
You got
chosen people of
Discord?
God, bro.
Yeah, I
Choose
got
or not.
Discord.
Choose
All
or
right,
not.
hit me up there. I'll
Hold
just
on,
say
hold on.
my. I'm
Let
a,
me add you right now. Hold on, let me add you right now.
I'm down to do a stream on my channel sometime this week about like spirituality and shit because people have been having this debate and you know, I kind of want to get everyone's opinions.
Grayson, what's your name on Discord? Let me add.
It's
Justin
been going on
Medina.
for a few thousand years.
It's literally my username on here. It's just a different profile picture.
We need to get rid of the heretics,
Is
bro.
it one name altogether? Grayson Medina, like that?
Jerson Space Medina, just like the one on right here.
Oh, just like that. Okay.
I think Jerson might be some type of Mormon, bro. Just by the way.
That's don't you dare call me that. Don't you ever disrespect me like that ever again.
Oh, you're not. What about Jehovah Witness, bro?
Nope.
Brigham Grayson Young.
Bro, Gerson is like Amish or whatever.
Oh heck
Ah,
no.
man. Wait, let me look this shit up, bro. You said Assembly by God. I've never heard about
Assemblies of God.
Assemblies of God. I've
I
heard
better
that.
not be
Hey,
no
but
fucking
you know,
cult, bro.
actually, since I told you guys about the stream on spirituality that's being planned, you know, Pigeon has offered to give his views on spirituality and
Oh no.
the you know, the transgender god he worships. So, you know, anyone's views will be respected.
Listen, I will say this:
Or
no matter
disrespect.
where you come from, everybody does have spiritual needs. Just look at the documentary of Wild Wild Country. They're all just looking for spiritual wholeness, and they all come up from different backgrounds and just come into this giant cult that was in the middle of nowhere that nobody really talks about unless it's in the Netflix documentary.
I agree. People need some source of meaning in life, and I think it's hard to find if you know, like if you take this kind of atomistic view of the world that everything's just matter, and you know there is no God, the material world is all there is. I mean, it doesn't really give you anything, nothing to live for.
Tough Israelites and Judea are the Anglo-Saxon Celts, Nordic German. Ah, come on, bro. You're sounding like them fucking black dudes that do the same shit, bro. We use the
Nah, but
original Jews,
L-Dog,
bro.
you got Netflix?
Yeah, I got Netflix.
Check out that documentary called Wild Wild Country because it's basically shows the spiritual needs of people and how they don't know how to find it, so they end up coming to this crazy cult. It's ridiculous.
I'm actually watch that tonight, dude. Thank you for
It's
the
a series.
recommendation.
Wait,
Okay, I'm gonna
what's
watch
the
at
name?
least
What's
one
the name?
episode.
What's the name of
Wild
the?
Wild Country.
What's it about?
It's about this group of Indian people, and then they basically say, "Oh, we're gonna
Why'd
make
you laugh when you said that?
I know.
I just listen.
Pretty
It's
funny.
funny because everything that I'm about to say is super stereotypical. So basically, it's a bunch of Hindus, right? And they basically say, "Oh, we're gonna go to America and make the ideal civilization, all peace, no bad stuff." So they go from being a bunch of calm people that start building a town from scraps, and then they end up being a crazy sex cult.
What the fuck?
Damn, I wanted to end now, but
Sounds like my life story. That's
Get him on, bro. I'll speak to him
I'm gonna let
backstage,
Gypsy.
bro.
I'm gonna let Gypsy back. I'm gonna let Gypsy on. I'm extend it for about another half hour. All right, that's all I'll do.
Bro, but
Thanks,
as I was
brother.
saying, bro, I just looked it up. The Assembly of God. It's like a Protestant fucking group or whatever. I don't know much about them, bro, but yeah. But as I was saying, bro, I was gonna say the whole like, oh, who's the original Israelites, bro? The whole Israelite shit, bro. You're a Jew by spirit, bro. When you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior,
Not exactly.
it's not by flesh no more, bro. It's by spirit, and Paul breaks that down.
There's still like a genetic
Circumcision.
component
No,
to
there's no
Jew, like
genetic, bro.
being a Jew.
That's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah,
It's been
there
over
is.
2,000 years. Those people do not exist no more. They're a bunch of frauds. But I was gonna say it's not by flesh. It's not by circumcision, bro. It's by circumcision of the
Well, I'm gonna
spirit.
disagree with you on that. I'm gonna disagree with you on that because you know
circumcision was meant to be a sign of a covenant. It was supposed to be like
yeah.
what you call it.
First
An
of all, not
illustration.
everybody
Nah,
that's
you believe in
circumcised is Jewish.
dispensarity or some shit like that. I don't believe in that.
Not everybody who's
I
circumcised
believe
is
in
Jewish.
superstition, bro. Replacement theology. Look it up.
Oh my goodness, Jefe, I just want to talk to you soon, like one-on-one.
Nah, you believe in some Jewish shit, bro. I believe in the real shit, replacement theology, bro. We
You
are
know
the
who
original
Hefe
Jews,
likes?
bro.
Hefe likes Pastor Steven Anderson.
Facts.
From
Faithful brother? Is he a brother?
Nah, from Faithful World Baptist, Tempe, Arizona. I still remember everything of his, man.
I know he is. Hefe
Dude,
loves that
Steven
dude,
Anderson is funny as fuck. He got banned from New Zealand. Like they
Bro,
didn't
but
even let him
you
in.
get banned because you say the truth, bro. And like, if you actually
Wait,
read the
who?
word,
Yeah, what's his name? I want to look him up.
Steven Anderson. He goes on some pretty epic rants where he'll be like, he'll just like be all normal. Then he'll be like, "No more homos in my church. Never!" It's funny as fuck.
You ever
Bro,
seen
we
The
got.
Apostle? You ever
Is
seen
this
that
the
movie, The
heretic?
Apostle? Robert Duvall?
Do we got the heretic on?
they existed by
Heretic in the
another
house.
name.
It's not the heretic, it's the gypsy.
Oh,
The
it's the
Let
real,
him
gypsy.
a real,
finish.
a
Let him
real heretic,
finish.
bro.
Oh,
A
Pete,
real,
what's up,
Let
buddy?
me finish. Let me
a
finish.
real heretic, bro.
What's going on,
Dang it, I
Gypsy?
was
What
about
you
to
got to
leave and
say to
then
these
this
young
happened.
boys?
Yo, you guys believe in religious shit, bro? Shame on you.
Hefe
Wait,
does.
what do
Hefe
you believe in,
Man,
bro?
you
Like,
believe
Dude, I
in
don't
yeah,
believe
what do
in
religion
you?
shit.
too.
I don't believe
That's
in
what I'm
God. I
saying.
don't.
You don't stand on shit, bro. So
Well,
what?
you know
Yeah, you
why?
do.
Because I've investigated all that shit, bro. I
You
looked
believe
in
in
deep into
science.
that shit. Not
So you be,
science, bro. Nah,
so what
nah.
do you believe in, bro? You're just
It's just
nothing. You don't stand on nothing, bro.
nah, bro. You know why? Because I
Let
looked
him
in all
talk,
of that
bro.
shit. My background is Christianity, bro. I mean, straight up, like, and I looked in deep and all that shit. And I'm telling you right now, Jesus, though I was telling you guys in the chat, was not a Jew. He was a fucking Greek Roman agent to destroy the Jews. You know
Where'd
that
you
fucking
ever find
story?
that?
You
You know
got
that
that
Where'd you
from
ever
the
story that
find
Talmud.
him,
that?
You got that from the
what's that
Talmud.
king's name?
This is an
Harold?
Israelite
King
dude.
Harold. You know why why he killed all those kids? That was all a setup.
Are
For
you an
the
Israelite?
I'm not an
I don't
Israelite,
think.
bro. It was just
I don't
I
think.
know the stories. Just because I know the stories don't mean shit.
Bro, you're getting that from the Talmud,
Okay,
bro.
okay.
That's
So
some
Dude,
so
I'm
Jewish
what
getting
what
this from a
propaganda.
rabbi, bro. Like
From
a
the
a
rabbi.
Talmud.
rabbi?
From
Yeah.
yeah,
A
yeah,
Of
rabbi
great,
course,
great,
that's
who
where he
has
got
the
it from.
great,
Torah,
great,
all that shit, and not just from
Let him
there, bro.
finish.
You know
Let him
the
finish,
Great
bro.
cuisine.
great fucking
You
source,
take
bro.
Jesus, for example. You take Jesus, right? You take the
The
J
Son of
out,
God.
and you put a Z in there. What do you get? Zeus.
What the fuck does that even have to do with nothing, bro?
Because
No, you
that's what
don't.
it was. They wanted to bring their own
Do you know how to spell
authority over
Zeus?
the Israelites, and you know what happened? They
Dude, do you even know
destroyed
how
the
to spell
Israelites.
Zeus?
Yes, I do.
Bro, you're some
How do you
fucking
spell
Jew
Zeus?
sympathizer, bro. Fuck up out of here.
Z
How do you
E Z E S
They
U
recognise this is the
No,
Ionis Day.
that's
Jesus.
Z
not
E
how you
U S
Jesus.
Z E U S. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter how you
you
spell it.
said Z
It doesn't
E
matter how you
you
spell it,
said
bro.
Z E
It doesn't
Wait.
matter.
S
You
U
have
S. Yes,
you
it
use
does.
J E
You
S
can't
U
even
S,
spell
and the other
Zeus,
one
dude.
Z
He
E
can't
U
even
S.
spell it, bro.
Recognise
Don't
this
be
is the
religious.
agent
Don't be
coming to your
religious,
channel
bro.
we were
It's
talking
the
about.
That's the
pronunciation,
Greek god
bro.
of
Yeah.
spell
Don't mean
check.
anything.
But this is where he
Oh,
gets it
that's him,
wrong.
huh?
The real name
Yeah,
of
Jesus.
Jesus was Jeshua, right? And Hebrew. But when you
Dude,
translate that into Greek, which is what the New Testament was written off, bro, the real way to say it was Jesus, which is almost similar to Spanish. So that's where they got the whole Jesus shit, not the fucking Zeus, fucking Greek
dude,
god, bro.
and
What you're
you know
trying to
what they
say?
try to do? They try to put that
Listen,
shit into their shit. They destroyed the fucking the Israelites. I'm not a Jew sympathizer. I hate the fucking Jews. First of all, you
Whoa,
nation
Whoa,
no,
whoa,
you
state.
whoa,
don't.
whoa,
No, you
whoa,
don't.
whoa,
Recognize
whoa,
with
whoa.
fucking. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did I have some Jews in here? I'm
I
so sorry
don't.
about that shit.
I don't hate them.
Yeah.
No,
I don't
no,
hate
Yeah.
no.
He
anybody.
We
recognize
just
loves them.
we
Recognize
don't
loves them.
endorse those
I'm
types of
not that
views,
guy.
you know. Wink,
And I'm
listen,
wink.
telling you right
Gypsy,
now.
Gypsy.
Yeah.
Not all rabbis believe in Jesus. Remember that.
No Jews believe in Jesus, bro. If they believed in
Not many
Jesus, they
do.
would be Christian,
Listen, many
or they
actually
would be
do.
Masonic
Hefe,
Israel.
No, they don't believe in Jesus as the Lord and Savior though. That's the
some
thing.
do.
They don't believe in Jesus. They
What?
called him a
Of course
blasphemer,
they don't.
bro.
But
They
didn't they
call
call him a son of a whore?
yes,
Yeah.
and the Talmud they
So
called him that.
they believe he existed. They believe he existed. Then.
No,
Yes,
the
No,
but
but
man existed for sure.
they thought
100%
he
he
was a
existed.
blasphemer, bro.
Yeah.
That's why they killed him.
He was a
Right,
magician.
exactly.
That's what he
Because
was.
look, if you believe in the Bible, then I mean the Jewish God is essentially Satan because what does the Bible say, right? Some false prophet will come down and he'll be able to do a bunch of magic and say like look at me, I'm the God, I can do all
That's
this that you
Antichrist.
humans
Bro, let
can't.
but
me
that
explain you what
That's
a
the
god is.
Antichrist. But no,
listen,
hold on, I'm not
Yeah.
finished. But
L
the
dog, L
Jews
dog. You
believe
have it
that the
wrong.
God, when he
L dog,
comes,
L dog.
that's exactly what he'll do. Like he'll come and he'll do a bunch of,
But Jesus was the one
crazy.
talking about
That's
that
like a
one
false
coming on the
religion.
way.
Can you define me what a god is? First of all. before you
Yeah, you're
talk
talking to
about all
one.
this shit.
Me,
Oh yeah, okay. Oh.
He said
I
he's
John
talking
Gruden.
did
Wait,
you say let there be light? Oh shit,
no,
there's light in my house
I'll
now.
just say this, bro. The black
Listen,
Well,
man
it's still
is
hold
dark
on.
though.
God,
Fuck,
yeah.
man.
Oh
How
wow,
can
you
how
got
can you have
us,
this?
dude. You got us with your little atheist joke. Haha, let
No,
there
no, no.
be
Look,
light.
listen to me.
I
Listen to me.
flipped the
Listen to me.
switch and there's
What do you
light.
consider a god? What do you consider a god?
Wait, you
For real.
believe in the Big Bang, bro? Something just
No, I
No,
don't
no,
bounced
he
believe
out
in
of
the
never
Big Bang,
said
something?
bro.
that. He never said that.
I
He
didn't say
said
Wait,
none
that
of
he
that
BJ.
doesn't
shit, bro.
believe.
Okay,
Yeah, boy,
dude,
he don't believe in shit, bro. He's just
let me ask
criticizing
you
them.
this, the heretic. What do you believe in? Like, be honest. What do you believe in? What
He
is your
said, "I believe
position?
in shit." That's what he said.
Probably
I
my
believe in
dick.
shit.
He
I
probably
don't
believes
believe
in
in none
my
of this
dick.
shit, bro.
My
I
dick.
believe in the world we live in is a goddamn fucking illusion.
Oh, you're a
You're like a
fucking
fucking test.
schizophrenic,
Oh
bro.
yeah,
I
okay.
believe that the world you live in is like a lab that you're getting
That
tested on
sounds
by something
believable.
higher being.
All right, hold on.
So somebody
Can I say
created.
something? Hold up. Can I say
Yeah,
something?
yeah, go ahead, Gerson.
All right. First of all, the one who said that was actually Jesus, warning about the false prophets and stuff like that. So that's what you said earlier was not even true. It was just very out of context.
Facts. I
What
believe.
about
And
what? Jesus?
Hefe, don't even talk about the facts because you're saying a lot of stuff that's inaccurate as well.
No, bro, because you're taking it out of context, bro.
Everything is taken out of context with you.
No, bro, because I see I see where Jerson's coming from, bro. Jerson's he's pro Zionist. I'm not. I
No, he's
believe.
not. He never said he was.
Yes, he is, bro.
No,
I
I
can
wouldn't
show
say that. I would. The other guy I could see
bro.
maybe, but not good.
I'm
A
telling you,
lot of
Jesus was a Jew. Was not a Jew. Was Greek. And
a
if you
lot of
guys don't believe it, it's
Protestants.
on you
Okay,
guys.
and
That's all I gotta say.
where did you hear that?
Dude,
A rabbi told him.
a rabbi.
No.
Let me tell you.
Okay,
Let me
okay,
explain
that's
you.
all I
Did
need
That
Jesus
to
guy
have a
know,
that
Pall
dude.
Mall in
those
his
That's
mouth?
Jews
all
we're
I
talking about,
need
Was
it's
to
a
Jesus
know.
smoking a
belief
Pall
that
Mall in a white beater?
look. The whole point
He wasn't Greek then.
Jesus was to go in there and destroy the Jews by bringing another
Fucking God.
religion inside their own religion. Make like the name
Okay, and who
was like
told you
it was a
this? And
troll.
who
In a way,
told
it
you
was a
this?
troll.
A
Jesus was.
rabbi. Get the fuck out of here.
A
I'm
rabbi,
not
right?
joking, bro.
And
I saw
what?
this fool
And
talking on TV.
you know
He was a
what
straight up
would a
fucking rabbi, and
rabbi
I know
have
that
to
you
gain?
can. I forgot the name. It was years back. I
No, I'm
seen this
saying,
shit.
what
This is
would
not a.
he have to
Jews.
gain?
Mr.
Oh
Goldberg
yeah,
told him, L Dog, Mr. Goldberg.
yeah,
$5.
Mr.
Jews,
Goldberg.
Jews,
The
Jews,
goal is
Jews,
that their religion is solid, that the
Jews.
Judaism is solid, and
No, it's not.
Jesus was a fake ass shit that
Jews are
the
being
Greeks brought
punished.
into them to destroy them, and they did. They destroyed the temple. They destroyed everything. They leveled. They didn't have a country for who knows how long until now.
Jews got